Hello, everybody, and welcome to Dungeons Divided. All right, so this is going to be a nice new restart to the world of Vol'Antia. The world of Vol'Antia is a world that travels through the multiverse and sort of rips away pieces of other planets and pieces of sort of little pieces of here and there throughout the multiverse of different worlds and adds it to its own infinite changing landscape. And our heroes already went on an adventure here. They were told that they were the champions of Vol'Antia and they were here to save it, but they were lied to. And instead, they destroyed it. Kind of the opposite of what they were going for.
Oops, sorry.
And of course, we had a nice little battle with a god, which of course went as expected, and I think they did pretty well. Gadu did die, but he tried his best.
I slept through it.
Exactly. And so now everyone has a nice second chance, and we're coming back to the world of Vol'Antia. We were sent back in time through the sacrifices that the Archivist and Gadu, the character that I was playing, had made to send the characters back in time in Vol'Antia and to make sure they had a second chance to stop this from happening and to stop Vol'Tar, the god of evil that's trapped inside of the planet, from ever escaping. And so we all got transported here, and now the party seems to be trying to find each other in the city of Karsten, which seems to be a nice little quirky farming village. And that's where we left off.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess we can now probably give it to sponsors, and we can get started after that.
Sure. We, as always, at Dungeons Divided, we want to thank our sponsors. Start off with +3 to Charisma, who offers affordable handcrafted gaming and fandom accessories for tabletop gamers at all levels. They have wooden dice trays. I want to show these up. They're lovely. They have 3D printed dice towers, which I believe. We
Standing
missing
back.
those. Okay. And DM supplies, dice, leather game mats, jewelry, and other nerdy supplies. They also have new dice goblins on apparel, totes, and stickers. Check out the Click Clack, Nom Nom, Chink, Chonk Chonk, Chonk Chonk, and their brand new goblin. Pew pew, pew pew. We also would like to thank Lethal Shadows Minis. They design and sell minis detailed. They have a vast stock of standard ones. You can also get large busts or even your minis made from specific designs that you work out with them. And additional services of printing and painting are offered. And we also have the Goods Merchant, who made our wonderful DM screen. One of the things they can do. They also do laser engravings, deck boxes, and leather engraving. So thank you to all of our sponsors.
Woo!
Yeah.
Shall we talk subscriptions?
Yeah, please.
Let's talk subscriptions. Hey, everybody, it's me, your girl, back with the subscription spiel again this week. So, we offer a subscription service here at Dungeons Divided on Twitch. So, if you tune in with us on Twitch, there is a 3-tier subscription-based service. The first one is the Ruby Canyon Miners, and it basically allows you to join a private Discord channel with our DM, and you basically will be able to vote on something to happen every week in the campaign. Did we run it this week, or are we starting that next week?
Next week.
Okay, so we're going to be commencing that again next week. So if you subscribe this week, you'll be right on time to join once the voting commences again. And then our second tier is the Black Iron Merchants. And you also get to join another private channel with the cast and crew of Dungeons Divided, where you can ask us questions. We'll have a monthly talk back. All that jazz, all that good stuff. Tier 3, the God tier. That is the Platinum Conquerors. And you get to basically partner with our DM to create an NPC for the world of Dungeons Divided. Super exciting opportunity. Who knows where they could be? What would be an example, say, of where an NPC might appear?
It could be an NPC that leads the party somewhere, maybe misleads the party somewhere. Ooh. It could be an NPC that could be an antagonist, it could be a repeating character. I mean, there's a lot of ways that you can use an NPC to mess with the party or help the party. I'd rather mess with the party though. Make a mess with the party.
It's always fun to mess with the party. But yeah, so that is something you can do as
Not
well
my
for
party.
This is the only party, boy. I don't know who else. But yeah, so those are our 3 tiers. We would love to have you participate. And also, as a reminder, if you have on the top, needs to be adjusted.
That's okay. He can't adjust anymore. Hello. Sorry about that. We have OBS issues, of course. Software is always so finicky. But we are back, and we should be back for the rest of the day. I think we stopped off at subscribers, so if we want to just start there again, like halfway through that, probably.
I'll talk about a 3rd tier. So that 3rd tier subscription is creating an NPC with our DM. We were saying your NPC could help the party, hurt the party, mislead, or lead. I don't know. There's all kinds of things your NPC could do that you create with our DM. So if you subscribe to that 3rd tier subscription, the Platinum Conquerors. And also, just as a reminder, all of these private channels I've been mentioning are available via our Discord server. So make sure that if you are a subscriber, you join that server, or also it's a public server. So we'd love to have you in there. We're chatting all things D&D, all things Dungeons Divided. If you're looking to
voiceover.
Yeah, exactly. And if you're looking to start a campaign, join a campaign, there's also a place for that as well.
Absolutely.
So yeah, come join us. And then also as a reminder, if you have Amazon Prime, you can use a voucher to subscribe to any Twitch channel of your choice once per month. And it does refresh every month. So just make sure that wherever you subscribe, if it's us, awesome, then you refresh that every month. Or you do a new channel, whatever you want. It's your life. Yeah.
We'd love to have you, though.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
we would love to have you.
If I may add, thank you guys for bearing with us and tuning in. I know we took like a couple weeks. We had a little Father's Day. We had a little break, a little this, a little that. But we really are super excited. We're gearing up to really kind of put a little more out and connect with you guys. We have some really, really, really cool things coming. So just stay tuned and let's just play and have a good time. So yeah, I'm just excited
Absolutely. That's what we're here
to see
for.
what's going to happen. I don't know. I'm a little scared.
All right. Should we just jump right into it then? How do
Let's
y'all
jump
feel?
right
Let's
in.
go.
Let's
Do it.
All right.
I'm
so,
ready.
Last we left off, the party was gathering together again outside, some inside, some outside the city of Karsten. The city of Karsten is on the southern sort of end on the Pletten Peninsula of the world of Vol'Antia. It is a city that is sort of reclusive and sort of by itself in the middle of nowhere. You notice when you got there, there's farmland around you, but for the most part, it seems to be nothing but flat land for all you can see. We had Nelius and Chia were riding on the back of a wagon of a quirky gnome. They met 2 farmers who they had a great time with, but unfortunately had to leave them. Couldn't make friends. And then we had Digo and we had Heiko in the city, and they ended up finding each other inside the city.
Oh.
Correct?
Yeah.
I heard a soda open.
No, it was sort of like we left.
wasn't bubbly.
So
I thought we were rural. I don't know. I
No,
thought
we were in
walking
the
on
city.
the road.
We were in the city, and like you just saw me escaping kind of a home invasion.
Yes.
That-
Yeah,
Yes.
you accidentally invaded a home, started
Yeah.
off in some lady's closet.
Yes.
Yes, and
Your shoe was thrown at you.
and I'm
Rough.
I'm soaking wet and just I jumped out of a fountain apparently.
Yeah.
That was very nice.
Are we like in the
all.
middle of the city, or what is it?
You are in like uptown. You're in like the Beverly Hills of like Karsten. Like it's a nice area. There's fountains, there's
Yeah.
trees, there's gardens, and people are walking around with canes and top hats
So
and
there's
stuff
plenty
like
of stuff
that.
to steal.
Yeah,
is
'cause
what
he
you're
was in
saying.
the
There's
fountain.
plenty of stuff to steal. You were in the fountain, which was about to be cleaned, and the guy was wondering
So-
kind of why
so-
you were there.
So we're
Yeah.
we're gonna go do stuff at
So
this
we're
place.
uptown, not midtown.
So-
we're heading towards midtown.
Heading towards Midtown. There actually is names of these places. So you are currently in, I believe it's Riverview is the name of the nice place.
Ah.
So let's see here.
It's the
So
good place.
It's the nice place. The
The
good
good
place. The good place.
Bad place.
You are in Riverview currently. The middle is called the Siren Center. The lower point is Lower Hill Point, which goes down the hill into the shanties, which is the shanties is like the slums that kind of go outside the city walls.
And where's South Point in midtown?
South Point and Midtown is Siren Center. That's the same.
Okay.
It's Midtown. It's the middle of the town.
Okay, that's
And the slums and the South Town and all that is the shanty.
got it.
Yeah.
Okay. And where's the Mossy Stone?
The Mossy Stone would be in the Lower Hill Point. So it's just north of like the shanties.
Are you starting with us? Or are you starting with going?
I'm actually going to start with the one that we are currently missing here, which is going to be our lovely fighter who was
2
asleep.
you are currently missing.
The 2. Oh yes, I'm so sorry.
Ooh.
The 2 that we are currently missing.
What?
So
No, I didn't forget you.
we will start off. You wake up with like splintered wood and shatters, like splintered wood and stuff crumbled and everything around you. See nails and whatnot, and you wake up and you notice that you are in what seems to be like a barn, but it seems like you crashed through it. You feel like a little bit woozy, a little bit foggy in the head.
Is there a hole in the roof?
There is a hole that's like just sort of in the corner that it seems like maybe you busted through there, maybe who knows, like
At quite an angle, though.
quite an angle, exactly, like you came steaming in through. And if you look at the ground, you see like a nice little skid mark on the ground too, where you kind
A
of
skid mark?
yeah.
Am I sore?
You got a little bit of a headache. You're sore. You don't know what happened. You have no idea how you got here.
Do I hear anything?
You hear, and you look up and you see a cow just kind of chewing its cud in front of you.
Okay. I get up, pat the cow on the head, and start peeking out. Like their doors, I'm guessing, to the barn.
Yeah. And as you're reaching for the door, you hear outside. You hear, Vegas, I think we got another one in here. What's happening? What's happening to our farm?
Thank goodness.
This sucks for
It
them.
never would have been too soon if we'd seen them again.
It would never be. Yeah. You hear
Not
that as
saying
you're about
that.
to reach out. Yeah, of the barn here.
I'm going to go ahead and. I need to see. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and open the door.
You open the door. You see two farmers running towards you, and they stop, and they're kind of out of breath. Just, what are you doing on a farm? How'd you get here? Are you part of that the talking sheep group?
Token sheep.
Talking. Yeah.
I am not a sheep.
There was a talking sheep with. No, never mind. I think I'm confusing you. You come from somewhere else, right?
I don't know where I am, so I don't know if I came from here.
All right. Yeah. You're in Carston now.
I
Carston.
was not in Carston originally.
Yeah. Well, you are now. So
And
welcome.
yes, I came from somewhere else.
If you're looking, I don't know if you know the talking sheep lady. She just went that way. She's very lovely folk.
How long ago did they leave?
Just maybe a couple minutes, a minute ago too.
So we might be able to catch up.
I believe so.
Understood.
Yeah. Or you could stay here if you like. I mean, you could always use an extra hand.
It is very kind of you. I don't think we would fit in here.
Oh, that's all right. Maybe next time. Okay.
Thank you.
Eh.
And I'm sorry about your roof.
It's okay. We got to fix the coop. We got to fix the roof. I think we're part of some sort of like portal or something. It's really weird. Maybe we should relocate the farm, Figus.
When I find them, if I can, I will come back and help fix.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah.
Yes, we will come back and help fix.
All right. He's kind of just like, he's not all there, if you can't tell. His brother's just kind of looking at you. Maybe one eye sort of like lazes off a little bit and then comes back, recenters. He doesn't say much.
Just kind of nod.
You do
dust
see
the hay off.
with the way he pointed. You do see a cart that's sort of approaching now what seems to be a large wooden gate between two hills.
You have a lovely cow.
Thank
Start
you.
walking.
Her name's Bertha. You can all right.
Just keep walking.
All right. Sounds great. As you approach, you do see now you two are at the fence there, along with your new gnome friend. And you see a little slit in the wood, two wooden doors sort of open up. And as you see that slit open up, he just looks at the two of you and he says, well, who are these ones here? And then the gnomes says to the great guard, they're just the friends of mine. They're coming through and they're helping with the festival. The festival's about to start. Yeah, they're gonna help with that. Right, guys? He sort of
Yes,
elbows
I
you.
have skills in woodworking, actually. Yes.
She just pulls out her ocarina. She goes, I sing, dance, that, yeah.
Right, sing, dance, woodwork. Yeah, see, they do things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
He's kind of like twiddling his thumbs. He's not very good at lying. The guard is definitely looking very suspicious at you right about now, but he's kind of just like, all right, Nibbit, I'll let it pass this time, but you owe me something. The door opens up and you see it slide open. And inside you see narrow streets that lead up into what seems to be a nice, well, not so nice, slummy area, as I was already telling him, is called the Shanties.
Thank you for your time, by the way, and I flip him a coin,
Which one?
a silver coin, to the
the
man
guard?
at the door.
The guard?
Yeah.
You do know that illusion coins can't be, like, handled, right?
What?
Is this an illusion coin again?
New world. No, they can. You can summon a coin prestidigitation. It only lasts for an hour.
Okay.
I think.
I don't think that. I don't know if they can handle it. Can they?
I think they can. It's just
Okay.
not very. It's like it's a simplified conjuring, but
Okay.
it doesn't last.
Like, is there
No worries.
Like, there's something where like they feel in enough. They're like, wait a
I
second.
think it's like if they, I think it's like if they
coin?
touch it. I think they notice there's nothing physically there. I think for
Oh.
prestidigitation.
Careful.
If you want, you can look it up real quick if you're that
I will,
curious
but
about
continue
it.
on.
I will continue on.
Yeah, just
You don't have to toss the coin. I'm just making sure. You can't keep bribing people with illusionary coins the whole time.
Yes, I can.
Until reputation comes around.
You learn that your actions
I'm the
have
chaotic
consequences.
neutral one.
Right? Here, money on me, on me.
Money,
no
money.
shots all
It's just
around.
like,
You think that they would have seen that before and like.
Yeah, here you go. You create a non-magical trinket or illusionary image that can fit in your hand that lasts until the end of your turn. Doesn't say anything about disappearing.
Okay.
Good
Well, it
luck
doesn't-
in your hand.
It's in your hands. It does say in your hands.
They are very
I assume if they inspect it, I
It
believe
says
that
it
they
can
know.
fit in your hand. It doesn't. That's what it says.
She
Specifically.
definitely said,
We'll look that
I
up
will play
later.
that card.
Someone
right.
in the audience, someone in the stream.
Someone's
sure-
like
I'm
raging
sure
at the
there's
computer
someone
with the right
going,
answer, like,
"No."
ah!
They're
not right.
All right, so you do walking through the city gates. You see the streets are just piled with just different people of different sorts. It seems like there's no one of any sort of actual money or class in this part of the city. As you're walking through, you do see one end. It's called the Turned Copper, and you see just several different inlets of housing, mostly around this area. So what are you doing here? Nibbit at this point is kind of just be like, oh, well, I got you in the gates. That's about the end of our bargain, right? I
Yeah.
don't really. Okay, good.
Thanks. I really appreciate.
Yeah.
We really appreciate all your help.
Absolutely. You've been wonderful. I reach in and give him a real coin,
Okay,
but
good.
it's like 2 more copper.
Oh, 2 more copper. Okay. He's like, okay, all right, thanks. Just so you know, though, getting out might be harder than getting in. Have fun.
Wait, what do you? Okay.
Yeah. All right. Bye. And just kind of walks off.
Well, that's a later problem, I guess.
I guess so. Well, we're here, aren't we?
Yep.
Great. Wonderful. Maybe we should go get a drink.
Sure.
Instantly
Walk inside.
to getting a drink.
I'm gonna say that that you are probably reaching the gate as soon as it's about to close. Are you trying to get into the gates as well? Or are you just gonna sit outside for a minute and kind of observe?
I'm going to sit outside for a minute and observe.
Okay.
Because did I
You could-
see them go in or did I see people go in?
You saw what seemed to be a sheep and a. Well, actually, go ahead and describe physically what you both look like, because I know this is sort of a revamp and
Yeah.
restarting the world. So,
Yeah.
Chia, starting with you.
Sure. So Chia has long curly black hair that's tied up in a low updo, with some like short little sheep horns that are kind of covered with some chain that goes into like a headpiece. Little fluffy sheep ears. She's a satyr, if that wasn't clear. Apologies. And has like white little freckles all over her face, going down to her neck, her shoulders, and basically wears pieces of things she has found along her journey. Excuse me. Some tattered fabric that she's decorated with leaves and rope and things that she has found, as well as an ocarina at her hip and a bow made of 2 giant like monstera leaves, and also a gold bell around her neck that she likes to fiddle with occasionally. So yeah, she's small, just a little bit feral, and just kind of trying her best. So
Cool. And Nelius, your character.
Yes. So you're looking at a half elf who's sort of got a little bit of a David Bowie sort of hair going on, cut off at shoulder length. But the difference is he's got a little bit of a braid off of one side, off to his right. Dark brown hair, green eyes, fair skin. Grown up around the elves of Silvery Moon, and he's got a bit of a elegant elven attire. Comes down just below the waist towards the leg, and then it's got a silk wrap around the waistline, and it's a green and black and a bit of flowy sort of arms. So yeah, David Bowie.
So essentially David Bowie.
Sure.
Love it.
Yeah.
Now, are these are the hairstyles and everything that you had the last time? I
yes,
saw
Chia
you?
looks
Okay.
exactly the
Yeah.
same.
Nothing different.
All right.
I
you
just
need-
did
do you
a
even need
terrible job of
haircuts as a
describing it
satyr?
last time.
Do you need to shear? Do you need like?
I mean, we could make some money.
That's a
for it.
personal question.
To be
I think you get a
determined,
little.
Sorry.
Yeah, I think
I'm sorry if I
that's
don't
a little-
offend. I'm
I
not,
think
you
that's a
know.
little personal. I think we'll have to get there when we get there.
It's a
Yeah.
short story.
Yeah.
But her hair's pretty long, mostly keeps it up. But
Cool. And then Valir, please explain your character.
Excellent. Valir is pretty tall for an elf, but also rather young for an elf. Has grayish, bluish gray skin with stark white hair. He's from the 𝐻𝙩𝙪𝙾 elves and has spent the very, very early part of his life in the Shadowfell, but got away. So there's a bit of that sadness to him. And he has armor that has dings in it and looks like it doesn't quite match. Pieces have been replaced as he goes. The weapons are similar. They look like they've been in fights and possibly were not the winner's weapons. And he looks a little feral, but keeps kind of every once in a while seems to be mentioning something over his shoulder.
Okay, cool. And then we can get to you two, of course, later when we reintroduce your characters, which
Also-
you might do soon.
Also for the audience, if you go into our Discord, and there's actually a channel called Official Art, our leading illustration designer and all that, Vivi 𝐒𝐲𝙁𝙁, she's actually done a lot of the art for us already. More is coming, so if you want to go in there and take a look, and you can see what the official character design looks like.
Yeah, they're gorgeous. And we are going to be showing them on the stream for later episodes as well, so
Yeah.
we'll have those up there so everyone can see.
Awesome.
Super cool. So you were outside the gates. You were currently watching as the gate does come back to a
I'm gonna let it
close.
close. I'm going to stay in the shadows as the person who is goes back.
Which one going back?
The person who got them in the gates and then left them.
Yeah, he actually stayed in the gates though, so he's in there as well.
He's in there as well.
Yeah.
He has just parted ways with them as
He
they're
parted
outside.
ways as they went through the gates. Yeah,
All right.
wants nothing to do with them anymore.
Very well.
Wonder what?
And I'm somewhat confident that was them, but not positive.
Yes. Yeah, you're mostly confident. I mean, they talked about a talking sheep. You saw them from the back, and you're pretty sure that was them. Yeah.
All right. I'll wait like a few moments before approaching the gate.
Okay. Then we will go to Heiko and Digo. So you just recently woke up. You woke up in the fountain. You woke up in a lady's dress room.
Yeah.
Jumped out of the house, and you're walking down the street now. You're soaking wet. You look totally out of place. People are staring at you left and right.
Right.
What are you both doing?
And what's the weather like right now at the moment?
It's probably close to like maybe 1 or 2 p.m. It's a nice sunny day. It's pretty relatively warm day.
What type of people are looking at us?
Pretty much everyone that passes by. They all seem to be.
Like what type of species? Like what are they?
Oh, you see elves, half elves. You see humans. You see halflings. You see gnomes and halflings as well.
A wide variety.
A wide variety.
Okay.
Yeah, but mostly I would say less confrontational of like.
No orcs. I'm assuming.
No orcs. Yeah, no orcs. Not
Used to it.
no orcs. No dwarves either. Actually, here.
Okay.
So yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Dragonborn? No, none of those.
You may see a dragonborn or two. Yeah.
My people. Something like that. They're probably gonna be weirded out, going like, "Huh?
Don't try to ride any of them, though, please.
No,
Dragon
no,
ride.
I'll probably put a
Not those
fist up
kind of
and they'll be
dragons.
like, what are you doing? Like why are
Dragon
you
power.
speaking our language?
Oh gosh.
Okay. I guess before we start, should we describe ourselves?
Yes. Go right ahead and describe your characters, Heiko.
First, right?
You go ahead, yeah.
Heiko is a wood elf. He has a copper tone skin. Couple markings on his face. His hair is long and it's somewhat tied back. He has a couple braids that have been kind of going for a while, and it's all just kind of tied up together with some clasp. He wears monk vestiges with a dark colors, like a dark blue color, with a sash that's kind of going over. His hands and feet are wrapped, and he carries with him a T-gourd and a hilt that's kind of broken, that's tied to his side. And he's also has a Conoco hat that's like a rice hat that's kind of on his back that he uses to hide himself when he wants to.
You also have Gadu's old staff too, the twisted staff
I
that
have
he
a
used to have.
That's,
Yes.
yes, that's Gadu's old quarterstaff. That's right. Except now I am soaking wet and dripping. So
Soaking wet and dripping.
And dripping.
Can you be soaking wet without being dripping?
Maybe if you're spongy enough, it can hold everything.
maybe.
You know, maybe.
I'm just saying the
sew my
soaking wet
drake
and the
and-
dripping can refer to several aspects of a person. So
I could sew
I'm
my
not
drake
making
and blow fire on you.
Yes,
Just to warm you
Heiko's
up.
not usually dripping. Just to let the audience know. Not
He's got
usually
no
dripping.
drip,
Don't
but
know
he's
Heiko
not
that
dripping.
well.
Okay,
He's got respect the drip. Respect the drip.
Understand, monks? They know how to dress.
And then Digo, your character.
Digo is he's wearing they're both his pants and his jacket. It's like he looks almost like a ninja, almost like a ninja for winter. His outfit kind of stands out because, well, one thing on his right shoulder is he has a dragon skull right there on his shoulder, his armor, and that's kind of odd to see in a place like this. He has light greenish skin, very heavy human tones in his face, so his teeth are not so protruding like standard full orcs. So they're like about like right here to his face. He's just he looks very human aside from his skin and the teeth. That's the only thing separating him really. So like his human side is still noticeably there. His jacket looks extremely comfortable. It's like this wolf fur he has as a hood. He looks like he's been just in a snowstorm, and it looks like he could be going to the mountains or somewhere, since that's where he's from, an ancient city in the high ice. And he looks as if he's ready to sneak anywhere and move around. Like I said, it looks like a ninja uniform. It's very it's maroon, like a maroon brown look. His feet are laced. His hair he has like it all curled, or all curled right here, and then there's one large ponytail in the back. His quiver and bow look like he took that off somebody. He like took that off somewhere or found it, so it looks very common. His axe doesn't, though. He has like a battle axe that's very light and mobile, and it has just these ancient draconic symbols and like a dragon, like kind of like symbol, like dragon, like coming down at the bottom of the hilt of it. You'll notice like dragon essences of him, so it's like kind of a questionable thing, going like, what is this? He also, it's covered up kind of. He has scars all on his arms and just all around on his arms, so he keeps his arms like kind of hidden, so he doesn't want to show too much of himself. It's kind of the way he was taught, since his upbringing was, he was an orphan that was accidentally found by a bunch of amazing. Can I explain this?
I wouldn't do too much.
Okay,
more,
yeah,
though.
I'll explain,
Mostly just physical description. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's been trained in some ancient ways of combat that involve riding things and fighting a certain way, and he's battle experienced, and he doesn't really like. He's very. Let's just call him neutral. You're gonna find out some things. Let's call him neutral.
All right, sounds great.
Just for clarity, I can see why it was confusing, because it says the duration of the spell is 1 hour, but then it goes into specifics on summoning little trinkets. It says it only lasts until your next round. So for future, I guess I won't be doing that.
It only lasts for like 6 seconds then.
6 seconds.
For that
6
case.
seconds,
Okay.
right.
Okay.
So
Makes more sense. Then,
and
yeah.
yes, I did see your
went really
comment in the
fast.
chat for 6 seconds, but I just wanted to verify.
Oh, 6 seconds. Right. Yeah.
I also
really
was reading
fast.
something that said because the coins are actually the metal.
Yeah.
The weight is important, because apparently shaving your coin so that it is not a full amount of gold is a thing. So,
So
you
they
would have
kinda
to be
toss it.
be able to make the pattern and the weight
like, exact.
Ooh. And you don't even know their currencies yet. So look at this like, what is this? Whose face is that?
But you know what? That's good, because then
Just
you
him
could
going
like
like-
talk yourself out of it and be like,
is
it
true.
disappears straight to your bank. Like,
The one note.
Magical currency goes
in your
straight to your bank. It's mobile deposit. There you go.
My money works. My money works in a thing called the cloud. See, it's
What's that? No.
It's the new Bitcoin.
is it about to rain?
Oh God.
It's the new Bitcoin.
Apple, is that a type of market?
Nelia's coin.
Nelia's
It's a
coin.
good thing it
Invest.
The one thing I'll
Invest
say
now. It's going up.
I do
It's
have
going
one more
up.
note about He
Yeah.
does look kind of like he would be something of like a mercenary or belong to like some sort of cult. Like, so it's
Oh.
like the first thing you'd see of him would just be like, oh,
He's definitely part of like some sort of
he
faction or
looks
something.
like he belongs. Yes, to a
Gotcha.
factions, but he's free game now.
All right. So what are both of you doing in this upscale, nice part of town where you're being stared at constantly?
Well, I am putting on my Conoco hat and walking through. I believe the last thing we said is that we were going to walk south towards the Mossy Stone.
Mossy Stone.
In the meantime, I think I'm just going to dry up.
I look at you and I'm just like, I'm looking around. Are people looking at us as we?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, 'cause
Absolutely.
We're kind of at a place.
Yeah,
Like,
you're definitely
wearing
at a
hat
place.
And me just like,
I mean-
oh look, dragon skull. Like
As you're
ninja
walking down the
outfit.
street, people like making their way around you to make sure they don't like get too close to touch you. And
So
stuff
as
like
they
that.
do that, I'm just like looking at them, just like that, and I'm just like staring at them, like scanning them, and then I'm just like, we should get regular wares, you know.
Well, maybe we should find a better place to dry up.
We could always take them off somebody, you know, blend in.
I don't think that would be.
He fits us. Come on, let's take him out.
That wouldn't be proper.
Come on, elf. Let's go do it. It'll be easy. I'm like walking over. I see a
no.
guy. And you can stop me.
Here we go. Here we go.
I'm going over, like, I'm just like,
I put my hand on his shoulder. Let's just continue walking and not be more conspicuous.
Do you see what we're wearing?
Yes,
I think we're the most conspicuous people here.
exactly. Les, I think the best thing to do is just walk forward and get out of here as soon as we can.
Fine.
All right. Maybe we can find a clearing or somewhere where we can sit and dry and think what we can do. I heard of a place called the Mossy Stone, though. We should walk towards that direction.
And what particular sense, why do you want to go there?
Well, I may be a monk, but I don't want to be wet.
Spoken like a true elf. All right, fine. We'll go there.
Thank you. All right.
And you two have not met the others as well, so you do not know where each other are currently.
No.
So, yeah.
No, but we're walking south now towards the...
Yes, you're working south, which is going to be towards Lower Hill Point. Yeah.
Do we notice anything, or notice any like sort of shops, any sort of anything? that
Here
stands
seems
out
to be
us?
mostly residential as well. As you get closer to the center, you actually see a lot of people setting up stalls and setting up markets sort of out in the actual center of the street. And you see one large center point with surrounded by sort of like benches and whatnot, as if they're setting up for some sort of like theater or something like that. And you see on the stage they're actually setting up many barrels and cases of what seems to be different food and even some sorts of chests which contain who knows what inside.
Is there any sort of like hoods or like large like capes or anything I could use to like just blend in a little bit better?
There would be
into
like tailoring stands and stuff like that probably being set up currently.
it?
Yeah.
Is there one near us or one that we notice?
You would pass by one that you would notice,
Okay,
yeah.
that one I see. Is there anything I could see in there that like that just is out in the open, kind of that I can like use? To, like,
Yeah,
grab?
as he's setting
sense
up,
a sleight of hand.
as he's setting it up, you see that there are some hanging along the outskirts of his market or the stand as he's sort of, creating everything.
So like as we're walking together, I look over and I see this stand, and I'm basically like just like talking to you or like looking around, and I kind of just like lean over to the stand and I like take what is it exactly? Is it like a poncho or like what is it?
Just like a little hood made of some sort of hide or something.
Cool.
Yeah,
I
just
literally
very
just,
simple,
like,
thin.
Go over and I just like, but I make it look casual. I just kind of like go like this and like swoop it near me. I just do that. Do I
roll
have to
for
roll
sleight of
that? Yeah,
hand,
roll
of
for sleight
course,
hand. Yeah, here we go. Oh boy. Oh, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. That is a 4.
That is a 4.
Yeah.
Is that a nat 1 though?
That's a nat 1.
That's a nat 1.
Nat
Okay.
1. That's a nat 1.
That was the first roll of the news. That's a great start.
I
New
will say,
beginnings.
Valir's
New
plan
beginnings.
has been that I'll pick you up at the local jail. Like I've kind of figured, like
Shut up, Dad. I'm doing my thing, okay? Let me live my life.
You hear the tailor being wait, are you going to buy that? What are you doing? Put that down. Put that down. That's mine. Put it down. You got to buy that.
No, he was looking at it. He was looking. Right? You were looking at it, weren't you? Distract.
Roll for deception.
Yes, forgive me.
best to do a deception.
How much is this?
I'm looking. I'm just
I know,
looking at your rolls. I'm
right?
like, huh?
15.
15. Nat 1, he straight up saw you trying to steal it. I'm going to say that's a really tough roll to see your way out of. He's looking at you. No. Put it down.
No, my
Before I
friend
call
here-
the guard, put it
Okay,
down. Please. If you want to buy it, that's going to be double now.
Oh man, it's a 7 too. I'm trying to roll for deception as well.
We're doing great.
Yes,
great.
I was kind of interested in the price. How much is it?
Well, it was 5 gold. Now it's 10.
So I get the cloak. That's a 20, by the way.
What are you doing
I'm
with it,
going to
though?
get the cloak, and I chuck it at his face, and like I just go
Okay.
like run, and I just
that works. Yeah,
so
sure.
I just literally I grab the cloak and I just like smack it in the merchant's face, and I don't know how it would get on him, but like it just gets on him and just like go, come on, go.
I flip him silver and just go for your troubles, and I just take off.
Okay. You hear him calling for guards as you leave, too, by the way.
I rolled a 20 again.
What are you rolling for, though?
As he flicks the silver,
I'm gonna roll.
and I catch the silver as he gets it, and I kick.
Oh my
I keep it
gosh,
with
sleight of
me.
hands?
Yeah.
Okay, no, he's gonna call the guards on you for sure then.
No, I flicked the silver. He saw me do
In
it.
spite of that, he flipped the coin and then you snatched it before he could
Yes, I
grab it, right?
snatched it. But does he
taking
see?
my-
But does the guy see it?
Are you trying to make it hidden?
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah. Nat 20 would make sure that it'd be hidden, I would say, yes. You could do it. You could.
So like as he
pop it
does
out.
it, I kind of like run up real quick, like or just like jump, just like that, and then run over to him, and I'm just like, really, you're gonna pay? Come on!
You hear, guards, please help!
What do we see? I mean, are there alleyways? Or there's anything that we can tuck in?
There is like a
Can we go
zigzag
up?
labyrinth of like sort of alleys that lead in like city street wise into more into the south. You see,
Are
but
the
also-
buildings, how tall are the buildings?
the buildings are probably maybe 2 stories or so ish high on average.
So
Think you can climb, Elf?
I think
Good, like
that
15
we
feet or
will-
something,
Yeah, I
whatever,
think
20
we'll
feet.
run through an alley, and if we can, we can jump. We can wall jump
Yeah,
up,
yeah.
and then just get
Athletics.
the
Both
roof.
wall jumping, fancy.
Acrobatics? Yeah, acrobatics. Yeah.
Yeah, we can do that.
Well, if I roll good, 10.
Okay. What are you trying to do? Get up on top of the houses?
Yeah, we're just getting on top of the roof.
Okay.
So it's like going up the
I'm gonna say you do like that little foot shuffle on the side, try to get your way all the way up, but you are able to
I'm
get up
doing
again.
really good. I'm like jumping in between
Well,
walls, but like,
I rolled an 18. I mean, I can
Okay,
catch him.
you're-
no, he's like bouncing like an expert, and I'm just like, okay, I'm up.
That dragon skull is unbalancing you.
Yeah, he's going all parkour, back and forth, and he's like breathing heavy, trying to.
This is really tiring.
Okay.
But yes, you make it up to the top of the roofs. You do see some shuffle going on the bottom as the guards are now trying to go towards the tailor,
Okay.
the area. You see also the tailor is pointing your direction towards the rooftops at this point.
So I'm like looking at him, like sitting down. I'm just like, come on, why didn't you just help
The
out a
idea
little?
was to not be more
Come on.
conspicuous.
How do you think I got around here? You think this bow came from me buying it? Come on, it's really easy. Just take whatever you want. These people aren't gonna miss it.
I think I'm starting to miss the other Digo.
What?
Nothing. Let's just go.
All right. Going back to the other ones then.
The other
the other ones. Going back to Nelius and Chia. Now you are in the shanty currently. What are both of you doing? Where are you going? What are you looking for?
I would like to look around and just see if there's any sort of area for us to go, like maybe a tavern or somewhere for us to kind of find.
There is one tavern very close to you called the Turned Copper.
Turned copper. Mm-hmm. Okay. You wanted to get a drink, right?
Yes, I think that's probably a good idea. But does it look like they're having some sort of celebration over here?
Do we see some sort of?
Absolutely. You see a lot of people are getting ready. There are some wagons that are traveling towards like the city center, traveling up north, down the streets. It's very busy. People are talking, having fun. They're setting up banners and stuff like that. It definitely looks like
He
a festival.
mentioned something about it, remember?
yes,
We
he
had
did.
to, you woodworker.
Right.
You're a word worker now?
Yeah. No, well, my father was. And actually, this kind of reminds me of, once a year in Silvery Moon, we have a festival.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, a festival.
Yeah, festival. Yes. So my father and I would drag his creations down to the festival. It'd only be held like, every couple of weekends during the fall season, and we'd sell his wares. And usually and if I did a good job, I'd help him out. He would occasionally provide me with a little bit of spending money to go and see some of the other things that were going on, some of the events. And that was always fun.
You said it was in the fall?
Yeah.
Chia squints at the sun and kind of looks around at the trees. What season are we in right now?
Do you get to automatically know that?
I can, if need be, I would like to roll.
You could roll for nature, absolutely.
Great.
Hold on. 12.
12. You can deduce that it's probably around fall.
I wonder if it's the same festival. I mean, it seems like fall is right around the corner.
It would be a good question. Excuse me, and I looked to one of the passers-by.
Yeah.
Is there a festival? I was told there was a festival. What are you celebrating?
Yeah, it's the extolment ceremony. Yeah.
The what?
Extolment ceremony.
What is that?
It's where the champion and the order come to Karsten, and we celebrate them and we give them a sharing of the crops and whatnot, and they sort of take what we valuably need from us.
The champion.
The champion.
You said the champions of Vol'Antia?
One of them.
What one? What about
Yes.
the others?
Well, the other ones are from other cities. This one comes from the local nearby city called
Oh, they're
𝐻𝐿𝐴.
from here.
Yes, this one is just up the road in a city called 𝐻𝐿𝐴.
And which champion, perchance, would that be?
This is Thomason.
Thomason.
Oh, yes, he goes by Thomason the Resolute.
Oh, what else can you tell us about Thomason the Resolute? We're new in town, you see, so.
Sure, yeah. Well, he is, he's human. He comes from 𝐻𝐿𝐴. He's a noble's son. The order found him, and they, brought him as the champion of Vol'Antia, brought him up, and now he comes here to celebrate the fact that he's the champion, I guess. And we celebrate him as well. He protects us from evil and whatnot.
Oh,
And,
how does he protect you? Does he have like a sword? Or...
yeah, he's a knight. Yeah, he's a knight. He goes out, he kills evil things and whatnot. I mean, I'm not a knight myself.
So noble.
Yes,
So
very
noble.
Yes.
Oh, right.
Awesome.
Yeah, we're glad to have him protecting us and eating all of our food. Yeah.
Are you okay?
No, I'm fine. Just stomach grumbles a little
Do we have
bit.
any rations?
Well, and he will be at this festival, yes?
Thomason.
They're celebrating him.
Yes, Thomason will be there along with the order. They travel very closely with the order. Yes.
How soon is the celebration? When
Well, actually, tonight at midnight is
Tonight?
when. Yes. It starts earlier in the evening, but midnight is where we celebrate the champion in all of his glory and all that. Center stage in the Siren Center. Yes.
Do we have any like rations or anything?
I'm sure you probably do. You have the rations that you had on you
I
before.
don't still
so.
have the wand of tomato slinging, do I?
No.
Okay.
No slinging tomatoes.
No, I wanted
Open
to-
up.
No, yeah, exactly.
Here, catch.
We do have rations though.
You do have rations.
Oh, it's 1 day's worth.
is he already here in the city, or is he traveling here?
He should be coming here very soon. Yeah. Usually, let's see, he comes here once a year. Usually, he comes just before nightfall, I would say. Yeah.
Oh, it's wonderful. And where do they usually stay?
They stay in the mayor's actual house. They stay in they're guests of the mayor. They stay in his guest chambers of the
Must be
mayor.
lovely there.
I wouldn't know, but yes.
Thank you really for all your help. I saw that there was an inn over there, a tavern called Turned Copper. Do they
Yeah.
sell food there?
Yeah. You could call it that. Yeah. You may get a stomach ache after, but they do have food. Yeah.
How much would food cost somewhere nicer?
You could go further up north in the city, either to Lower Hill Point, or, I mean, the further north you go, the better the food. So,
Would a gold piece suffice?
Yeah, I think a gold piece could get you a pretty nice meal. Yeah.
Chia hands him a gold piece.
Oh, he looks at it and just seems like totally shocked.
This is for all your help. Thank you. Go get yourself something nice to
He looks
eat.
at it, he bites it, and but that can't be real, can it?
It is.
Wow. Thank you so
course.
much.
You wouldn't use prestidigitation.
You wouldn't use prestidigitation,
It's not
would you?
my spell slot
I've heard that
now.
people use prestidigitation to do such things.
No, it's very real. It's very real.
The weight seems good.
It seems good.
Is this prestidigitation
Just
proof?
double checking. I know we just set our gold. How much do we have? Is
we can talk about that after, just to make sure. But you should have just a couple hundred probably on you at this point. Like,
all right.
that-
So I'm
is
just
that
gonna say that I have 199 now.
that's totally fine.
Okay.
Is
Yeah.
that all of us? Or is that just certain people?
Yeah, I mean, we can talk about it afterwards as far as like what equipment you have and everything like that. Because I mean, we did reset gold, and I know we had a
Yes.
lot. So at least 200 or so each is probably a good starting
Just out of
point.
curiosity, what sort of meats do they have? I assume they have a steak, a chicken.
Further north or here?
No, at the
Turned
Here.
the
copper.
turned copper, yes.
It's
Lamb, maybe.
highly processed chicken parts, probably. I don't know exactly what it is, but
Oh,
it's
is it like through the
they kind of take it
grinder?
and they kind of make a mush.
Yeah, we don't
it's-
want that.
No, it's not the greatest. No, lots of salt. Lots of salt. Yeah.
You know what they do with like? Do they put salt in the water?
In the water?
Yeah.
Who? Where? Why?
Anywhere. Here. Did you know that people do that to make you buy more water because it makes you thirstier?
Is that like an above table thing?
Yes, and.
It is true.
Now I'm rethinking my whole life. Like, are they putting salt in my water when I go to restaurants?
No,
What are they
but we
doing?
can talk about this later because it's true. They do it at theme parks.
What?
They do it at theme parks to make you buy more water.
Do they?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's shady.
Yeah.
Now
Oh, yeah.
the guy is totally rethinking his life too. He's totally just like me. He's like,
So be careful what you drink. Maybe get yourself a water filter.
yeah. What is that?
It like filters the water. You know the verb filter.
Sure. No.
So
No.
it's like it cleans it.
Oh, clean. What is that?
Yeah, understood.
Story. And I take a little bit of 𝐒𝐲𝐬𝐬𝐿.
Yeah.
Just buy
The
yourself
best way to
something
sanitize
nice.
from the inside.
Buy yourself something nice with that food-wise, and so maybe some good clean water from somewhere in the upper ring. Okay?
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We'll see you later. Wait, what's your name?
Bolin.
Bolin.
Yeah.
Oh. They see me bowling.
Bolin. Now he's really gonna be bowling out with that one gold. Walking uptown like.
See you later. Come on, let's go. We have to get up there.
Did you use a little...
No, I'm not like you, Nelius.
Oh, I was about to be so proud.
Yeah,
so
don't.
proud.
Don't be proud.
Don't worry, we'll work on that later.
No, we'll work on you doing that later.
Right. I put my arm up, just well, sort of. How tall are you again?
Short.
4'11".
Right, so I put my I sort of put my hand on your shoulder. That way, makes more sense, and just kind of lead you on. We walk together. Yeah. Yes, of course.
God. Okay, Valir, you're outside the city. You do see carts going into the city. Mostly it seems like farmers and such,
Okay.
carrying goods.
And a couple of things on that. During the time, a couple of things I want to do is I want to check myself that I have, noting what I'm missing and stuff like that, so I'm aware of what I've got. I'm also going to be watching the guard for any type of, if they do guard changes for a little bit, and looking at the wall as to whether or not it's climbable.
Yeah, the wall is between two large sort of hills. They seem rocky, but they are scalable.
Okay.
So you could find a way to either scale those rocks if you wanted to be outside of views. The wall itself is probably about 15 or so feet high of wood. You could try scaling that, but you'd most likely be seen probably. On the other side of that wall, unless you can scale those cliffs, you can't really see the guards on the other side.
Gotcha.
So you could try to get a better vantage point if you want to get up higher. But you do see as the gates swing open, you do notice there's at least two guards sitting post inside the gate.
And do they seem to be the same ones for long periods of time of carts going in?
As far as you haven't been there that long,
Yeah.
they've been the same guards for since you've seen them. Yeah.
Do any of the farmers look like they could use help bringing something in?
Yeah. In fact, you see one farmer is actually, as he's traveling along, one of the boxes probably falls off the back of his cart, and you see him get up, and it's an old man. And he sort of gets up and.
I'll hood up, so hiding my ears, and I'm going to go forward and. Oh, let me help you, my friend.
Oh, thank
Pick
you.
up the box, put it on.
Thank you so much. So
Can I help you get this inside?
Oh, yes. I can't really pay you anything though, if that's.
No need. I have a few questions about the area. I'm new to the area. If you would answer those, I would consider that fair payment for my helping.
Sure. Yes. What
I was
questions?
just asking about the city, what's going on. Basically, all the information that they kind of just got, so that I
Okay.
have it as well.
Okay.
And asking them about who the lord of this land is and that kind of stuff.
Gotcha. You get a lot of the same information they got as far as the festival going on and everything. You get that Thomason is coming here. He seems like he's in the similar mindset of has that almost false sense of I'm so waiting so hard so long to see this Thomason guy because he's so great. Same kind of mindset. It's they're saying things are nice, but you don't really feel it. The mayor, his name is Mayor Borden Tundruft. He is the mayor of Karsten. You know that he is a jolly sort of fat fellow, loves to indulge. He's constantly followed around by the marshal, Marshal 𝐒𝐲𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬, and he is an orc, which is somewhat different for Karsten, considering there's not a lot of orcs in Karsten.
What's his name?
𝐒𝐲𝐬𝐬𝐬.
Kuchek.
Yes.
All right. I will go up and not say much as we get to the gate to help him carry it through to wherever he needs to take it to.
Okay. He just rambles the whole way there. He's rambling on stories about his grandchildren and stuff like that. It just keeps going and going.
And I get what is his name?
His name is
Go ahead and make one up.
Doran.
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 Doran and Florin.
Doran and Florida.
Okay.
Yeah, Doran. I'm not going to write this down, so you better write it
No,
down.
I got it down. I got it down.
I don't have enough room for books for NPCs back here. Okay.
Vol'Tar is an excellent listener.
Yeah, okay, yeah. You're sitting there just nodding the whole. He's going on and on. He's not even checking if you're listening. He's not waiting for responses or anything. Just continues.
I continue to pull his cart for him.
Same thing. You walk to the front gate. The same guy opens the gate. Oh, Doran, you have a new fellow with you as well. A lot of new people coming into Costin today. Who is going along here? I need to ask questions for everyone entering Costin.
The name is Vol'Tar.
Vol'Tar. What do you do, Vol'Tar? What brought you to Costin today?
Traveler, wanderer, usually a guide for most to places and looking for work.
I see. And where do you hail from?
I hail from the forests just outside of, I forget the name of the city.
Halsfell is, Carson is the one you're at now?
Yes.
And then Halsfell is the one.
It was the city back before I even came to Vol'Antia.
Oh, gotcha.
And I'm
You're
blanking on the
naming your
name
city.
of the city right now, but I mentioned the name of that city.
Gotcha. He just looks confused for a second. I've never heard of that.
I travel long distances.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Right. Go ahead and come in. No trouble, though. Otherwise, you have to be thrown into the dungeons, and
We
it's not
intend
fun
no
for anyone.
trouble. We will cause no trouble.
Got it. All right. The gate opens up for you as well, and you see the similar thing. The streets that lead into the slums. There's trash on the street. There's people sort of gathering up goods outside of these houses and whatnot. And they're all kind of traveling up north, currently up the hills.
All right.
All right. You're going to the city, I'm assuming.
Continue on, carrying him to wherever. I'm guessing he's going all the way into the heart of the festival. So
Yeah.
I'll
You're
help
traveling
him
along the
out there.
cart. You were still in the streets, though, correct? You haven't walked inside anywhere yet.
No, we're walking just up towards the upper ring.
Yeah. So you absolutely you come across them very quickly.
Okay.
So if it's you from the back, you see that it's them. It's up to you if you want to just travel by and say hey, or if you want to jump off. Totally
Actually,
do.
for right now, I'm going to note that they're there, but I'm trying to get a lay of the land. So
Okay.
I'm not necessarily going to. I'm going to keep the hood down and just kind of like, all right, they're safe. Because I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Looks very suspiciously like Vol'Tar.
Feel free to roll.
So that was the second time I chipped my father's tools, just playing with them. And chip.
Okay,
Yeah, he wasn't too
Millius.
happy about that. But
She was not a very good listener.
So random.
Yeah, so you pass by as you hear all that. You go to the city center, and he starts to unload. Of course, if you want, you can help him
help him,
unload.
yeah.
And then he starts kind of bringing things to the center stage, some of the goods he has, some of the food and whatnot. He's still, once again, talking about, he continues to go on about his family and everything else. Yeah, it's up to you if you want to stay there, and then we'll
Get him
continue on
set
something
up,
else.
and then once he is set up, and say, Doran, thank you very kindly for your company and your information.
Oh, thank you as well. Yes. Have fun at the festivals. Make sure you eat a lot of food while you can.
We will. Thank you, and I wish you very excellent sales.
Thank you. Yes. And then we go back to Nelius and Chia then, and then we can go back together too. We can finally regroup eventually, but yes, piecing together little by little. No, we're good. Going back to Nelius and Chia here.
How big is this place?
I don't know. It just keeps going and going and going. We've got to be close to the center by now.
You are in the center.
Finally!
You're now in the center. As you say that, boom, it opens up. You're in the center.
But there's so many people here. Look at this.
Oh, it's
amazing.
crowded.
My calves, you have no idea. It's like you walking on your tiptoes all day.
I can only imagine.
True story.
All right, get on.
No, sorry, I just wanted to complain for the sake of complaining.
Ah,
We're here though, so it's fine.
right.
Thanks though.
You see an interesting
Pal,
fellow.
and she like punches his shoulder.
Yeah.
Do I see them enter?
Yeah, if you're paying attention to it, if you're waiting for it or
I
looking,
am
it's
looking
easy
for
enough
it.
to see.
However, I'm going to be walking that way, and out of the shadows from behind them, we are going to walk out from behind them.
Gotcha.
You are keeping low profile, yes?
Good God, where did you come from?
The shadows.
Yeah, that's pretty normal for Vol'Tar.
Shadows, yeah. Anyway, good to see a friendly face. Well, sort of.
Wait, is this you or your echo that we were talking to at the moment?
We are Vol'Tar.
Right, but are there two of you right now?
There's always two of us.
Always.
Invisibility?
Right.
There are two of us.
Okay, great. So, the other you, are you scouting? What you up to, buddy?
Trying to find 𝐒𝐻𝐲𝐬𝐬 𝐋𝐢𝐲𝐬.
Well, 𝐾𝐝𝐲𝐬. You don't know. He doesn't know.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, he was lost to time. Circumstances, and all. The world being the way it was.
We're alive because of him.
I'm going to be. I have a feeling I know the answer to it, but I'm doing an insight check on the two of them because the last time I was dealing with them, she was mutilating all of us, and he was still talking to.
Yeah.
As far as I knew.
Absolutely.
So I'm
My
watching
body.
behavior and everything. Insight check of. That's 10.
10. You're still a little bit untrusting, but whatever she's saying, you believe what she's saying. Okay. But you were also a little bit untrusting of her in general, currently still.
Maybe this will make things a little easier. And I reach over, I grab my flask, my new flask, and I hand it to you. And you've noticed that if you look at it, it's 𝐾𝐲𝐬𝐬𝐹, and it's got the little message that he left for me that says that I no longer need to steal to acquire it.
He hands it back quietly.
Take another sip.
Keep your eyes open for the other two then. And I fade back into the shadow.
I don't think they'll be that hard to find.
There are easier ways to hide in the shadows.
Why are you yelling? You're gonna give away his location.
You mean their location?
Yeah.
All right, and then Heiko, you wanted to.
Yeah. Well,
Go ahead.
as we're running up the rooftop, I'm gonna look for the highest point as we're making our way downwards. What would be? Would there be a high
what
building?
is our
Yeah.
situation like?
When you get to the top of the rooftops, you see that the city scales on the hills upwards to downwards. It kind of slopes downwards, and as it slopes, it almost looks like the rain and the filth kind of washes down to the bottom. You can see that's why the slums are located at the bottom, and everything kind of gets all greasier and dirtier as it goes down.
So I'm gonna stand on our highest point, our highest building, so I can just get a lay of the land.
Okay.
And see what's going
Yeah,
on.
you get a lay of the land. You see a large mansion that's just located just above the city center, which you can only assume is probably some sort of either government building or maybe the mayor's building or something like that. And then to the south, you see the zigzagging streets that kind of lead down to the slums. You see that gate, and then past the gates, you can see just over. You see almost an infinitely long lay of flat land, of farmland and such like that.
I gotcha.
I join him when he's up there. Basically see the same thing. I'm just
The guards are shouting at you to get down at this point, probably.
Oh, so they know I'm up there.
They saw. I mean, you ran straight off. The guy saw you run straight off. He pointed. The guards are now looking up to you, and you hear shouting, even though it's probably indistinguishable being up on top of the houses with all the commotion and everything down there. You just hear.
Oh,
We're not hidden.
No, I mean you're on top of a building. Yeah, you're the highest building right in the middle of it. You're pretty easy to spot.
I'm trying to I'm trying to bust an Assassin's Creed up here. And
so
do a little-
this is kind of abrupt right here. Yeah,
Camouflage
no,
is
I'm up there with him, and I'm just I'm looking down, and I'm just like, Elf, you ready to fight?
You see some of the guards are looking at you, and one of them starts to kind of draw his bow as well.
I
as
pull
it
my
looks like
axe,
it
and
looks
I'm
it's-
I flip it in my hand, and I'm just like,
I look
let's
at
say we
him,
try something.
I hold his hand. I say, I think it's best just to find a place to hide. Let's get the lay of the land before we start fighting. We don't know what we're walking into yet.
Right, I like that. Get the surprise on them. That's good. Do I notice anything that's kind of where I could jump off and land in softly at all?
Yeah, you could probably find a hay bale or something like that. I would say
Really
even
roll perception on anything.
if you no, I mean there's tons of stuff going on as far as people pulling carts with goods and hay and everything. So I'm sure there's tons of it around. You could Assassin's Creed sort of flip into the bale of hay if you wanted to.
Do we see any? I mean, where are we exactly to where the festival is?
The festival is taking place directly in that center there, so you're
Okay.
just next to it currently.
Okay.
Before we go, because I don't know you that good, again, new alternate Digo, I'm just you're pretty good, Elf. What do they call you? What's your name?
Heiko.
There you go. It's nice. So what are you exactly? Member of a order? Paladin? What?
Simply a monk. I jump off.
Okay.
Slow fall.
He just
All the way
jumps off like that? Oh, wow.
Yeah. I
Merely a monk.
You jump off.
Wait, where
Guys.
did you just jump off as you're talking? You just
Yeah,
like
slow fall
whoa.
into a hill bay.
He's a
bed
Okay.
hill.
I look
Okay.
at you.
I
I
do
look as you do.
have slow fall, so.
Oh,
Sure, you can slow fall.
he slow
absolutely.
falls. Okay.
He does it elegantly. Just woo.
so I'm like, I go run over to the corner. I have like my axe in my hand. I look at him. I'm just like, I like this guy. This is nice. And I notice the hay bale, like it's perfect for me to jump to.
You do.
Anything?
Right when you're looking down, you notice an arrow flies by your
Okay,
head,
so I'm like,
and you see the
this.
guard. It looked like it was a warning shot. It was not trying to.
So
hit
the
you,
hay
but
bale's
he
there,
is.
but the guards are right there.
The guards are a little bit further down. They're running towards where you are. They're not quite down there yet, to where the hay bale
And
is.
you're already falling, right?
No.
Yeah, if you jump down there now, you'll be able to beat the guards there for sure.
Okay. So I see the arrow, and I'm just like, it's now or nothing. And then I get a little bit back, and then I just jump off, and I do this kind of like I like have my axe in my hand, and it's like jumping off like this, and then like do the whole Assassin's Creed thing.
I imagine like, oh.
Yeah, like I feel like your angle's like a lot more epic. Like, you just see me go like this, and I'm just like I don't even talk. I'm just like smiling, just like reminiscing what I did.
Roll for acrobatics for me. Let's see how
Oh,
graceful
let's
this swan dive
go.
is.
Oh God. Oh, okay. Whew. That is a 16.
Yeah, it's nice and graceful. I mean, you've done this a million times, and maybe it wasn't your best performance,
Yeah, it
but
was
you
just kinda
feel
like,
you're very confident
a little
halfway
bit
down. You're
tight.
like, that was good, and then you land in the hay bale.
I'm just like, ugh, like land again.
I straight up just flip backwards in a nice
Yeah.
little.
Who lands first?
Yeah, who landed?
Oh yeah, that's right.
Assuming me.
You would
I'm
land
assuming
first.
me.
Technically, you go right after him. You see him on the way down, like you high five him or whatever you
So,
want
yeah,
to do
no,
on
I
the
see
way
it.
down.
I see it. Like, okay, yeah, no, I look at you and I'm just like, take your time, and like I'm just like, like, and then as we're falling, it's just like I jump out of the hay bale. Where are the guards?
You land on the hay bale with a thump, and then hay goes everywhere. And then as soon as you poke up, you see almost like a falling like angel. Hay go ooh, right next to you, touches the ground, feet first.
You get
Feet first.
little bills of
Do
straws.
you,
Yeah,
And then I look at
little
him, I'm
sticking
just
out of his
like,
nose and stuff like that.
Do you need an award for showmanship?
No awards needed. Let's find the crowd.
You hear the shouting down the alleyways as the guards are running. I saw him go this way.
I didn't know monks were entertainers.
So I'm going straight for the crowd. He's just talking. I'm very focused. I'm looking now for. You said the festival's going on, right?
So
Yes, the
I'm gonna
festival
look-
would be towards where the guards are, though. You would have
So
to
I-
go
I-
deeper into the slums to get away from the
I look to
guards.
you. I look to you. I'm like, where are you going? We need to blend in.
Yeah, so I'm looking for a crowd to blend in.
There's
there-
crowds going up the street currently towards where the
So
festival's
I'm
going to be
gonna
held.
I'm gonna go hide in between a crowd, and I will walk with the crowd. So
Okay.
So we will kind of. Can you explain
Are
to me
you-
what the current
Yeah.
what the crowd is? What are they doing?
Yeah, I mean, there's
What are they?
once again, it's people pulling wagons, people pulling goods. Some are just families. You know, mommy, I want to have some of the pie tonight. Whatever, like like they have like a bunch of families all kind of walking up to the festival area in the center. And are you hiding as well? Or are
I
you gonna be
literally,
running?
I learned my lesson before, and I'm just like, I want to find something to blend in because green skin, I'm like kind of like
Yeah.
standing out pretty.
So are you
heavily.
just going straight away?
I go with him, and I'm just like, and I basically put on my hood, and I'm trying to like put it down. It looks really obvious and awkward, and I'm just like trying to maintain.
And you're hiding. You're going back towards the sitter.
Well,
center.
yeah, I'm gonna kind of hide between the crowd, and I'm gonna walk with them. So if they're
Okay,
going
okay.
towards that direction, that is what I'll do.
I go.
Okay.
If
Let
there's a
me have
family or
both
if
of
there's
you-
anybody in a group or anything like that. I don't know.
Let me have both of you roll for group stealth just real quick, and then what did you need earlier?
Just while that's going on, as I'm scoping out the area, do I see the commotion of somebody yelling for guards and all
Yes,
of that?
I mean it's a loud and noisy center, but I mean there's enough going on there, and with when the guard let loose the area, you hear one of the women just, like gasp or whatever, like, but you do hear all this.
I will head the direction of the commotion.
Okay, gotcha.
22.
I have an 18.
22, 18, yeah. You pull up your hood, you kind of hide in with this family. The same kid who wants the pie is like, mommy, who are these? It's like,
Who are these?
Yeah. And you're able to hide in the group, and you make it back to the city center. The guards run straight
whisper
past
to
you.
him.
The kid, the kid who's asking for the pie.
Yeah.
I still have some of my rations, so I take out. I have a baked cookie,
Uh-huh.
so I hand him a cookie,
Mhm.
and I say, "Oh, you want a pie? Well, have this."
I look at him and I go. Like,
When did you make those?
Yeah.
what are these?
when-
What are these
Are
It's still
cookies?
good. Let me check.
pulling the lint out of them.
I would say for how they taste, roll for performance for me on that.
I look
Because
over to
they've
him
been
and I
in my
whisper. I say,
pocket.
Oh no.
I say like easy for you.
I thought I still get my rations.
No, I say,
Well, I mean,
look,
it's a cookie, but let's see how they taste.
I look over to him and I whisper to him, just like easy for you to blend in. Look at me.
Nice and soggy.
Nice and soggy. What's
It was in the fountain.
Soggy cookies.
Great. That's a 10.
That's a oh, they're soggy. He tastes
Here you go, thunk.
Oh, this isn't pie. What is this?
Way to go, monk.
I mean, it's sweet, but
Yeah, you're about to blow our cover. We need
Don't-
to get out of here
he
now.
tosses it to the ground. Don't quit your day job. Continues walking along with the family.
We need to get out of here now. Is the kid like crying, or is there anything weird going on? With
No, the kid's just kind of trying to get that like sandy, like milky sort of
I'm
like whatever
staring
that
at
is,
the
like
kid, just
taste in his.
I'm like looking at him. I'm like, you're about to blow our cover, monk.
Is there any religious types, or is there any other crowds that we would see that?
Roll for perception for me, and then as they are approaching, roll for perception for me as well, Valir, and see if you see them as they're hiding.
Sorry about that. That was worse.
It's a 20. Dirty.
Dirty 20. What did you roll on your stealth? 22.
22.
You notice Heiko, you do not see Digo, and you also probably notice Valir as you pass by as well.
Okay.
And then
I
what
do
was?
have my hood down.
Mine is
Can I roll
terrible.
perception?
Oh, okay. Then they have to roll perception to see you. Then
They'd have
okay.
to roll if they, are they even looking for me? Is also
Yeah, well, true. If that'd be like a passive perception, really,
Yeah,
I guess,
exactly.
right?
It'd be
So, what's your
passive.
passive perceptions at?
Yeah, I know.
Passive perception is what? 6.
it's right down here.
That'd be a 6.
6 passive
16.
perception?
Oh, passive perception?
Yeah.
Yeah.
16.
It shouldn't be that bad then. 16?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Unless you're trying to stay hidden, they would probably notice.
Not
it.
necessarily trying to.
Then yeah, you would notice Valir under the hood.
14.
14. You probably won't, just barely, but you probably.
He also
would,
he also doesn't know who I am.
Oh, true. He
without-
would not
You
know
might
you.
have seen me.
Without
There's
saying
like
anything.
remnants I have
Okay,
of
okay.
like stuff, but it's
Alright.
very little.
Do you give him like a little secret, like?
So as I basically we kind of both do lock eyes.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do the because I can cool thing of as I walk behind somebody, I'm going to use Raven's
Wow.
gift and appear like somewhere else and like kind of trying to lead
I
them
notice
away.
this? Can I just
I'm going to
see
try
him,
and
like-
lead him away.
I would say you wouldn't notice that unless you're no. There's no way to
no.
activate.
But yeah, so when you see me walk behind this person, then walk out from behind this person and trying to lead you back toward them.
Okay. So you
So-
see Heiko, and he's like, this way, this way.
Yeah, I kind of give him a little, just without barely a glance. I just start kind of walking off and following his.
Okay. So
his-
back down into the slums is where you're going currently.
wherever he's.
No, they're not. I'm taking
We're
them
in
to
the
them.
circle, yeah.
He's taking us to.
You're in the circle now. That's right. So you're in the circle. You're in the circle. You just got to the circle. That's right.
So I'm gonna veer off the family.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna find another crowd to
like-
kind of blend into.
Like,
Okay.
Under my breath, I'm just like, Hideko, what are you doing?
Just follow me.
What is going on?
Let's go back to Nelius and Chia. Nelius and Chia, as you approach the center, you see a guy come up to you. He's wearing green sort of velvet outfit, and he goes, "Friends, welcome to the festival. You're here for food and drink and pleasantries and all that, right?"
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
Of course.
But I bet what you didn't plan to find is magical potions.
Magical potion.
Yes. My name. I'm sorry. Very sorry to not introduce myself. My name is Platt Charlie Gunston Beauregard.
One more time, please.
Platt Charlie Gunston Beauregard.
Platt Charlie Gunston Beauregard.
You got it. Yes,
That's
absolutely.
great.
Great to meet you. What is your name?
Oh, my name's Mooney Chia Hollow Song, but you can just call me Chia.
Well, you can just call me Platt then.
Oh, perfect.
Great.
Great.
Well, I have these potions. Platt's cure-all potions. They do anything you wish. You just think it, drink the potion, and it's done.
So
it's easy as that.
Think it, drink it.
Think it and drink it. That's the saying. Yeah.
Yeah, you should pay me for that.
Pay you for that. No. You
I
can pay
just
for the
made
potion.
I made up a slogan
I'll give you a
for
discount. How about
okay,
that?
great. I love it.
Sounds great. These usually go for 10 gold. I'll give it to you for 9 gold per potion.
You know what? That's the 1 gold difference that I just gave somebody.
That's
so
pretty good,
they-
right? Yeah.
So, is it a singular potion that cures anything, or are they specific potions that do different?
No, see, they're magical potions. This is a magical potion that I created myself. Deep within the wilds, I found these magical.
The wilds?
Yes,
The
absolutely.
wilds?
No, not quite, but definitely wild. Yes,
Does he have a coin purse on him?
he does have a coin purse on his hip.
Nice.
So,
Okay. Are we doing anything? Are we just foreshadowing?
Just yeah. Shadows. Yes. That's
so
exactly.
wait,
He was the original
I'm trying to
chaotic.
understand Platt. So,
That'd be terrible when
so,
we meet.
So Plaid is also, sorry, let me explain real quick.
Oh, yes,
he is an elf. He has pointed ears and all.
What was the last name
Burgundy
again?
hair. Beauregard.
Beauregard.
Yes, Platt Charlie Gunston. Beauregard.
Charlie Gunston.
And he is an elf, and he wears like a velvet yellow and green sort of nice looking outfit. He's an elf, and he has sort of like almost like an auburn type, like light auburn hair color.
All right. So
And like golden eyes.
So Platt, this is what I'm trying to understand. I know they can cure all, but is it a singular potion that you drink and it cures anything you want, or are there different kinds of cure all potions?
No, it's just one potion
Gotcha.
does it all, yes.
What do you think?
It's as
Julius?
easy as that.
What do you think? Do you think this guy's? Can I roll? Can I
You
see if
could
he's
roll
full
for
of
insight.
baloney?
Yeah, you can see if he's full of baloney, absolutely. He also has a cart set up,
Yeah,
and he's
that's a
starting to
nat
kind
one.
of set up a stall here. That's a nat one.
Yeah.
You are you are like absolutely all for this right now.
I love you, man.
You see that he is just like he totally believes in his own potions, and he's just totally like all about it, and
You
he's
know, he's like a small business.
yeah, he's trying to get started. Exactly.
You've got
Yeah.
a little something on you. Let me look at this dirt.
What, is it spices? I just started
doing
making
a little
these.
business, and I cast prestidigitation. A little clean them off, and as I am, I'm also poking at his coin purse.
Okay.
I want to get the potion first.
Are you just poking?
So
or are you
I'm
trying to
doing
grab
like
it?
this. I'm like doing this, and also sleight of hand.
Slide a hand roll then for me. I'm gonna do it against. He's gonna.
Scared. I just want to buy a cure-all potion.
We've already had 2 sleight of hand rolls. We've had people trying to kill people
I got a
already.
discount.
We've had
Dude, Nelius and I are gonna be great together.
10.
a 10. Oh.
With a distraction, of course.
It seems like he kind of notices a little bit. He didn't see exactly what you're doing, but he does sort of look down
Thought
at
I
you.
didn't actually take it. I just poked it.
Yeah, he doesn't see exactly what you're trying to do, but he does kind of flinch, like kind of looks down and goes back to Chia again.
Listen, I'll take one. Give it. I'm so down. Support the small businesses.
Does this-
Let's do it.
Sounds great. Here you go. One potion for you then, and you get one of Platt's potions. I'm gonna empty this out because there's actually nothing.
Did his
Nothing to
coin
roll
purse
for, but it
seem
is a
rather?
potion.
Thank you.
Did his purse seem a little full?
His purse was actually very empty.
Oh, okay, great.
Now it's 9 gold pieces fuller.
He drops the 9 gold into it, and he looks
Gave
back.
you 9 gold.
That's what he asked for. I got us a discount.
He looks back at his cart, and you see like a badger sort of rummaging through. And he goes, "But Juniper, get out of there! Stay out of my spices! I've told you before." And he goes back to his cart and starts chewing it away.
Juniper. What's Juniper?
Juniper is my badger. She's my pet. Yes.
Badger.
Yes. She's very, very pesky, but I take care of her and I love her, so she has to
I
travel with me
understand.
everywhere.
Sometimes pets can be a little pesky, but we love them.
Yes. She loves the spices. She loves to get into the spices. You know.
Oh, careful. Sometimes badgers and other pets can't have all the spices.
Oh, believe me, I don't want her eating
Yes.
and drinking and sniffing the spices. Believe me. Are you staying for the festival, or are you leaving before?
No, we're going to be here for the festival. It's actually our first time in town.
Oh, great, Carson. It's a great place here. Yeah, it's very interesting. I'm not from here myself. I travel
was
here.
ask if you had recommendations.
No, not really. I travel here. I travel all over the peninsula here, but I don't really like to stay in Carson too long, especially during the festivals. It's good money, but the people can get a bit crazy during the festival times.
Well, is this his first festival celebrating this champion, or do they do this often?
No, they do this often. Always celebrating the champion from Housefell. Thomas has been the champion for about 15 years or so now.
We didn't get that kind of treatment. She leans over to Nelius. Dang, man.
But during the festivals, people do tend to get a little bit crazy, and of course, having the locals give away so much, there is a lot of starvation and poor and uprisings and whatnot. And so I try to leave before all that.
Of course. So, what exactly have you seen this champion? This Thomason, yes,
Thomason.
the Resolute.
Yes. He's a rather nice fellow. Seems to be very.
Oh, you've met him.
Well, I haven't talked to him specifically myself, but I have seen him speaking to the crowds, and he does make speeches during the festival as well. So you will see, if you stay here, you will see him on the stage, front and center, where he loves to be. So,
Of course. And what you say that happens around midnight, right?
he makes his speech. The champion makes his speech around midnight. Yes, but he does come into town within the next couple of hours. He should be here.
Oh, really?
Yes.
He stays at the mayor's house. Where exactly is that?
The mayor's house.
Oh, yeah.
It's just north of the city square. You'll see a large building, and you'll see plenty of guards out front of it. Marble sort of entryway, fountains and whatnot. It's very hard to miss. Gated, so it's can be a bit hard to get into. you would specifically need the invitation of the mayor himself to get into the mayor's household, but yeah.
And Platt, just before we go, I just wanted to know if this potion had any sort of like fine print or warning labels, or it's just good to use whenever.
You can use it whenever. I am not responsible for any sort of side effects, however.
Did you make it yourself?
Jeez.
Yes, I made it myself.
Or do you have a list of possible side effects, or is it just free for all?
And illegal.
I don't have any side effects that I can. Once again, I don't take credit for any side effects. There is a queen, duchess in another land that may say otherwise, but do not believe her. It was not my fault.
Say that again for the recording.
It was not my fault. All right, she turned into a rabbit. It had nothing to do with the potion. Believe me.
Listen, if that's a side effect, I'll take it, man. That's awesome. Anyway,
Make
I'm
blood
very
or diarrhea?
grateful. Thanks for the discount. What was the slogan I gave you again?
Think it before you drink it.
No, it was. I
Drink
thought
it.
was something else.
What is it? Think it and drink it is what it is? Anything you can drink?
Think
Think it and
it.
drink
I
it?
thought you said think
I don't
it
know.
before you drink it.
It was,
Did,
Oh.
but
he already
All
forgot
of
the
the above.
slogan already. He's obviously not going to use it, it seems.
Before we leave, I was curious. We're visitors, mostly here for the fair, of course, or the
yes.
celebration.
Sure.
What exactly does Thomason look like?
Oh, he's hard to miss. He travels with a very large company of the Order, and they dress in white and yellow. Thomason himself wears blue and silver armor, always armored for the festival. He loves to come, prim and proper like a knight, on horseback, traveling through the city, waving his hands, all, showboating and like he loves to do. And he is human, dark hair, dark brown, short, cropped hair, rather tall fellow. Yeah, pretty hard to miss. There's going to be a large crowd surrounding him, and of course.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Platt. I really appreciate your help. I'm really excited about this potion. I will be sure to contact you if there are any problems, just for your records.
Sure, yeah, if you see me along the roads and you see anything that happens, feel free to tell me. Don't tell any authorities, just tell me.
Yep.
What was that last part? Did you run that by me again? What was that?
What? What? Nothing.
Something about a potion. You've been good. Great.
The potion's great, yes.
Yes, of course.
Yes.
We are in the realm of doing some adverts here and there. Talking about how great your
Oh, yes. Yes, please spread the
potions,
word,
your
yes.
Product. You could maybe give us a free sample to hand out, maybe some smaller ones or something.
Let me see what I have for you, since you've been so kind to me.
Sponsorships in and out of game.
You just got sponsored by Platt. He goes and digs around through them, and he gets a couple different tiny little vials, and he gives you several little vials, and he says, "Here's a couple for you. They may not have much effect when taken in small quantities, but they are, testers, so to speak. So here, you can spread these around, spread the word. Platt's potions. I do travel all around, so no telling where I'll be, but as long as you spread the word wherever you go, I'm sure I'll be there at some point."
How many vials?
It gives you 3 vials, probably 3 small vials,
Little shots.
almost equivalents to almost a whole potion, but not quite, probably.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't know.
Some little shots, yeah.
Great.
Yeah, just
I
random.
take one, pour a little bit of 𝐾𝐲𝐬𝐬 into it.
So a shot. What's it gonna
You
turn
pour
me into?
it into 𝐾𝐲𝐬𝐬.
No, other way around.
For 𝐾𝐲𝐬𝐬𝐬 into it.
It.
The
a little
vi-
bit.
It poofs. It just poofs into a big giant cloud of purple, sparkly, glittery smoke.
Sponsorship, Neely.
And the entire whatever was liquid is now just gas floating in the air. And Platt just
Breathe it in. Breathe it in.
Thank you. I will see you later. And he sort of walks off and starts putting away his things.
I make a furious thing. Yes. That's what we do.
Very David Bowie.
Yes.
The glittery smoke now. Yeah, absolutely.
I've turned the world upside down, and I've done it all for you.
Wow.
During this time, you of course do see this, obviously, as you now approach.
now there's a giant purple smoke.
There's a giant purple
surrounding
smoke cloud in
glitter.
the air with glitter. Yeah.
Wonderful.
She is like.
I'm keeping
I'm gonna give a nod at
an exit.
at Valir and just kind of give a finger up. Is there a tailor shop?
Here?
A shop.
There's not really shops. There's not really shops in the very center, but if you travel on the side where the buildings are, there would be tailor shops.
Would
yeah.
be able to see one from where we are at.
If you look, roll for perception. I'm sure you can find one, but just see how long and what you see. In
While
Valir.
that's happening, My echo's going to come out from behind them. 𝐻𝐻𝐸𝐲 is coming your way with 𝑑𝐸𝐸. I'm going to have a look for the dwarf and chimera.
Oh, you found them?
Yes.
Excellent.
I back off from you once you do that, and I'm kind of like keeping an eye on you, but like blending in.
Okay.
Tell him about Rico and Chimera.
That was a nat one, so I guess I do not see.
I probably nothing then at all in the area that you
roll-
see with everything going on.
Can I roll
Yeah.
perception for because I still want to look for a cloak or anything like that. For like,
Sure. Yeah.
So
I mean,
take a
you
shot.
roll with disadvantage this time because you already rolled once. So roll with disadvantage again because you're doing technically the same thing.
All right.
So roll it twice and then take the lower.
Oh God. Nope.
Nope.
Four.
And unfortunately, no tailor shops around
No,
here.
none of that.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna continue to where he's pointing me.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't make the full approach. Basically, what I'm trying to do is the me that is not fading into shadows is never actually walking up to them. So that if somebody is following me or watching who's walking up to them, they never see
never
me
see-
go
yeah.
over there.
Okay.
So I'm still keeping myself separate.
Okay. Yeah. So that you talk to them, you see them. Pretty much everyone sees each other now, but you're kind of all staying separate, correct?
Yes.
Oh, they see me. I like separated from Hiko.
No. He now sees them.
Oh, okay.
You have faded back
I
from him.
literally am having my eyes on Hideko right now. I'm just like just watching what he's gonna do.
I mean, I don't mind traipsing over to Heiko.
Okay. You can walk over to Heiko
They
then.
see me,
Absolutely.
then
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
I'm like providing
Sure.
Overwatch.
You prance on over to Heiko then. Yeah. Clot.
I'm like Overwatch for you.
Hey, Heiko. Hey, we
Hey.
found you.
Yes.
Or you found us.
I followed a raven.
Oh, Valir.
Yes.
Right. So, where did you fall?
I'm still wet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like looking you up and down.
You still got soaked cookies and wet shoes and a dripping.
Why does it smell
hat.
kind of like wet chocolate?
Yes. I found a nice little bathing area.
Oh,
You could say.
all right. Well, I landed just outside the city. Met some really nice farmers. We should go see them sometime.
Oh.
They invited us for dinner.
Where's Nelius?
She like looks around.
He's admiring the craftsmanship of one of the wheels of a cart.
Elias!
What? What?
Hey, I found Heiko.
Oh, good. Great.
It seems we have Valir with us, which is just good to hear. He made it here.
Have you found anyone else?
Well, I'm with 𝐸𝐸𝐸, or
Where's Digo?
the other 𝐸𝐸𝐸.
Right.
I'm just watching.
Do we have
Like,
another?
I'm
Do we
awake.
have two 𝐸𝐸𝐸s now? Is it much like our friend Valir there?
Digo 2 Electric Boogaloo?
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure.
So, where is he? You said you were with him?
He's here.
You should be close by, right?
I'm gonna be kind of like I'm just still watching Valir and just assessing like who's gonna group up with them. and
Yeah.
everything like
You're
that,
close
so-
enough to where you're within
Yeah.
range of being
I
seen,
give
though,
them.
correct?
I
So-
give
Oh,
them.
am I?
You
I
should
give
be.
them-
You were next to them
Is that
before.
stealth check still good? Like the 22, or do I have to roll another one? when they
Yeah.
show up?
I mean, you can just continue to use the same stealth check for now.
I'm just watching right now. I'm just trying.
But if
to
he
see.
points directly at you, I mean, they could probably see. Which
does he see me though?
Well, that's
I
it.
just-
He did say he held back.
yeah,
I did.
you
Right
held
when
back.
he
So
said
how
that,
far
I kind
back?
of moved
You're
back. I went.
Okay.
I went like probably like a good like 20, 30.
okay,
feet.
but they
So
can't.
I
They
hear
can
them.
see you, but through the crowd, it's gonna be like.
Yeah,
Like that
I'm
kinda
kind
thing.
of just like trying to like stay in like a dark like set like there's a bunch of like tents. You're saying like is it like just a large circle?
Yeah, like
area?
setups of like little setup shops and kiosks or whatever you want
I
to call
go
them.
to probably like a tent that's like probably like 30 feet away.
Okay.
And it's just like I'm kind of like posting up in a corner, and I still have the hood on, but I'm like kind of like low, and I'm just like watching them.
As you were watching that, you do see a large crowd start to come from. They start to sort of gather towards where the slum entrance is, and you hear one of the women say, "Oh, he's here early! He's here early! Everyone, come, look!" And everyone's sort of crowding around the entrance here.
Yeah.
I like get alerted, and I'm just like kind of like looking around, and I slump back into the shop more, just seeing what happens.
And I
Did they
just,
know about
I
it?
just kind of point at his general direction. I don't see exactly where he is.
Yeah,
I
so
just let
you're
him
saying he's
know
kind of over there.
that he's over there,
Yeah.
and then I would add, we found a little bit of trouble.
What do
on
you
the way
What do you
here.
mean trouble?
Well, we may have tipped off some of the guards. So,
What? Why did you do that?
yes, well, not me exactly, but
Oh, is Digo still playing Lone Wolf?
just a bit.
All right. We'll handle that later.
do they know about Thomason? Did they get that intel, or was it just us? three?
Valir got it. I don't think that you got that.
No.
I don't know
We
that
didn't-
you guys
we
know
didn't
that I
get
know
it.
that.
Unless-
But you don't know.
I don't know that
Unless
you
you
know that I
guys-
know that you know that I know.
So wait a minute.
Unless you guys decide to give me
That's-
the
That's what I'm saying. You don't
Well-
have to role. You can roleplay if you want to, for sure, to
That's
let
what we're
them know.
doing.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
So there seems to be a lot of commotion going on over there.
I think Thomason is here early.
That's right. Oh,
Who's
by the
Thomason?
way, the first champion is here.
With that, you see the horse galloping in, like doing this like little high of prancing, like just totally putting on a show. And you see a guy on the top of the horse, just, oh yes, people of Costed, yes, you love me, yes, oh.
Yes, the Prince of
And he's just
Charm over there.
totally enjoying every second of this.
We'll say that they catch me up a little bit with it if you guys
Is there a
want to.
building next to this market area or anything like that?
It's like it's surrounded by buildings, like it's a center. So it's just buildings on all sides, all the
Are
way
the
around with
buildings
little inlets going
Are
into
they
each.
climbable?
Yeah, pretty much everything would be climbable.
Can
yeah.
I climb up where I'm at with the market? Can I climb
I mean,
up
people will
that
probably see you if you're trying to be inconspicuous during this point. There's people everywhere, so it'd be hard to be
Okay.
inconspicuous. You might be able to go down like a dark alley and climb up a building.
Well, I want to at least get a better view because now there's people in front of me, right? I can't really see, and I'm like average height, like I'm like 5'10".
Yeah, I mean, he's up also on a horse, so I mean, you can see the man
Yeah.
on the horse.
I kind of want to spot the group though, since you just
Sure.
said a large crowd just came in.
You can climb
so
back up to a house and on top of
Yeah,
a house. Roll
I
for
climb up to
acrobatics
a
again just to see what you find.
Hopefully something.
And I'm going to blend into the crowd.
You're gonna straight blend in,
Straight blend
straight
in.
into the crowd.
You can roleplay
Or,
telling.
sorry, 15.
Yeah, you get up on top of one of the houses. I want to say you can go down a dark enough alley to where you feel like you weren't seen, and you can
Sorta
get a
like-
nice little viewpoint, maybe
Sorta
between like
I'm
a
sort
gap
of like
in the houses.
Spider-Manning it up there. I'm just like looking and like,
Yeah.
do I notice Higo and like the rest of
Yeah,
them?
you see them
Okay,
all.
so I
It's-
see them,
yeah,
and
it's
I'm
easy
just,
enough to
like,
spot them.
watching
I might be a little harder to spot.
True. Valir was the one
I
that's
don't
gonna be
know-
hiding,
That's true too.
I kind of a little
but
bit.
you do notice the other ones here. You're
Okay,
able
so
to
I'm
spot
like
the
kind
others.
of watching them, and I'm just like kind of like getting a lay of everything and just trying to figure this all out. And yeah, go ahead. Yeah, it's all.
Thomason is just he's prancing towards like the center, and you see he's surrounded by people who they're all wearing like white and gold, and they have they all have banners, and they have a banner of what seems to be like a flame that's like in a twisting formation, like sort of like a swirling flame on their banners, and they're sort of walking along with Thomason towards the center stage.
That's Thomason. Like Nelia said, he's one of the champions.
I see. Have we decided what we're going to do?
Well, I've decided what I'm not going to do, but I can't speak for everyone else.
Yes.
Nelius, roll perception real quick for me, just to see. I want to see something. I'm going specifically for Nelius here.
Raggy.
Oh, really? You're gonna go for Nelius, huh?
What's that?
What does that tell you?
What do
Is
you
that a nat
think?
one again?
Wow.
I'm guessing nat
You're
one or
doing
nat 20
really
when I get
good.
those reactions. I can't tell. Nat one. Yeah, you don't notice anything, but you hear from behind you. You hear, "Oh, that's the one you got to kill," and it's a familiar voice of
Just him.
Raylan. Everyone can hear it. I want to see if you
too?
notice something. It's whoever is closest to the shadowy areas, which would be you,
Switch
and then
dice.
probably Nelius, because I'm assuming you're probably more tuned in the shadows. So you would hear it. You would hear it.
Yeah.
Probably not the other ones.
Wouldn't see it though in this case.
You wouldn't see anything.
Nothing.
You would just
Saw
hear it.
nothing.
But you would notice that it's a familiar voice of Raylan. You would not know what the voice is.
Okay.
And as you look around, you notice there's one corner of a building that just seems to be darkness, and you can't see into it, even with dark vision or anything.
Is there supposed? And I sort of mumble, but is there a timetable? Is this supposed to happen in a certain before an event is to occur?
I can't tell you when the events happen, but you need to kill them before they do whatever they're going to do to weaken the prison of Vol'Tar, and before he amasses a following. He's already got a following. Before he amasses a bigger one. It needs to be done now. As quick as you can. Get rid of him.
Did I hear this?
Yeah, you can hear it too, because you are hiding towards the shadows, the shadowy
No,
area.
just them two.
Okay.
You also notice these shadows are like a magical darkness that you're in now.
Oh, that reminds me. You haven't met our.
I'm not next to you guys. I've blended into the crowd.
Oh, you've already disappeared. You were
Yeah.
with
He's
us.
blending
my
into
God.
like the
Thank you,
crowd and also
bastard.
towards the shadowy area. You're like on the verge of the shadowy area, but you would not see him. No.
Oh, gotcha. All right. Well,
Is there anything I would like to see if I notice any sort of change or anything on
in my
his
visual,
yeah.
in my face,
Like
yes.
while he was
Expression.
listening, I don't know.
Roll for insight on that. Yeah.
Sure. Sure.
What is happening today?
Did you roll a 1 too?
No.
Oh.
No.
Is there anything?
You said insight?
Can I roll?
9.
You probably don't notice much. You notice he kind of zones out for a second. That's
Yeah.
about it.
Can I roll perception to see anything that's sort of out of the ordinary of like what would be happening, like with my point of view?
You could try to roll for perception. I'm gonna say it's more of like an Arcana check as far as like what's going on with this is happening here.
It is.
We see, we're watching them prance through, right?
You're watching him prance through. He's prancing toward the middle stage, and you see also the mayor coming out of his house now to greet the champion in the
What
middle of the
about
square.
his guard, the order? What do we see about them?
They all wear like white and like almost like white and gold sort of like trimmed robes and such. There's one leader at the front, and he wears like a silver mask, like just over his face, and you cannot see his face.
What did
The
you say?
guards very well armed, or what are the guards? What do we notice about the guards? Like
The guards?
weapon wise, or like how are they? Are they in like some sort of armor, or is it just like a robe, or what is it exactly?
The guards of the city?
Yeah.
They just wear it's like just typical plain sort of like leather and like chainmail and stuff like that. They're not fancy.
Okay.
They're just like hired militia guards or something like that at this point. Yeah, you don't really know. And yeah, they're white gold robes, being led by the main guy has a silver mask on. The other ones are not masked or anything. So okay.
Would this be the same as the Order of Pelor? We don't know anything
Probably
about this
not.
order yet.
It maybe seems like similar, like in ways, because like Pelor has something to do with flame and stuff like that. But it's not like a sigil of Pelor or anything. So you wouldn't assume that it'd be the same group. Maybe it's the starting of something. They evolved into something different. Who knows? But
Have there been any sigils or anything that I've seen in the?
banner, of the banners being brought in, there's a symbol of like a swirling flame with like almost like 3 sort of like arches.
Does that
main
mean
arches that go
anything
out.
to me?
Probably not. I mean,
No, that's fine.
yeah, we could talk about it later as far as like if it means anything. But in this is more of like a symbol that's unique to these people.
Can I see his bodyguard? The orc bodyguard? Do I
The-
see him?
The orc body. Oh, yeah, you see him. He's a big armored orc. He's huge.
Okay. How big are we talking? Like, how
I mean, he's like close. He's like 7 foot or something like that. He's got like a battle axe on. He's buff.
so
he's
standard. Okay.
yeah,
Cool.
7 foot something. Yeah.
Cool.
Have they stopped to kind of sort of greet the crowd, or what are they doing? Are they slowly making their way?
They're just
towards-
there's like a path being funneled through, and they're just going through straight to the mayor, and they are now conversing with the mayor towards where the center stage is there, and then Valir, yes.
We need-
From the shadows behind Heiko,
Mm-hmm.
grabbing Heiko by the shoulder, whispering quietly, "Say nothing," and pulling him into an alley.
Say nothing.
Pretty
Hand over
much.
the mouth, like pulling
What,
him in.
what do you do? You relent? Do you?
I go with it.
You give in. You're like, okay, this is happening, I guess.
Yeah.
I see that.
Yeah, you see
And
that
I
and
go-
disappears.
And, wait.
There is magical
do I see
darkness.
the trail of you pulling him into the alley, or
Yeah,
is it
because he
teleporting?
can't go anywhere.
Are you going into that
I can't
magical
teleport.
darkness area
Yeah,
there?
where are you
Yeah, I'm going into
Okay,
magical
Oh.
darkness
then you
area.
just disappear, just poof into the
Yeah.
dark. Yeah.
I go literally. I see that, and I'm just like, and I follow in with him. I'm like Overwatch.
Can I
ready to
see
go.
him in this darkness?
The who? Heiko?
Heiko.
I mean, if you're in the magical darkness, yeah. I mean, like I'm gonna say, like it's hard to really see anything in there. Maybe it's like a thick fog over your head or over your eyes or something. But you know that he's there in front of you. You can see like a shape outline.
Can I use my? I noticed it's magical darkness. I don't see anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can I take out my drift globe?
You could use your drift globe, sure. That would produce daylight, which would get rid of the magical darkness. Do you
Would
want
it
to use
also,
it?
like make everybody go, "What the heck's that?" Like,
Do you want to
coming
use
from
it though, or what are you doing? You pull it. You can pull it out.
You could also get away from him.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna wait and see what he says before I.
Okay.
Before I use it.
Sure. So you have it in your hand, basically.
Yeah.
We're getting ready to use it.
I'd like to pull him back out of the darkness. There's something I don't trust about the darkness.
Darkness,
So I'm gonna
okay.
try and pull him out. Like, if here's the darkness,
Mm-hmm.
I've pulled him into the darkness. I'd like to pull him back out of the darkness, the other side of it.
Sure.
Is there a point?
Yeah, I want to say when you pull the drift globe out, you hear the voice go and then be, "Oh, don't blow my cover. I'm here to help you. What are you doing?" It's the voice of
I
Raylan.
recognize the voice, right?
It's the voice of Raylan. Yeah.
Okay. So I put the drift globe away,
Okay.
and then I go with him.
Okay.
When we are out of the darkness, what is that voice?
It's
What is going on?
It's Raylan.
It's telling you to kill a champion.
He is our guide. I know there's a lot that you have missed.
Can we trust the other two? They were both dealing with dark forces before.
Everything is as it was before.
They are telling me the Gadu is dead. Did they do it?
No. 𝐒𝐸𝐻 sacrificed himself to give us a chance.
A chance at what?
To redo what has been done. We lost. The world that we knew is no longer. We are now in the past. Raylan was our guide and brought us here.
Who is Raylan?
Raylan is some sort of inquisitor. He works with the archivist. She has brought us here. And it seems that the champions are not just the champions of Vol'Tar. They are the champions of Vol'Tar. It's not just here to save us all. It's all backwards. I don't know what to make of it yet. But if we need to fix things, we need to stop the champions.
So this is from the archivist
This is
that
from
we
the
need to
archivist.
kill
Yes,
this champion.
yes. What we decide is up to us, but somehow we need to stop them.
And it needs to be done quickly. You hear Raylan's voice, and you hear it's almost as if it's in your head, as if he's not really speaking.
That's
out
why I
loud.
was getting out of the shadow.
Yeah.
Dang it.
So as the whole time they're talking,
Mm-hmm.
I was about to go down and interact, but I noticed they're talking normally. And I literally just have my longbow and I'm just like waiting there. But I'm like noticing
By the magical darkness area?
By like kind of like I'm out of it. I'm
Okay.
like, but
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
kinda
but outside of
watching,
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like near a house and I'm watching it. I'm just like kind of like posed up right there watching them and
Sure.
I just have the longbow and I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, he's just out of it, so you see them just outside
Yeah,
of the
I've been
magical
using Hideko as like kind of like a guide going like, all right, who else do you know? I want to
Okay.
see this.
Yeah.
darkness.
Does he get to hear? Does he hear everything?
He does not hear what's he does not, you're probably whispering low enough to where it's not
Yes.
being heard, and he does not hear Raylan at all. That seems to be almost coming through your mind. He says to you now, you know what needs to be done. Take out Thomason, find the rest. I'll help you with that. As of now, I'm going to help the archivist find a safe place to stay. Find me, or I'll find you, and I'll help you track down the others. But take care of Thomason before you find me.
I
I
understand.
will have questions later.
Right. And with that, the magical darkness sort of subsides, and as it does, you expect to see someone there, but it just kind of dissipates and there's nothing.
As it dissipates, so does my echo.
Okay.
And it goes
I
just
just
standing
look
there
at
like,
that.
what just happened?
I see that.
I'm alone now?
I see
Yeah.
that, and I just kind of am just like, demon.
You're contemplating your sanity at this point, probably. You're like, what is going on?
Yeah, I just.
Good, that makes two of us.
I think you're a demon
3 of
now.
us.
Like at this
Fine. I
point,
have
like
no
I'm just like
problem
demon.
with that suspicion.
All right, and I guess
I
after
take a
that,
nice, good, deep breath.
let's take our first break. I think that's a good spot to sort of start the first break. And we'll be coming back within, 15 minutes is the
Yeah,
break?
15 minutes.
Awesome. We'll see everyone back in 15 minutes where we can jump right back in.
All right, see you in 15.
See you in 15. Welcome back, everybody. Hope you had a wonderful break. I had a wonderful break. I finished my tea. I feel great. Everyone
Yeah.
else is doing great.
I
tea.
got to go
that's-
potty. It was
that's some-
wonderful.
That's some strong tea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little
I'm
Gadu's
fine.
tea.
I'm perfectly fine.
I don't suffer from the same problem 𝐻𝐿 does. Luckily.
Right. What's the
All right.
problem?
There's no problem. The only problem is when it runs out. All right. So we were in the city of Karsten. The festival is starting. The champion Thomason has made it to the city and is currently speaking to the mayor in the central stage. And everyone is now awaiting the champion's opening lines, so to speak.
How close is he? He's already at the stage.
He's already on the stage.
Oh,
Yeah,
of
they
course.
have now approached. They're on the stage. They're speaking with each other. You are probably you're off to the sides, each of you, maybe a good 40 or 50 feet away from center stage.
We all
Maybe a little bit
together?
more. No. Currently, you are off to the side still with Heiko. You are still off to the
it
side.
goes alone.
Heiko's alone.
I'm
My
off
bad.
to the side.
You're off to the
another
side.
area,
Heiko was alone with your second
about-
better half,
which is gone.
which is
About
gone now.
30 feet
Heiko's alone.
elevated above watching Heiko.
You're watching Heiko like a creepy little Spider-Man, and you are towards the other entrance of the city, basically.
Just vibing.
Or
wait a
entrance of, not city, but
Oh,
center.
no, the city of the
center.
square,
The
yeah.
centering.
We should probably make our way a little closer.
Yeah, but don't do anything rash, okay?
Not at all.
As you try to make your way, you have people trying to like, hey, no pushing. We all want to be at the front.
Yes, of course. Yes,
Ah.
puff up my lapels and collar and everything, and clean myself off a little bit, and I, arrogantly sort of make my way to the front.
Nose up, like.
Excuse me. Yes, of course.
Anytime I see there's an opening closer, gift of the Raven Queen down, come up and then
Always.
Little poop, poop, poop. As you poop in front of one of the people, I'm assuming one of the people you poop in front of. Whoa! Just a little bit of an inspection before you poof away, and then you hear like in the background if you poop. Did you see that?
Instead of bamfing, like they don't see it, it's like I go down.
Yeah, it's like
and then come up.
Yeah, exactly.
It's very demonic.
That's the kind of thing that you get the nervous part.
Elevator
Little
going down.
smell of
Elevator
brimstone
coming up.
every time I do this.
Yeah, a
Buddy,
little
did you
smell
do
of
that?
sulfur, in the air or whatever. Yeah.
She is like short as she is. She's like trying to get up higher up, like, but not really succeeding. And I'm assuming after you snuck through, everyone was like very much forceful of anybody else coming after. So she's just like,
Pardon me a moment. She's with me, if I don't mind.
No, okay.
You're pulling through as well.
Nobility coming through.
Do I sense Digo?
Do you sense Digo?
Yeah.
You are probably not able to see him because I'm still rolling off the same stealth that you had before.
Okay.
And then he's also kind of above you, and you were like just in magical darkness coming out. So I'm assuming you're just like, he's like here, like creepily above you,
doing
like
this badass,
stalking.
like artistic pose where I'm standing above you, like Batman, just like literally with the bow and arrow, just like.
So that's
But
fine.
you see all the commotion going on towards the center.
Yeah.
You would see you basically barely see Nelius jumping in the crowd, along with maybe like a poof of. Maybe a little poof of him
So I'm gonna
jumping in
pull
the crowd as well.
my hat up and take a deep breath and start walking towards the center to get a view. as
Okay.
well.
You notice as one person brushes up against you, make a perception check for me, real quick.
Ooh,
Better.
that's what I'm talking about. That would be a 22.
You notice a big, brawny man who's got his sort of shirt open, like hair poofing out. He tries to snatch your coin purse away from you, but you notice it and you feel it tug on your waistband as he's unable to get it free from you.
I turn around and look at him and I say, "Pardon me, I think you've misplaced something." And I actually go to grab his coin purse at the same time.
Okay, roll for just sleight of hand. Oh my gosh, no, that's not gonna work probably. Nat 20 on my side, so.
Oh well.
Nat 2.
Nat 20.
They both have twos in front.
True. Just add a
like
zero and we
arms
be.
crossed,
Yeah.
like-
That's right. But so we're both awkwardly handling each other's coin purses and noticing it. I go and maybe just kind of wink at him and nod. Well, that didn't go as according to plan, did it?
You're pretty quick for a rich person. Usually they don't have spry hands like that.
Well,
You see when he says rich, he has like the spittle in his mouth, sort of like spits out when he says rich. He's really detesting the rich, it seems.
maybe we should talk later. And I use my finger to make a small little illusion, and I write in Thieves' Cant. See you later.
See you at the stoolie. And he walks off.
Made a
Note
friend.
of that.
The stoolie.
So proud.
You made a friend.
Hey, Nelius, I have an idea.
She is just like squeezed through a couple other people.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah, I have a really good idea. I'm really, I can't see anything, but also, maybe to get a better vantage point, what if you put me on your shoulders?
Oh, I can see that working. Or you could put me on your shoulders.
You really overestimate my strength. It is my dump stat.
I'm looking at her strength in her legs. Trying to word that very carefully.
Strength is my dump stat. This is a bad idea.
But you can jump pretty far.
You can jump really far.
Right.
But, I
just like
can't
jumping
carry
up.
you.
As you're getting closer, you're also getting
Shall I
closer as well,
describe
right?
it for
Yeah,
you?
I'm getting closer. I'm walking towards
You
And
do
wait, am I on
hear.
your shoulders now?
No.
You do hear from the
God, no.
center stage, people of Karsten, yes, it is me. Oh, it is me, Thomason, your champion. And then the crowd goes.
Nelius, let me get on your shoulders!
We're getting closer to the front.
You're pretty close to the front at this point. Yeah, you're definitely maybe a layer or two back, And with that, you see, thank you all for coming here to enjoy the moment with me, the champion. And with that, a giant cloud of smoke just erupts from the stage. And with that, we can introduce our new character. Dio, please introduce your character.
My name is Telka Doraf. I'm a sailor, but I'm a drow. I'm a half elf drow. I'm a rogue. My subclass is thief.
Okay.
And I come from 2 diplomatic parents. And I'm an adventurer, so they hate me putting myself in harm's way to kind of do anything. So they want me to be like them and be more refined. But at heart, I'm a pirate and an adventurer, but I also was a sailor previously.
Awesome. Explain what your character is doing in this plume of smoke on center stage here.
Well, I'm here to disrupt the order because I don't like them. And I came here with a group, but I don't necessarily like working in the group, but it's necessary to help take down the order. So I'm here for the prime. What was it?
What's that?
I forget his name.
Thomason, the champion?
Yes, the champion.
Yes, the
because
champion.
I loathe the champions.
Get him.
All right. With that, with the smoke explosion on stage, you hear, "All right, boys, get it all!" And then people start rushing the stage, and they're starting to just rip away the food and the gold and everything else from center stage here. And even within the crowd, people are starting to rob each other and everything else, and it's just chaos.
I quickly yelled, Thomason, with me! Come this way!
You hear from the smoke, "Oh, who is that? I'm scared. Help me! Help me!"
I create a little bit of a flash, just a small little flash to get his attention. Here!
Let me get on your shoulders. This is a good time.
This is not the
No,
time.
it is. I can show where
It's
we are.
not appropriate.
You hear from the smoke. You hear, "Thomason, come with me, Thomason. It will be safe in my manor." And that's obviously probably the mayor, from what you can assume, as he says the manor. But you can't see anything going on in the smoke cloud.
So since I'm at a high elevation of this house, what do I see exactly?
You can't see through the smoke, however. You see the plume of smoke, but you see the crowd almost like being invaded by like these almost like ruffians, or so to speak, whereas people are being robbed and things are being just grabbed and snatched, and people are running back down into the slums from there. And Heiko.
I'm at this point. I'm with them, so I see what he's doing. Can I make for Thomason?
You could try. He's in the plume of smoke. He's in a. It's very quickly spreading.
I'm
about 30-foot radius of smoke.
I'm looking at our feed. We're not.
We're up now. We're good now. All right. Sorry about that, everyone. New software updates have been not been our friends today, so we are dealing with a little bit of issues with those, but we're back now. So yeah, welcome back. We were just going into what Heiko was seeing, correct?
Yes.
So Heiko sees this plume of smoke in front of him on the center stage, and you are looking for what exactly here?
I am looking for Thomas. I would like to find
The
him.
question was, could we tell if Thomason was following the mayor or going toward Nelius? And your answer was no.
We cannot tell. Yeah, it's about a 30-foot. It's quickly becoming 20 feet to almost 30 feet radius, and spilling out the fog, continuously pulling out, and becoming bigger and bigger. And you cannot see anything through this fog. You could try to run there and try to grab whatever you can or whatever, but it's thick. It's a thick fog that you cannot see through.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make my way, and if I have to continue to say his name, Thomason. I'm here to help.
Who is that? Oh, no, I'm told not to talk to you. The man in the silver mask says, "Do not talk to you. Goodbye, voice." And he seems he's being pulled away from you. You don't know exactly, but the voice is
Am I
sounding
close
farther.
enough to where I can see this happening? I assume he's being pulled.
Towards probably the manor, which is like the opposite side of the
Is
stage.
he being pulled by the mayor, or is he being pulled by the other gentleman in the mask?
They're still in the smoke currently, so you can't see until they leave the smoke probably exactly who's pulling and what's happening.
Interesting.
Did you have something?
I'm continuing to advance in that direction. As I noted where the mayor was as the cloud started to form.
Yes.
I'm going to continue to advance in that direction.
Gotcha. And then what was your character doing all this
So
commotion?
after the cloud, where am I placed?
Wherever you like to be. It was your ambush, so to speak. So,
So-
where do you want to be?
I want to be
Somebody
at the
has a
highest point I
frontage.
can, so I can see where the exits are.
Oh, highest point possible, huh? Roll for perception for me real quick here. I'm going to see if you notice another individual that maybe would have been on the rooftops beforehand.
Yes.
17.
Plus your perception.
3 plus
Yeah, it's
20.
probably good.
20,
Dirty
and the dirty
20.
20. You noticed a sort of half-orc jumping, doing building hopping along with Heiko. So you noticed them when they were doing the building hopping before. But you were probably placed there long before and stagnant enough to where they weren't looking for you. They didn't see you. And you saw them jump back down into this crowd. So you were currently up still on those buildings watching all of this happen.
You know I'm still up on the building, right?
You currently are?
Yeah.
They're not, he's not in the same building. He's probably one like next to yours, which I'm assuming with the rooftops and everything, you probably can't see him
So it's
directly.
like a very like arc. Do I notice? Can I notice anybody with my perception that's on the roof at all?
It's up to you whether or not you wanted to keep out of sight. You could try rolling for stealth and see if you want to stay hidden from him. Okay, roll for stealth,
try
and then
that.
you can roll for perception and see if you
Oh no!
Battle of the dice.
Oh no! What is it?
Oh man, you see me.
I didn't see it. Yeah, it's
What has he
15.
got?
Yeah, he's got a 2, so
Yeah, you got too.
Okay, so
yeah, you saw him. You see him as well. Yeah.
I'm basically now it's like I'm like Hideko, but then I see him and I'm just like, okay, somebody else knows how to climb. This is probably an assassin. I'm just like taking out the like I still like I'm just getting a bow ready and
You
I'm
probably
just, like,
noticed that you noticed each other at this point. You
Oh,
got
we
that
both
one.
look at each
you
other.
got a thing where you're just like,
okay, so you want to
'cause
like
he
look at
sees
each other
you
and I'm
and
just
you
like
see him.
and I'm just like looking at you and it's like I'm kind of like you notice me like kind of having a bow right here drawn and I'm just like
And I have my weapon, my sword, at the ready. I'm like,
You're probably close enough to talk, but not like within striking distance. Probably at this moment, I'm assuming.
I put the bow down and I'm just like that.
what is your purpose here?
He can speak. He's that close to me.
Yeah, I
Okay,
mean,
cool.
if that's where you want to be, then I'm gonna say you definitely within
Okay,
speaking
we're that
distance.
close.
Yeah.
Looking at him, I'm just like, obviously babysitting the monk down there. What's yours?
I'm here for the champion. I have to end him.
Oh, you're an assassin.
Of sorts.
Not bad. You get a lot of coin out of that or something?
It's not for the coin. I do it for the justice.
Like a hero.
Giving me
That's
the
really
shits.
nice. I mean, money would be nice too, but who am I to speak? What's your name, champion?
My name is Telka Doraf.
It's a long name. Then again, they gave me a weird last name too. Digo.
Digo, nice to meet you, Digo.
So, we're just gonna stay up here and or go kill a, amazing guy for justice, or maybe get a reward out of it.
Well, I had a strategy planned out, but we see how that worked.
Yeah. How about this? Looks like you're really good with your blades. I'm good with, everything. I mean, bow. How about we join up and take this guy out?
That sounds advantageous for now.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. And so, like, I just kind of like draw a bow, and I'm just like, just tell me where to cover you. And I'm just like hanging out there, and I'm just like ready to shoot for you. And yeah, that's
Okay.
where I'm at.
And Neelius and she, I don't know which one was first, but who wanted to speak?
Oh, thank you. Quick question: the fog. We don't know if he's completely gone yet, do we?
No, he's currently. It seems as if, from what's happening in the speaking and everything, it seems they're trying to get him to the mayor's mansion. Probably.
Would the
currently.
fog be considered difficult terrain?
No, not difficult terrain,
Okay, so
but
I'm
you
not
would
gonna
not be able to see through it,
Okay.
like dark vision and stuff
I'm
like
not
that.
going to worry about that then.
And I'm following the voice.
You're following the voice. You're trying to, you're trying to
So-
follow the,
and
the
when he was
commotion, voice, and
speaking, I
everything.
know where it is now, so I'm walking towards it.
You're following that direction, yeah.
Can I please cast invisibility on myself?
Sure, yeah.
And I just want to go in the direction of where I thought I heard Thomason
Okay.
being led.
And Neelius.
I cast darkness on not the mayor, the champion.
Darkness on the champion?
Yeah.
So,
So
like,
centered on him.
centered on him. So the darkness is going to follow him.
It's gonna follow him. Yes.
You'll know where
God,
it
poor-
is.
Yeah, except one.
So
I'm the only one that can see
you
it.
you would have to wait until you exit the fog to be able to see him to do so, but once you exit, you can immediately cast it on him if that's what you wish, yeah.
Yes.
It's hard because you need to be able to at least see what if you want to target him specifically, then just wait for him to exit. So you're in front of the stage.
I'm
They're-
in the very front of the stage. I was getting his attention.
They're gonna
pit.
the mayor's mansion is behind the stage, so if you wanted to get to him, to see him, you'd have to go around the stage to get to the side or behind it.
That's fine.
Yeah, so you're making your way through the crowd, trying to push through and get it's commotion,
They're
it's chaos.
going this way, and I'm already at the front of the stage.
Right. Yeah, they're trying to leave as quickly as they can.
Right.
It's like a large crowd, like sort of dispersing. It's hard for the people in the front to try to get out last, basically.
Well, the idea is that I can cast it on his back, ideally.
Yeah, you can definitely. I'm gonna say you can definitely see him, but you have to make your way over there, so it's gonna take just a second. But yeah,
Perfect. Well, I got 60 feet on the spell.
yeah, absolutely. You're starting to make your way around, and they haven't quite left the fog
It's
yet.
the cloud that's causing
Get the
you.
cloud.
Have I made it
not
to
distance.
Yeah.
him? Have I made it close enough to him to knock him out?
I'm gonna say that by this time, you are following the voices you're hearing. You go to try and capture him, and as soon as you leave the fog, you notice that he's about maybe 15 or so feet in front of you, and he's being rushed to the mayor's mansion by the cloaked figures, being head by the mayor, the guard of the mayor, and the man wearing the silver mask.
Are they visible from where I'm at?
They just now became visible as they left this fog, and they're rushing towards the mansion.
I look. Are you still with me on top?
Yeah.
Is that him?
Yes, that's the bastard.
What are those guys around him? Who are they?
Cronies of the Order.
Okay. Start making your way over. I'm going to clear a path. I draw my bow, and I'm actually going to shoot at one of the cronies and try to kill one of them.
Okay. They seem very aware of what's... They're all looking around for things right now, and
Okay.
they're all trying to protect Thomason in the middle currently.
Okay.
You can...
I can Misty Step, actually.
You can Misty Step. Okay. You're invisible.
I'm invisible and I am
Are you trying to follow?
them.
Okay. And you,
I'm still cutting through. Did I make it out before or after Heiko?
you're cutting through the
I
fog.
was going straight toward him.
You're making it out probably just after Heiko, I'm assuming, because he's probably a little bit faster than you as well, mobility-wise. And then as soon as you make it out, you see the same thing. You're probably about 20 feet away or so. He's about 15. You're about 20 feet away.
Okay.
And you're going to take a shot.
Yeah, I'm going to shoot the one, try to aim for the one right in front and see if I can get a hit
Okay.
on him and make him fall.
Go ahead and roll for it.
Oh, boy. Let's go. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah. All right, cool. So, yeah, does an 18 hit?
You shoot the arrow, and it's going dead on straight for Thomason, and you see one of the order members wave his hand, and ting, the arrow
No, I hit
flicks off
I
side.
hit the order member in front. I don't aim for Thomason yet.
Oh, sorry,
That's
you aim for him, but still,
Yeah.
same effect.
Same effect. It
The
just-
arrow goes towards him, and he knocks out of the way with the magic of spell,
Yeah.
and he seems like he now is laser. We're up again? We think we're back.
We are back.
We are
We
back.
are.
Sorry, everybody. Once again, at the mercy of the software, unfortunately, just had an update and is not cooperating. All right. So, back to the action.
We do have ads, just so you know.
Oh, so they will be playing ads. So we'll wait a sec to get just back to the action. We'll make
Yes.
jokes until then. Ha ha ha. Hee hee.
It's gone.
Yeah.
Now's a good time to talk about subscribing.
Yes. Talk about
Yeah,
subscribing. Sure.
subscriptions. I will reiterate that bad boy. So we've got 3 tiers. Tier 1 is the Ruby Canyon Miners, and you could join a private Discord server with our lovely DM, and you will get to decide something that happens in every episode every week. We're going to be recommencing that next week, so now is a great time to subscribe. Tier 2 is the Black Iron Merchants, and another private Discord channel you can join and have a talkback monthly with the cast, and also ask us questions about the campaign, the characters. We may or may not answer depending on spoilers. And then the 3rd tier, the amazing tier, is the Platinum Conquerors, where you get to create an NPC alongside our DM. And Spencer will work with you to come up with a voice, I suppose.
Oh yeah,
and
we'll go
figure
through
out
the whole works.
Yes, figure out where your character will appear and interact with the party. So, yes, and if you have Amazon Prime, you can utilize a voucher every month to subscribe to a Twitch channel for free. So, should you choose to join us on that adventure, we would love to have you. And thanks for your support in the chat and just by watching.
And we
So, yeah.
apologize that Dio has brought so much awesomeness that we are trying to compensate.
It cannot be captured. It's too amazing.
He broke the internet.
All right, we are good.
Cool. All right. So, amongst all this action, Digo is now climbing down the house. How do you pronounce your character's name again?
Telka.
Telka. Telka is now following Digo down to where Thomason is. Thomason is leaving the fog. You finally left the fog. Followed very quickly by Valir and by Heiko. Heiko, you're trying to make rounds, and they are rushing, and you're barely sort of catching up, but they seem to be keeping mostly pace with you. Valir, you probably are able to close this very quickly, but as soon as you see them, you're going to cast darkness on Thomason, correct?
Yes, and I'm actually getting closer. I Misty Stepped.
Yeah, you can misty step off to the side. Absolutely.
Go vertically.
You can't. Well, vertically
still
there's
have to
nothing to.
land.
You need a platform.
You would splat.
What?
You would splat.
Yeah.
Well, I don't mean like straight up vertical. I mean onto the stage.
The
see the
stage is
stage.
covered in,
It's covered in
fog, but you could teleport off to the side, like at an angle where you could like close in the gap very, very quickly to them. You'd be about 15 or so feet away from them diagonally. But of course, you can cast a spell from that if you wanted to.
Yes.
Okay, you teleport there. You instantly, as you are looking towards Thomason, you see the front of the group being led by the guard. Immediately behind him is a man wearing a silver mask. As soon as you misty step within range, he does immediately roll. He immediately shifts his sight towards you. Are you casting the spell?
I take a sec, and I look directly at him, and I go, yeah. I cast darkness.
Is there a casting time in there that I might have been able to get me in there just before
You
the
could.
darkness hits?
Yeah, I'm gonna say this is happening at the same time.
My echo is appearing next to him.
Your echo appears next to who exactly?
Next to Thomason.
Okay.
Inside the crowd that they're looking out, somebody's going to stand up next to him.
Okay. As soon as it appears, one of the guards immediately casts a spell at it, and I'm gonna roll just to see if it hits. Then
Well, is there a chance that because are they looking at Thomason?
they're
Or
all
are they
protecting
looking out?
Thomason. No, they're all well. There's enough to where there's like I don't know, probably like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's probably about 6 or 7 members all watching him, and 2 people leading him.
All right.
There are hands on Thomason, on the people in the middle, and there's at least 2 or 3 people looking different directions, including the silver masked.
But might his darkness go off before their spell?
So as soon as you cast darkness, I'm gonna say you see the silver masked figure as well cast at the same time, and you see the spell just basically connect mid-air and just fizzle on the way to being cast to him. And it seems that it just was met in the middle of the spell cast and just completely negated it.
Counterspell.
Can, if they notice me, I notice them, right?
But what happened to your?
If you
The
sorry,
spell's
what?
about to be cast on him.
If you said that the guards are starting to notice me, are we outside of the?
They might not notice you as much because you're directly behind them. They're most are watching the left sides and the front, and then him.
But
So
I see them.
behind.
I
It's
see
hard to kind of
Thomason.
like do this, So
Okay.
if you're directly behind them, they may not notice you for a second or 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Chia, you are still invisible, so you
Yeah.
can still follow, of course.
I'm following.
What is your reaction to that spell, by the way, after you cast it and it's sort of met with another counter spell?
Darn.
Oh God. I look at the man with the mask, and I seething. I kind of nod in recognition, sort of. Yeah, and I start to fumble for another spell of some sort.
Make a wisdom saving throw for me, real quick.
Okay.
By the way, as he's doing that, I am focused on what's going on. Since they notice me, I'm watching what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'm waiting to react.
Spell it. Echo.
The echo. So I'm gonna say that one of the guards is immediately gonna try to take it out with a like a shoot of basically a force like a magic missile. How much HP does it have?
It has 1, but it's
And
a matter
HP
of
hits
does it
still.
auto hit.
A magic missile automatically hits. I'm just guessing. So it does immediately as soon as it appears. And maybe it's trying to take a swing at Thompson or something. It's up to you what you think it's going to be doing.
Well, I'm guessing from the point of it stood up and then was gone.
Yeah, it stood up and whatever you wanted to do, it had a millisecond to be like, huh, and then poof, and then just gets exploded in like a missile of light.
Is this to be a charm spell of some sort?
There's
There's a reason I ask.
Yes, because you are immune to charms, correct?
No,
Or
but I get
resistant.
advantage.
Okay. Yes, I would say.
Okay, good.
Is that
So you
worse?
get advantage though, don't you?
Yeah.
So you roll again. Take the.
He already rolled twice.
I
Oh.
already did. So that's a 12.
You hear in your mind, run, and you're forced to just book it.
Is this what I think it is? Oh.
You don't hear anything. So
I
you don't
know.
You immediately find yourself maybe a second or 2 later turned away from the action, and now you turn around and you are
Confused.
just confused, and you're nowhere near them. You start running with the crowd.
Oh. He was feared.
They're getting close to the manor at this point.
Can we be trying to get behind them and trying to move? Like, I assume.
You were pretty far away,
okay,
so
we have
it'd
some
probably
time.
be nearly impossible unless you had a way to sort of teleport or like swing across, like Tarzan it over, like with like a swing or something.
Okay.
But it's gonna be hard for you to catch them before they make it to the manor. Yeah.
Okay.
I want to throw some daggers.
Okay, absolutely. You can
Wait,
throw
do we have
daggers.
shooting range of where we're seeing? Like when they like, do we have vision of them on the ground?
You have vision of them when they're running away.
Okay.
Yeah, to the manor.
Yeah, I see him getting like. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Throw some daggers. Welcome to the party.
Ah, these are my fucking dice.
You
That's
are one
why.
of us.
These are my fucking dice, man.
Please, what was that number? Explain.
Hot
to the viewers.
rubbish. Hot rubbish. That's what the number was. I crit failed.
Crit fail.
Crit fail.
You throw the dagger, and as you go to reach for it, I'm gonna say you actually like you're stumbling to run at the same time. You like cut your hand for a second, and you're just frantically trying to reach for something and try to get something and trying to kill this person. Like just rage is just consuming you in this moment.
Ah, man.
They are now the guards have opened up the gates to the manor. They are trying to rush through. You have maybe a moment. You're maybe 10 feet away at this point to the one in the back. He may be at this moment starting to barely kind of notice you as you're coming up on the rear. Do you have anything else you want to do before?
Can I see the guy? Is what? I'm sorry. Is the main target? Is he visible? Like
Thomason is visible. Yeah, he has a bunch of people sort of huddling over him, like, the Save Mr. President kind of style, with a bunch of magicians, outside sort of casting spells and preventing him from being harmed in most ways.
Is the shield just to the side and the front, or is there any? You said there's nothing. In the
There's
back,
nothing.
right?
The back seems to be mostly less being paid attention to, if that makes sense. Yeah.
And am I in shooting distance of that? 30.
You could try, yeah, absolutely. You could try to hit. You could try to hit Thomason. He's very hard to see, or you could try to hit one of the members of the order. It's up to you who you want to go for in the back. Villiers, you want to say something?
I'm gonna let him be.
I'm gonna let
you
him
can
go
roll.
before I react.
Okay.
I'm seeing Thomason being hurled, and I'm just like looking at him, and I'm like, there you are. And then I basically draw an arrow, and I'm just like seeing if I could do it.
Sure.
And
Roll and see. what
Really
you
not
get.
even knowing the consequences. Just like, all right, 14. All right. So about
What's your chance to hit?
So 16.
16.
Yeah.
Is not going to be. I mean, I'm going to say you actually shoot. The arrow barely sort of nimbly goes past the first order guard.
What?
What was that?
I want to react to that.
Okay, I'm gonna say before. So the arrow is gonna whiz. It's above your head, so you're not able to really grapple it or anything. Are you trying to grab it or anything?
I'm gonna try to grab it.
It's
Oh my God.
gonna be at too steep of an angle for you to grab it. He's
Okay.
he's. I mean,
this is
he's
not-
off to the
this is
side
just
and you're
shooting, right?
behind.
This is
So I'm gonna
not-
say it's like a good 10 feet in front of you, basically.
This is not initiative, right? This is not like
No, we're
fighting-
just
okay.
we're just role playing. Yeah,
Do I have enough
the
time to
arrow
get another
goes
one?
just past that and clanks off of his shoulder piece and bounces off, and it hits the armor, but it
Fine.
does not
Do I have enough
seem
time to
to.
do another
Before you would get another shot, I'd like to try something.
No, yeah, not quite yet. You can try something.
Well, as the door, who opened the doors? Who is closing?
2 guards, just regular guards.
2 guards. Mm-hmm. And would they be staying outside, or are they going to be inside when they close the doors?
They would probably be inside
Okay.
the gates after they closed it.
This is why I'm a meat shield. I'm going to my last Raven's gift. Put myself at the doors with whoever's closing it, blade into them.
Okay. With the guards there.
Yeah.
You're gonna put the blades into the guard. Okay.
Whoever's trying to close the door is who I'm trying to make the door open so that when they get there, they can go in.
Gotcha.
I'm going to just make sure this door stays open.
They're rushing in as soon as they rush in. As soon as they rush in, you're gonna teleport directly on top as soon as they rush in and stop them from closing the gates.
Yes.
Okay. Anyone else do anything before this is
Yeah,
happening?
I'm gonna shoot another arrow.
Okay, that takes a minute though.
I
so
continue running towards
You continue running.
I am going with them in there, sneaking through the
Okay,
gates.
you're a little bit behind, but I mean, yeah, you're able to probably mostly catch up.
I do have
You have,
mobile as well. I'm pretty fast.
Yeah,
And
you're
they're
pretty fast
jumping.
and you can jump. Yeah, I was about to say. So you're able to probably jump through without even while they're closing the gates.
Yeah.
And Nelius.
Have I
anything
reached the
else?
outskirts of the town yet?
You are no longer being like mind controlled
thank
by the
God.
spell. You basically you turn around. You're probably you're probably 80 feet away from all this now. You turn around. You see the gates closing at this point.
What the hell am I doing? Oh shit! And I turn around.
And then with that, you see poof. You see a poof of like ravens. And then you make a swing at the guard. Go ahead and roll for that. What are you doing?
I'm
The gates are closing, but
I'm
you're about
able to
10
see-
feet or so away,
yeah.
and yeah, you can
So
see all of it. You see directly in front of you, you see Valir and start to strike at one of the
Well,
guards.
I'm going to
That's a hit. Roll for damage.
just before that kind of happens.
Okay.
I'm going to kind of yell for Thomason again.
Mm-hmm.
Thomason, nothing is as it seems.
He's kind of just looking around, panicked, not responding though, and he's running into the manor.
12 damage.
12 damage. He's dead. He's gone. The blade straight through the back of him, and it falls back, and then just blood dripping to the ground. And
I'll take my other attack.
Yeah, sure.
Because there's 2 guards.
There's 2 guards. Yeah.
Going for the other one.
That's what I was gonna ask. I have an extra attack. Does that mean could we use that? Because can we use that right now? With
Oh, yeah, if he has extra
if you want to use extra attack, I'm gonna say simultaneously.
Go ahead.
Roll your simultaneously.
Yeah.
I'm just having this idea of Monty Python and running up on the 2 guards.
I love that.
That one's gonna miss. That's a 11.
No, 11 would not hit. I would say that you make the second swing and it clings against the chainmail, does not quite sever through the chainmail and hit him. Your second attack.
I'm aiming at Thomason.
You're aiming directly at Thomason. Okay.
That's a 20.
That's a 20.
Yeah. A dirty 20.
I'm gonna say that second arrow sticks. Yeah, it hits him.
Okay.
Roll for damage.
Yeah. Oh God. That sucks. All right.
But you're trying to hit him.
I know.
You're trying to take him out, yeah.
No. I'm glad I did. I was just trying to. I did not think I was gonna hit it. I was like, oh, look at that. What do you know? No, I'm glad I did. Oh, 1d8. 1d8. All right. Let's see. Okay, 0. That's a good start. 7.
D8?
0 is 10.
Oh, sorry. Wow.
That's a
I am
You're doing a
tripping
TD10 probably
right
then.
now.
Alright.
Oh my
The diamond.
God, guys. There we go.
There you go. No, it's the
Where
diamond.
am I at?
Diamond,
This one,
this one.
There we
𝐒𝐲𝐬𝐬.
go.
They all look the same.
They're all the same. 6.
6 damage. Okay, yeah. The arrow just lands in. I would say probably the back shoulder blade area.
Oh,
just between the armor plates.
9. Sorry, 9 damage.
9 damage. It lands just between the armor plates, basically sticking into him, and you hear, "Oh, they got me!" As before they go in.
Can I go for that one?
I wouldn't say you're not close enough to grab because
still not
you're
close
running.
enough to
They're
grab.
running away. They're about 10 feet ahead, so the arrow would be about 10 feet in front of you, just flying past you.
I'm next to him. I'm
Okay.
just like.
And with this, they're running in, but you do see Valir in front of you, and you see that guard trying to. That guard sees what happened as well, and he is going to try to draw his sword and hand shake.
But the doors are still open at this
The doors are open still. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna knock out that other guard. I'm gonna help him out.
Okay.
So-
You can swing to attack.
From my
him, yeah.
point of view, do I feel like I killed him? Do I think I got a hit with him?
You felt like you got him, but you felt like it was it just winged him. You feel like it wasn't quite enough damage to really get him.
Wasn't to the head.
Damn.
Well, that's an 18.
18?
Plus the yeah.
Roll for damage on it.
Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna hit.
You can roll for lethal or non-lethal, so it's up to you.
All right. Well. All right. Oh wait, I gotta grab my damage dice. Sorry. So yeah, I mean, I'd rather do non-lethal. I'd rather not.
You want to do non-lethal. Okay, how much damage?
It says 4.
4 damage.
4 damage.
And you added all your modifiers and everything to it already?
No. Sorry. This is a new paper. So
Should be your dex to add to that.
yeah. So that's 11.
It should be towards the middle of the page in your D&D page. You should
Yeah,
see your
or I can
attacks
go-
there,
yeah, actually,
and
I
it gives
can
you your
go
plus to hit and then
it's
plus
gonna-
for damage.
Yeah. It's so that's 11.
Oh, it's 11 damage total. Nice.
Yeah.
You knock him out. Yeah, you knock out the second guard. He just, I mean, depending on which way, if you
So
want to
that
do both
goes
staff or
open.
fist, whatever's on the back, you do it nice and easy, and he's out on the way out, down.
I'm just gonna go straight karate chop to the.
Okay, you're able to get through the castle gates. You see all this happening. Not the manor gates, that is. They are rushing inside now. Door slams, and they are now inside with all this commotion going
Well,
on.
the gate. Well, if we knocked out two of the guards that are closing the gate.
The gates are open.
The gates are now open.
Yeah.
The
The
manor
door
itself has a
slams.
door.
The manor itself, the door has been slammed shut, and there's no guards outside in this courtyard anymore because there's only the 2. So you are now alone in this courtyard outside of the manor, and people seem to be fleeing on all sides. You seem to be mostly alone here. Are you closing in the gap? Are you both also going in
I'm
towards
going
this?
in,
Okay, cool. You see them both also rush up into the courtyard. Now you are pretty much all in this
How
courtyard
big is
area
the
together.
courtyard?
It's a good probably 50 or so diameter, like in an
meters?
octagon side type thing.
Are there-
Feet, sorry.
Are there windows at near the front door?
Yeah, there would be windows. Yeah, in the manor, absolutely.
Is there any place we can find covering in in this courtyard?
There's like bushes and stuff, but most of them are like hugging the house. So as far as like hiding, it doesn't seem like there's a lot of stuff to hide behind here. It's mostly an open courtyard with some like marble and stuff like that in the front with a fountain. Very open for the most part.
Was
Who's
I?
inside?
Oh, sorry, I didn't know you
I'm
were
sorry.
done.
You can't quite see inside, so just who went inside. That's about all you
That's
know.
what I'm saying. Who went inside the manor?
All the people that were
Mascot?
running.
Cloaks and the mayor.
The
And
cloaks,
guy-
the
All the
mayor,
people, all the guys. Yeah, Thomason, the mayor, his guard, and all the
Silver
people of the
Mascot
order.
guys inside?
Silver Mask guy is also inside.
Was I, since I had caught up with them, was I able to also jump in through the door at the same time as them?
I would say you'd be able to catch up to almost where they were. I would say that squeezing in to the door and everything would be. I would say it's
Should I
probably.
roll?
I would say it's probably not enough. What is your speed? And what does the jump give you? How much the mirthful leap?
Oh, hold on, because I disconnected from the Wi-Fi. I lost.
Because I would say you could close the gap, but I don't know if you could actually like close the gap and squeeze into the door with them. That would be a lot.
So my normal. Hold on, it's loading.
You could.
My normal walking speed. You said.
Yeah, walking speed.
45 feet.
45, nice.
And then
That is
with-
very fast.
I have mobile, like I said, as well.
Well, mobile just adds to your walking speed. That is 45. And then your mirthful
Okay.
leap is how much leaping?
Whenever you make a long or high jump, you can roll a d8 and add the number rolled to the number of feet you cover.
So-
You don't make a standing jump.
Okay. I'm gonna say you were able to close the gap 45. I'm gonna say you were able to close the gap, yes, because you were pretty far away. I'm gonna say you probably weren't able to make it inside with them though.
Okay, so I like.
You're at the door.
Yeah, I'm like
You're at the door,
but still
right as they
invisible.
slam it. Yeah, just sort of face plant into
You
it.
just
you
see
know?
a cloud of dust go right by the door.
Is it possible that she might be able to stop them for like the foot in the door, kind of stop them closing the door?
Go ahead and roll.
She does have
for,
horns.
Yeah, that's true.
Go ahead. I'm gonna say go ahead and roll for just dexterity. See how quickly you can get there, and explain how you want to try to get the door from
Okay.
shutting.
Just a d20, right?
Yeah, just d20. Add your dex.
Can I have advantage, please? Okay.
Normal roll. Sorry.
Wait. Hold on. I had the dex at the top, right? Not the saving
Dex.
throw dex.
Yeah, just regular dex.
Okay,
Yeah, just a
that
dex
is
roll.
7.
No, I'm gonna say unfortunately that's not enough to get your foot in there. I'm gonna say yeah, you do sort of as you're trying to run full
I
force
like
to
the
get
cloud
there.
of dust image. I think it's funny.
All
Thank
right.
you, DW.
So everyone else, what are we doing in there now that we're in the courtyard? The commotion seems to be subsiding as most of the citizens are running away. The guards are both dead here in the courtyard. You are alone.
Well, I'm in the courtyard, so I'm just gonna.
I think pretty much all of you are in the courtyard
we?
now.
Yeah, we're all in the
Yeah,
courtyard
I'm just
now.
still invisible, so y'all don't know I'm
Yeah.
here.
I'm going to go to a window and look in. Can I see what they're doing inside?
Yeah, you see them scattering. You see a couple of the guards that were running with, not the guards, but the people of the order. They are sort of standing outside and they're rushing into like a central room and they're closing that second door.
All right, but is there anybody in that first room anymore?
That first entryway.
Yes.
It's hard to see. The entryway is probably walled off, but just outside that, there's two people of the order there, and they might be able to see towards the entryway. You can't quite tell from your angle, but from what you assume from what you saw and what went in there, there's no one directly in the entryway, but they might be able to see in the entryway.
So I'm going to put my echo inside to go unlock the doors from the inside.
Okay. Anyone else while he's doing this? Do you want to role play or do anything else at all? here?
Oh, you go ahead.
I want to search around the door to see if there's another way in as well.
Okay, on the front door.
Yes.
Okay. Roll for perception on me, for that real quick. For me.
I'm providing Overwatch. I'm basically just like looking at the gate, and then I see
Okay.
Hideko, and I'm just like,
9.
so you're doing the same thing too? Trying to kill that guy?
I haven't decided yet. I'm just trying to do the next best thing.
Oh, of course you are. Come on, he might be worth something. And I still have bow drawn, and I'm gonna actually go towards. Is the building climbable? Is the roof seem secure and everything's like? Does it seem like I have a way of access to get up to the roof?
On the mansion part, yeah, you could probably get up to the roof here.
So I'm looking. DW's at a window, right? Or
He's at the
Alir's-
window, probably just
Alir's
off
at
the
the
side of
window,
the front door. Yeah.
So I'm like, look, I go up to near the window where he's at, and I'm not looking at the window, and I'm looking up, and I'm just trying to see where I can scale, and then I see him, and I'm just like, kind of like look at him, just like.
He's looking in the window, and
I know, and I'm like seeing
Do
you.
you,
and, like,
do you
it's
look
just
in the
sort of-
window at all?
No, I'm looking at you.
Okay.
And I'm just like, and I'm just like, it's like a faint memory in my head of just something. Like it just seems like shadowy figures in my head.
Got
and
it.
just seems off.
Okay.
And I'm like, I've never seen him. So I basically look up the scale and I go, roof's better. You know, you don't
I'm
want to break.
unlocking the door.
How are you unlocking the door with your magic?
We don't have magic.
You do make your second copy on the other side of the door. They cannot see you from this entryway. And when you look at the door, it's like a key lock. So there's no like bolt that you can really pull. So
there's a
you could try
sword to a-
you could try
to a key
hacking
lock.
away at it if you
I'm
want to
gonna
or
hack
something
away
like that.
at it,
Absolutely.
Or actually, to a certain extent, I'm going to stick my sword in it to use
Pry it.
strength. To
Sure. Yeah, that's probably better actually. And Neelix, were you doing anything? You're just kind of watching all this unfold.
I'm watching, catching my breath because I just.
That's right. You're coming in last. You're coming.
exhausted.
He had the cloak on when he casted his echo towards Hideko, right?
Who had his?
Takeo?
Sorry, Heiko. Sorry. DW.
DW had your.
I
cloak
have
on?
the cloak up this whole time. I'm
Okay.
still in cloak.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Still cloak up.
okay. Yeah, I noticed that, and I does he already unlock the door?
Well, so it's
You started
14.
to pry. 14 for
check.
strength. Yeah, it starts to splinter and sort of crack open. With that, you got most of the way, but then the vision goes away as your echo was now destroyed again. But the door does seem like it's cracking open. You didn't quite see what happened, but you assumed it was destroyed by something.
Is there?
Hit it from this side.
There is a crack that I can.
It's sort of splintered as the door started coming open. And it seems like if you maybe just pull a little bit harder, you might be able to get it open that way.
Am I able to do it from the outside at all, or no?
You could try, yeah.
That's what
Use your
I'm saying.
strength and
Okay.
stuff, yeah.
So I've been sitting this whole time as all this is going on. So I'm gonna get up. I'll help him out. I'm gonna kick the door, and before that I'm gonna look at Balir and have you decided what we should do?
I want to get him alone, and then we will figure this out.
I agree.
I
We
interrupt.
need to take him off the field.
I interrupt both of them. I'm just like, hey, my kill, okay? Mr. Thief and Justice over here who's trying to get somebody dead. I want the money to kill him. I want the arrow in his head. Okay? He's probably worth something.
This is not about money, and death is not necessary. Information can be gathered from somebody who is still alive.
Okay, well, I have to tell you, he might be injured.
I did not say do not injure him. This is a fight. Injuries happen.
Is it a
Do
severe?
not make them mortal, please.
Is it a severe injury?
You
Like,
know-
can he bleed out from that?
No, probably not.
Okay, never mind.
Dico, the information he has might be helpful to us.
As in what?
Have you kicked open the door yet?
I'm about to.
Okay,
If I
then
kick open the door.
well, if
What
you're
is your
going to talk to
character?
him,
I haven't heard the voice in my
From
head
that
yet.
roll,
I
the
haven't
previous
heard any of
roll,
that.
I got. How much would I rolled a 9, and then my modifier. Which modifier was that? Dex, or was it?
What were you trying to do again?
I
Sorry,
was
you
just
were-
trying to look around the door to see if
Look around the door. Perception. Yeah.
Perception. Okay, so my perception was. I don't have a perception. What do I use? my
It's under
intelligence
your
level?
skills and whatnot.
Oh,
it's not
was it
your. Yeah, it's like a second page.
Yeah, it's like
of
that
it.
really long column. I'm also using the same as you. Here.
Yeah,
It's
'cause I
on
don't have
the-
my
Like here.
Because the
No, it's okay. It's under
it's
here.
kinda-
There's like
kinda-
subcategories you can click on. I think under the micro menu here, that little dot thing.
yeah.
Yeah, click that and then bring up your skills and attributes. I think is what it's called.
Skills and attributes.
And then you should have.
Oh, okay.
and
Perception.
It's alphabetical
Okay.
from there. Yeah.
Perception plus 4.
Cool. So 13 on that one then.
Yeah.
I mean, you're looking for a way in, and as soon as you're like, oh, this lock may be pickable, it cracks open in front of the door, and you're just like, oh, well, I guess that's a little easier. Like,
All right. So
it's
I see
now
that, and
mostly able to be sort of pried open at this point.
Copy. I just bolt through.
Okay. I would say between the
Is he
three
in
of you,
front
sort of cracking it open, the door is able to be splintered open now, and it does now open for you. What is everyone doing here? You see two basically walls that don't really go all the way through, and they're open into like sort of archways that go left and right. And you notice that they were pulled to the room on the left was where they went.
that's what I give that information. They went to the left.
I got you.
Who's this?
Running in.
No, is he with you?
He's with us. He's with us. He's the one that's killing for justice. But I think we could get some money for this. And I'm
Chia?
running in right after him when I see that.
Also, if you merciful loot, that probably breaks invisibility. Just to let you know. So
I'm not going to from here.
okay.
Yeah. Do you mean like?
If you were trying to like merciful leap and catch up to them and like slam into the door, that would probably break your invisibility. Is what I'm saying.
No. I mean, I guess I didn't at that point. It didn't even work. So do you mean before or now?
Before, I'm just gonna say that would break your invisibility. So you're no longer invisible. Is what I'm
Oh.
saying.
Even
Does
running
it?
into the door.
If you use any sort of ability or anything, it breaks your invisibility.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. And also, if you're running into a door smack, boom, you would take so-called bludgeoning damage, even though I'm not dealing any to you, and that would also
Yeah.
sort of. I mean, break your probably break your constitution. If you want, I can have you roll for Constitution and see if it breaks.
I would not mind that because
sure, I'll give you an option then.
For story's sake, I'd like to stay invisible, but I understand.
Well,
it
I think
work.
using the leap does break it. Just so you know, but
no, I didn't know that. Oops. You said
it may not because it's like a
with
class feature.
add
I don't
what?
know. Like
FYI, if I would have kicked that door, I mean it's open now. But I also rolled a nat 1 on that one. So no idea.
with 3 people doing it.
I love the idea that he went to kick it and he burst it in before his foot could make an action.
You go to kick it at full force and you just like whoa, fall forward as soon as the door breaks open.
Do a split as you land.
Yeah.
Did you say con?
Con saving throw.
That would be a 22.
22. Okay, I'm gonna say that the damage from that does not break it, but I think the Merfolk Leaf and just so you know from now on, whenever you're invisible, if you do anything, it pretty much breaks the invisibility.
Okay.
Yeah.
So am I still invisible?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Because you didn't know that before I said that. So sure,
you.
we'll keep you invisible
Thank you. Yeah. So
because you're not in there anyway. So whatever.
Well, I'm gonna walk in.
Yeah, okay.
But I follow them, but I don't make it known that I am there.
Okay. So you're following them in. Is everyone going into the entryway then here?
Yes.
Yes. I mean, what is this hallway that we're walking through?
It's like an entryway. You see like a little, like coat hangers and whatnot, like little, what do they call them, divans or whatever. I don't know furniture names, but fancy furniture all around you.
Hang my
Buttresses.
Buttresses, yes. And then it's all very fancy, nice wood and everything like that. Yes, Valir.
From what we saw from the front courtyard, is there a potential back exit?
Probably.
I'm actually not going to go in. I'm going to go around to a back exit.
Okay. You're running around the house then. Yeah. Nelius, what do you want to say?
I disguise myself as, let's see, Figgis,
Yes.
and I head toward the kitchen.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Okay, sure. You head towards the kitchen.
Did you say that it's a right and a left in terms of the two ways we can?
It goes right and left, yeah.
And they're
the
all
kitchen would
going
probably be
to the
towards the
left.
right, which would be the opposite direction. This is like living room is like right, left, kitchen and whatnot. It's like study probably is like right, I would say.
If you said
So you're
you saw
going
them
to
go
the right
towards
would be like
left.
the kitchen.
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna say that they don't really pay too much attention to you, and you're able to walk into the
Help!
kitchen.
Help! There's people everywhere! They're gonna get me!
Oh no! Why?
There's ruffians at the gate!
Roll for deception for me.
Excuse me.
A quick question.
Yeah.
In that crowd, was there gut check?
Was there what gut?
Martial gut check?
Oh, he was the
orc.
marshal. He ran in with them.
Okay, so he
was
is in that
following.
grouping.
He is in that group of the room and the
So there's
living room area. over
soldiers,
there.
gut check, and the cloaked figures.
Yes. Yes.
considering.
Yes.
On the left side, what do we see? Is it? I'm sorry.
No. I just wanted to check something.
What can you tell us a little more down the left side? Is there a door that they're behind? What?
On the left side.
Yeah.
You're talking about outside the house.
No, inside the house.
Inside the house, you can only see the entryway until you turn around that next left corner.
Yeah. So
As you run past to the kitchen, you also see the two guards of the order standing outside of that door. What'd you roll for your deception?
11.
11.
Guards, they should look great.
Yeah, I know. It is.
The guard looks at you a little bit questionable and sort of does a wave of his hand, and his eyes almost like gloss over what seems to be like a white light or something, and he's like, "Get him now!"
True sight.
Oh, shit!
So we ran in, and so he was right behind us. So we're already in right now.
You're in.
Did the two guards see us?
You're in the
at all?
entryway. No, you're just behind the walls. You're invisible, but you're just behind the walls. Are you gonna go forward as well?
Go forward, as in just anywhere.
Well, there's like it's basically like a T shape, like this. This goes through to different rooms, and you're in the entryway. Which is this one. So are you walking forward all the way until the point where you can see around the corners?
Yes.
They see you as well then.
Oh, it's true sight.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I can't take that back. I walked right into that one.
So as he casts that, he sees both of you, and they say, "Get them both." Actually, is what he's gonna say. Get them.
Wait, but I was here for the tour.
They're rushing. They're rushing after you, and
But I was here for the tour.
they're still rushing after you, and they're
went right,
trying to
right?
restrain you at this
They
point.
went right.
You went to the right, yes.
Okay.
I went to the left after them.
She's in the
So.
end of
I
the
wanted to
city.
go to
Okay,
the
so
left,
you're also in the
though.
entryway as well.
But just to be
Yeah,
clear,
well, I mean, I just kept going because as soon as I heard him say to the left, I'm like, all right.
Most of you are like stuck in
They
this
were
sort of
coming from
entryway.
the-
here.
They're in front of the door that's to the left.
Do we have
They
those
look down that
tiles?
walkway.
Do we have those tiles?
Yeah,
We do?
they were sitting in the kitchen.
Or we can just theater mind it if it's just real
Yeah,
quick. We
let's-
just theater mind it. I don't want to do the whole setup for this. So
I go to see the commotion with the guards and what is happening because I don't know. It might be interesting to
take out the guards to use something.
Okay. Is anyone trying to fight these guards off then as they're trying to cast spells at you and do things as well?
Do you leave yet? Can I talk to you?
Leaning against the entryway and waiting. I'm waiting for them to run through. So.
You're outside still?
No, I'm in.
You're inside.
I'm in.
Just inside.
Anyone else?
Just inside. You're the only one outside. Everyone else is in the entryway.
I'm inside because I went to the left as soon as we went in. So
Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
I kind of stop you before we go to the left. I'm like, hey, what if we get the guards and take their armor off and we put it on?
Guards aren't wearing armor. They're wearing clothes.
They're wearing
Robes.
like, are they cloaks or like they wearing masks?
Robes, no masks.
Robes, no masks. Okay.
I'm waiting for them to run through. My plan is to try to trip the guards.
Okay. And
Width of the house, about how many feet?
the whole house itself, maybe like 80, 100?
80, okay.
Yeah. So you'd be coming around the side right about now, probably.
No, it was a matter of would I be far enough away that I could leave an echo there, and it's too far.
Gotcha.
Too far.
Okay.
We're good.
Nelius, are you running? Are you fighting? What are you doing here? Fight or flight?
Fight.
Fight. Okay.
Tired of running.
I'm gonna join in and fight too.
Okay.
I'm hearing the sounds and I go towards them.
I kind of panic and go.
Anyone who's now within this area can roll for initiative. I'm gonna say just
right.
make sure you keep track of your own initiative.
I am running, just to be clear. Do you still want me to roll?
You can. Yeah, you still have to roll just to know what order you're in. But
I will roll for when it is needed.
I don't have anything to write on deck here because I don't have enough room for it. If someone can, they can either write it down for me or I can write it
got 'em
out.
all.
Here,
Yeah,
the order?
Oh, you got him?
Oh, okay.
Go for
Yeah.
it.
So Nelius is 16.
That matches with. No, sorry. They were 17. So
17?
Yeah.
She has 19.
It goes 12.
Digo is 13.
Telka has 17.
17 as well. You would probably go first then because you have a higher dex, I'm sure.
I also have a 17 for when that is necessary.
Okay. You would probably go. What is your dex?
My dex is 11.
11. We might as well have everyone like roll at the same time. We got to do rollsies for these two then. So go ahead and roll again for see if you beat the other person. Just flat.
19.
19. So you go before them. I just rolled the same stat for both of them, so they're going to be a 17 to make it easier. They'll go at the same time.
All right.
Okay.
So it'd be
who's first?
me, then Telka.
Yep.
Then
Oh no,
them.
sorry. Telka will go first, then you.
Okay, so Telka, then me. So Telka, you're up.
All right.
You get first.
Wait, I rolled 19.
Oh, that's
you
right.
get
Yes,
first.
she
I was
has
like,
19.
So you're
That's
19.
fine, I'm just running. I
you're
just
first.
want to get out of here.
Like I'm first. I'm getting out of here.
Yeah, no, I'm booking it.
Okay. You're booking it out. Gotcha. No, you're able to
Booking it
absolutely
and
get away.
I would like to book it and recast invisibility if that's possible.
You have enough spell slots for it, then sure.
I do,
absolutely
yes.
You can, yeah.
I just mean within the same turn. I
Yeah,
would like to
you
do
can
that.
absolutely do that. You can run and then recast invisibility.
Yeah, I just want to get out of. I want to get out of the house,
Mm-hmm.
run out, and recast it.
Yeah, they can still see you with it on.
I know, but I
probably,
just wanna
letting you
cast
know.
it right
Okay,
now,
Just
yeah.
let you know.
Well, no, actually, because that's the thing. It's not broken.
What's that? Oh, it's not broken.
Yeah,
you're
it's not broken.
You're still invisible.
You still
Oh,
are
still
invisible.
invisible.
They
Yeah.
can see you even though
Okay,
you're
but I'm
invisible.
just running out of the house.
Sorry,
then
yeah,
out
no,
of
you're still
sight.
invisible.
Out of
Sorry.
their sight. I want to get out of their sight right
Yes. Yeah, and you still have invisibility.
now. Understood. So I do that. I run away. I am near the front of the house again.
Cool.
Like
I just like to
hiding
say
like
I felt
this
the
behind the
little
door.
whoosh of the wind.
A little whoosh there. Oh, what was that? Smells like.
Oh yeah, because they
Smells
can't
like strawberries.
They can't see you. Yeah, they just heard the "I'm here for the tour." Yeah.
First up, then after that is going to be Telka, right?
Oh yeah. So what do I see in the area?
As you turn around the corner, you see two guards wearing the robes, members of the order.
Mm-hmm.
They are guarding this sort of living room door area, and you hear some commotion going in from inside the living room here.
I want to use sneak attack.
Okay, you have to have advantage on it, so you would have to either have someone else next to them to give you advantage, or you'd have to have some way of being hidden from them to get advantage.
Fuck it, I'll just attack.
Can he, wait, was he seen? Did the guards already see him?
It'd be really hard to hide in here because considering it's like a narrow hallway and they're all looking that direction. I'm gonna say you probably cannot hide and
But
run around the
none of
corner and
us are
attack them.
none of us are distracting or anything. Like, could he at all?
Not
think-
yet.
in the
You didn't ask for it. You
Only
didn't ask for
only
it.
if they're like you're actually like there fighting him. Like
Are we all in the room? Like, he's in the room right now.
he's there like first basically. He rolled first on initiative, so he's running in there first. You could absolutely make strikes against them, still,
Yeah,
but just
I
without
just-
advantage.
yeah.
Though.
How
Okay.
long is this hallway?
Or he could hold his action
And
until
there's
somebody
two-
got up there.
You could hold
You
your
could-
action.
you
You could
could
say,
hold
"I
your
want to
action.
make an attack with my sneak attack as soon as I get advantage during my next turn." Or
we do
whatever.
that.
Or that.
Sure,
Yeah,
I could allow,
I'll do that.
I'll
Yeah,
allow
do
that
that.
for sure. Absolutely, yeah. You can hold holding it until you get advantage.
Yeah.
Sure. So that's your turn then.
Around the corner of
You're
the
next.
building.
You're rounding the corner. Yeah, you're rounding the corner. You're looking around the back. You can already see the back side of the house here. It's like a very long building but skinny, and it seems like you don't see anyone in the back there. And it is also the gates back there are closed. There's no way to get past the gates physically.
Is there a way into the building, or are there more windows?
There are more windows that you can see into. The central room seems to be mostly enclosed, so you can't really see into that room. But you do see that the rest of the house seems to be empty.
All right.
Yeah.
And is there a back door?
There, you probably can't see it yet, but because you're like on this just past
so
the side.
let
But
me
once you
know
get
when I
towards the
get there.
middle,
Takes
next turn,
another
I'm saying
turn, then
probably
takes another turn.
And then
All
who
right.
who was next after that?
Nelius.
Nelius.
All right, so I cast Hex on the guard to the right, and then Eldritch Blast.
So casting Hex and then Eldritch Blast.
Yep.
So that would be, is it 2 actions for that then, or
One's a cantrip,
one's a cantrip? Okay. Do you have the?
and one's first level.
Do you have the hasty spells or whatever, the one that allows you to cast cantrips as? Okay, just making sure you have it. Okay. So as long as you have that, it allows you to cast cantrips. You can cast it as a bonus action, I believe, right? Because I'm trying to make sure I know the right rules for that.
It takes whatever one is. If it's if it's one action, it basically makes it a bonus action.
For the cantrip,
Yeah,
right?
if
Okay.
it's like a level 1.
Okay, sure. Then yeah, you can cast a spell and a cantrip as a bonus action. Then yeah.
All right.
So the Hex is going to be first.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't, and I'm gonna choose.
Is that's a saving throw, correct? What is the?
No, it's not.
The Hex is not.
No, it's a curse.
So yeah, what can you read off for me just so I know? I don't have it on my D&D Beyond is not up yet currently.
Yeah, 1 second.
Because yeah,
you go.
you'd be able to choose multiple as well.
Yeah, you
right
place a
now.
curse on a creature that you can see within range until the spell ends. You deal an extra 1d6 necrotic damage to the target whenever you hit with an attack.
Okay.
So choose choose an ability when you cast a spell. Target has disadvantage on ability checks made with the chosen ability.
There's no saving throw on it though, right?
Correct.
Okay, cool then.
So anyway, like
So
I said,
hexed.
the attack.
Gosh, my wire.
I take it a 12 is not going to hit.
No, that would not hit. What were you attacking with though? What were you attacking with?
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast. Gotcha. Yeah. So no, that would not. Unfortunately, 12 would not hit.
Right. I think that's. Oh, and the thing was. The ability was strength.
Strength. What? Sorry.
And they have a
Disadvantage.
Oh, disadvantage on strength from the Hex. Yeah. Sorry about that. I was like for what? Okay.
D go.
D goes up.
So I
Let me try to get.
I burst into the room, and I notice Telka, and what I do is I decide to run up to one of the guards with my battle axe and just try to strike him. I'll do the one on the left.
Okay. The
And-
closest one, probably to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see if I strike.
So you would have advantage on that, and you would also give him advantage because he would be now being flanked.
Okay. Right. Okay. Cool. So 16.
16 does hit,
Yeah.
and then you can also roll for your damage on the same target since you were holding your action for
Yeah.
that very moment.
Right.
Do it. Just check something.
Did I wait? Just to roll if I get it?
Roll to see if you hit.
Okay.
Roll to see if you hit, but roll twice because you get advantage now.
Yeah.
So take the higher number.
16.
Wait, no.
16 does hit. Yep, and roll your attack with your sneak attack damage.
That's 1d. Yes. 5d.
Dang. I got 10 damage.
10 damage. Gotcha.
Yeah,
And by
battle
the-
axe. Like I swing it up in the air and I'm basically.
And by the way, Hex is considered a bonus action already.
Hex is a bonus action. Yeah,
It's
that's
one bonus action.
Yeah.
if we
So
both
if you
killed
do-
it,
I was thinking Bane when I was talking about that. So Hex. So the
Right,
thing
so
is,
I wouldn't have to use it.
you wouldn't have to use it exactly.
Right,
anyway,
just
yeah.
FYI, if we both kill this guard, like if my attack and his attack both kill this guard, we have to describe it because this is pretty.
Okay. Yeah. Absolutely.
We're bonding.
Bonding moment.
We're killed somebody together.
Okay.
Shared a moment.
So
Shared a moment there.
let me just add up my.
Because I know he did something. I'm like, I was the appetizer. He's the entree. He just literally just gave him everything.
Okay. I think I finally got D&D Beyond up and working.
All right, I hit him for 27.
27.
Holy
Woo!
cow!
Plus 10.
He looks at you and laughs. As he
Describe
dies.
this epic moment. This bonding bro
I'll
moment
describe mine
here.
first. So like I go in and I kind of like get up in the like get a good leap on him, and I'm like spinning my axe, and I basically like cut down to his arm, and he's just like going down like this, and he like looks back up, and I like turn out of it, and then there you go.
I run in, I slice behind his leg at his calf. Then I slice his arm so he can't punch me. And then I hit him in the skull right here in the soft palate.
Right in the bottom. You still have a bonus action if you wanted to try and attack the other one. It's up to you.
Oh my God, what am I doing? Oh my God, what am I doing?
You
Oh
have-
my, I'm so
you-
sorry. I have
you
an
also
extra
get
attack.
extra attack.
Oh my
So you
God,
guys
I'm
could
so
double-
sorry. I will use.
You still have movement left too, probably.
Is that yeah?
So you can move up to the second one attack. Yeah.
I'm gonna move to the next guard, and I'm gonna use my.
I'm gonna say
axe.
you'll be by yourself now, not without advantage, because you are not able to move currently. But you could, I would say, if you, you can still use your bonus action to like throw a dagger or something if you wanted to. That's up to
That
you.
wouldn't do anything.
Okay.
Better than nothing.
Are you allowing for the axe to be thrown? Is that okay? Battle axe.
Yeah,
to be
you can throw an
Just like
axe, a hand axe.
two-handed?
Sure. Yeah.
No
Absolutely.
battle axe.
It's a battle.
Oh, it's a battle axe.
So it's like it's not
It's not a
heavy.
top-
It's like it's 4 pounds, but it's like not heavy.
So it's not it's not considered a heavy weapon.
Yeah, it's not heavy.
Yeah, you can still. It's not considered a thrown, so it would just be like an improvised thrown weapon. It's
Like
not gonna do.
checking
It's not gonna do
sword?
like a
Yeah.
whole lot. It's not gonna do full damage.
Is it not going to do full damage to it?
Probably
Okay, I'll
not.
take that
No.
back.
So
I'm
it's
gonna-
just
I'm
like
gonna
you'd
run-
be
I'm
better
gonna
off
run
swinging it
I
for
will run at
damage.
him and take him out.
Retcon.
Slashing. Yeah. Okay. So that's 19.
19 does hit on
19
that
does
one.
hit,
Yeah.
okay.
Roll for damage on that one as well.
That is. Let's see. Yeah. 8. Oh wait, plus 10.
10 damage.
Yeah, 10
okay.
damage again.
Yeah, that hits, but the member of the order is still up
Okay.
currently. Yeah.
That dagger might take
Is
him
there
down.
any? Wait. Is there any sort of way? Like, can I hit him a way where it like puts him at a disadvantage? Like, possibly
Not
taking
really.
his-
It's
okay.
not like a D. That's usually D&D like.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a
taboo.
martial ability.
I
Yeah,
know.
it's
just
like there's
thought I'd
abilities that do
ask.
things. So like,
Just thought
like oh, I
I'd
aim for his
ask.
head. It's like you're always gonna aim for his head.
I know,
Like, right? So
but
it's
like,
like,
it's just like hit him in the part where he can still move.
no, yeah. You
Darn
could
it.
you could do like a crippling shot or whatever. Those are actually like abilities, you know,
Yeah.
like so snaring or something like that. So whose turn is it next
I
then?
believe it's mine.
Yes.
Go
It
ahead.
goes next.
Okay, so they went left. There were 2 guards on the left.
They did.
There were 2 guards on the right.
There's not 2 guards on the right. The right is open.
Yeah.
I
It was
thought he-
only guards. No,
Oh, no.
to the right. He ran
You went to the right, but there's no one in there.
But it was
yeah.
the 2 guards to the left that saw him.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah. Say, there's
Nobody
there's
down
only
to the
2 guards on the left. There's no one on the right.
Okay, so one of them is one of them hexed or that one's
Yeah.
dead?
One of them is hexed. And sorry, which one did you hex? You hexed
One on the right.
The one on the right. So you killed the one on the left. Okay. So yeah, he's hexed.
Okay, well, I'm going for the one on the right.
You don't get the extra damage, though. Only he gets the extra damage on hex, I believe. Correct? I believe that's how it works. So I'm just making sure.
Got it. Okay, well, that's fine. I'm gonna go for the one on the right with an unarmed strike.
Okay. Yeah. Go right for it. You could do the punchies because you're a monk.
Oh, this is a
That's
cool
what
scene.
we do.
You
What?
literally had a ranger, a rogue, and now a monk. Literally just
Yeah.
finishing. off
Rush
guard.
down these innocent people
Ooh,
and just
that's
start
a fight.
slaughtering
So
them.
cool.
That's a fight scene.
In the mayor's office who invited you into
Nobody
his town.
invited. We just
Yeah,
got killed.
literally.
So that's
Welcome to Carson. Everyone's so friendly here.
That's a transition. Welcome to Carson. Just literally killing each other.
so that's 18.
18 hits.
Okay.
Roll for that damage.
So I am gonna run down that hallway. Jump off because they're kind of in front. I'm gonna jump off the wall and just roundhouse kick to the face, and
Roundhouse
that
kick.
is 9 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. And do you have any other strikes you want to use?
I do.
Okay. You can use it.
I do.
That's
Unless he's
nice.
dead.
He's waiting to hear if he
This
went
is
down. from
terrifying.
high.
I'm waiting to hear
I
if
feel
he's
sorry
dead.
for these
He's
guards. I
Not
really
down
do.
yet.
not down yet.
He's not looking so hot, but he's not down.
Okay.
Next strike.
That is fine. So I will continue with my flurry of blows.
Oh, wait, I didn't have them go yet, did I? I think they were supposed to go.
Oh, I
after.
thought their running forward was their go. That's why I didn't put them forward on it.
No, it's okay. I'll have them go after this. My bad.
Okay,
If they can.
Yeah, we'll see.
that's my flurry of blows.
I was going off of the list. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
Flurry of blows.
That's 24, so I'm sure
24 hits. Yeah.
that hits.
He's no matter what he's down because he only had one left. So explain how you're taking out this last guard, please, for me. Now is your moment.
I just
Describe this
I
carnage
just
for
slash
us.
him once, and then I see you come in. You do you.
This is your moment. Make it sweet.
Right.
Savor it.
So I jump off the wall, roundhouse kick to the face, and then I just punch him right on the chin, hard as I can.
Sure, you can. This is lethal damage or non-lethal?
This is lethal.
Lethal damage, yeah. Okay. You, with two large cracks that sound like almost like cracks from a whip that echo down the hallway, just crack, crack, and then he's lays on the floor motionless, his body. And that's it.
And then just
From inside, you hear what sounds to be almost like a whimpering sound coming from inside the next door. You're able to get back to the back door now. You notice that the back door is unlocked. You could open it if you wanted to.
I'm going to open it.
You open it. It leads into another back room. Excuse me. And you see the center room, which you can only assume would be their living room, and you hear the same whimpering coming from that next room over. The door is closed.
We enter.
We enter. Yes, us.
Are we out of combat officially at this point?
That is correct. Out of turn order now. Yes.
Can I follow Valir while still invisible?
You probably didn't see Valir go that way.
Oh,
I was already
He was
running
already
that way
running.
when you were
already-
running out.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
You probably just missed that. Yeah.
Okay, well,
But you hear all that happen from inside, and you hear it all quiet now.
okay, I go back in hoping that the guards are dead or at least unconscious and can't see
You
me.
walk back in, and you see
Yeah.
the carnage before you, but you are still invisible.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. What is everyone doing here?
Firebolt at the kitchen.
Firebolt in the kitchen?
Come on.
What are you
Burn the
firebolting? Are you trying to make something?
Yeah.
Are you cooking?
Yeah, the pans, the oils, everything. I'm burning it.
Okay, just burning down the mansion on the inside.
yeah.
Okay. You light a fire in the kitchen. Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
gonna
That
die in
works.
some way or fashion.
Sure. The house starts burning from the kitchen side, yeah.
Perfect. I walk out.
wait, it's all open now, right?
It's all open. I'm going to ask you as well, so after you kill these guards, do you want to have anything to say to any of these people about Thomason or anything here? Yeah.
Well,
What is your purpose?
I'm here to end the order, and Thomas.
The Order. What do you know of them?
All I know is they're a bunch of corrupt fucks. I don't necessarily want to be here, but here I am, working with you lot.
Well, we are here to take out Thomason as well. However, we wish to capture him first. We would like to have some words. Can you agree to that?
Yes, I have no problem interrogating him. Go ahead. Have your questions.
I'm cleaning my axe, like after the battle. There's just, slash blood on it, and I'm just like, well, there might be a bounty on him as well.
Well, Digo, let's find out. We wouldn't find out anything if he's dead.
Yeah, after your questioning.
Fine.
And then
You notice also smoke billowing in from the kitchen at this point.
House is on fire!
Is the door locked?
come on!
The door to that next area is locked, and you yell, "House is on fire!" You just hear, you hear it coming from the inside. Oh God! Should we leave? Go, Jack. What do you think? Will you protect me? Please protect me. And it sounds like it's not. It sounds like it's not Thomason. It sounds like it's a different voice.
Who is it? Or
You probably don't know who it is.
So we.
I don't know if you've really heard that.
I'll go towards the voice. Or
Well,
is it near him?
It's in the area that's locked
Never mind.
currently.
Do you
Who's you here? Who's out there? Who's in my house?
Oh no.
Real quick, the door that I'm at that's to that room, is it double doors? Is it a single door? What's
Single door.
single door? Is there a way to use would it open toward me or away or both?
It would open inside, away from you.
Okay, so it would open away from me. And is there any way to use my hand axe to lodge this door from opening?
To lodge it from opening.
Yeah, to keep it from opening and like to wait until I hear them, but I want to be ready to lodge it if they try to open it.
I don't think so. It opens inside, so I don't
So it
think there's a
opens
way
in?
to like
Okay.
stop it from going that way, unless you could like maybe.
Well, what I was thinking of doing is if is there like a door knob or a door handle?
Yeah, there would be like a
Because if
handle.
I put the axe blade,
could
like,
put it
so
through
that
it.
it's-
Sure. Yeah, I would say you could do that.
It's into the door frame
Yeah.
and blocking the door.
I would say there's a
so
way
I'm
to
gonna do
wedge
that for
it.
now, but ready to pull it if I need to run it.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I would say you're able to do that pretty easily then. Sure.
All right. Does anybody have any lock picking skills?
I do.
Time to earn your pay. Go burgle something.
Go burgle.
Love it.
6 plus. What would be my modifier?
Sleight of hand for that. Sorry. That's also under the skill section. For
Sleight of hand
lockpicking,
plus the
plus your
his
proficiency bonus if you're proficient in
bonus,
it. Yeah.
He has proficiency with the tools.
Yeah.
11.
11, and then you'd also get a proficiency bonus on top of that, which your proficiency bonus should be at the top of your page.
3.
So 14 altogether. Nice, very cool. Yeah, you were able to turn it open, and the door is now open, but it's up to you whether or not you want to open it up or not. But you know that you unlocked it.
I crack it because I don't want to just open. So I crack it to see if I could see anything.
You crack it, and the door leads open into the left, and there's just mostly a wall from there. But you see it's like a nice wooden wall. It seems like a study or something like that, or a living room.
All right. We agreed. Go lethal, but Thomason, let's leave him alive.
Keep him alive if there's a reward.
I believe we should question him. He may know something that may help your party.
Maybe. But there's a good reward after.
We can figure that out later. All right.
Okay. Are you opening the door? You open the door, opens up all the way, and you see the mayor sitting there behind a couch, his eyes poking above it, and he just looks scared. He's sitting in the corner of the room. You see 𝐒𝐩𝐨𝐬𝐬𝐬, his guard, very large, muscular orc, and that is all that's in there. And you see light mist sort of covering the ground inside as it sort of is fading slowly as its fit's going away.
Do I feel or detect something from this mist in particular?
You could roll for Arcana for me.
14.
Not so bad. And then add your Arcana skill to that.
50.
15, not so much. You know that it is not natural and is definitely something magical, but you cannot put your finger on exactly what that would be. Although you know that members of the Order cast magic, and you may have seen this before, so you are assuming that this came from one of the members of the Order.
Okay.
As the door creaks open, he looks and he says, You're not here to hurt me, are you?
We are here
The mayor.
looking for Thomason.
Oh, Thomason is gone. He's not here anymore.
Mayor, what do you know of this order?
Well, they come from Hausfell, and they provide the champions that protect our village from all the wars and battles between the factions and whatnot. They keep us safe.
They also lie to the people.
Well, our friend here says they lie. What would they be lying about?
Oh, I don't know. Who are you, anyways?
What do they keep you safe from? I'm asking the questions.
They keep us safe from all the evils in the world, all the wars and battles and everything across the land. They keep the people safe.
What if I told you that we are here to keep the people safe? I'm not here to hurt you.
He notices the 2 dead bodies of the people outside the auditorium. It's kind of hard to believe from the entrance that you made.
I look at him. I'm like, I sort of initiated that. You would know, wouldn't you? I look right at his orc bodyguard, and I'm just like,
He doesn't look like he looks like he's prepared, but he doesn't look too scared or anything. He kind of just grunts and looks at you.
I'll go ahead and remove the axe and open the door from where I'm at.
Yeah. Okay. As you do, you see the back of the mayor huddled behind the couch on the other side of him, and as he hears the door open, and he gets up from his chair and goes into the corner, back against the wall.
is this guy not doing? Is the orc bodyguard not doing anything?
He stands there, and as soon as he runs to the corner, he goes, 𝐒𝐻𝐸𝐽, get them, arrest them all. And 𝐒𝐻𝐸𝐽 looks at him and he goes,
What is your loyalty to that champion and that order?
Who are you asking that to? Just
Mayor.
The mayor. The order. They protect us.
They bleed your people dry.
Well, we don't have a choice really. It's the only way to keep them safe.
If we offered you a choice of protection from them, would you have a problem with that?
Are you some sort of mercenaries or something? Or
We have a calling to deal with false champions, and this is one.
But also, how much are you worth?
Well, a lot of the town's wealth goes towards the Order for Protection, so our city is not worth that much.
I go to 𝐒𝐻𝐸𝐻 and I say to him, in Draconic, because I somehow think he speaks Draconic, and I'm just like, so how much is this guy you're protecting worth?
Doesn't respond.
No, like I'm just kind of like trying to like look at him and just try to get it like. No. All right,
Mayor,
cool.
as my dear friend has said, as you can see, we have no problem dispatching you, and we do not. We wish to protect your people.
We have the means to do so. Pushes the door open and then drops the disguise.
As you push the door open more, that some of the smoke billows in, and he's, is that smoke?
Yeah, the whole building's on fire. Sorry about that.
Why would you do this? You kill them, you threaten me, you burn down my house, and you want me to trust you?
Put out the fire.
Always gonna do something. Why is it I always have to do this?
You started the fire.
I like you.
Minor inconveniences.
Why is there a fire here? We are supposed to question this man. I wanted to kill him, but he convinced me otherwise.
Right. What better way to get him out to come out than smoke?
Yeah, also he's got a bounty on his head, Nelius, so we should.
Mayor, you must understand. You've been led astray. This order is deceiving you. That man, Thomas, is not the champion. We are the champions.
A champion should not ask for your people to live in poverty so that they can profit.
Well, what am I to do? Just tell them no? You can't protect me from the whole Order. They'll come here and wipe out my city.
Tell us where they are.
They reside in the monastery in Halsfell, nearby, to the north.
Can you offer support of any kind in this fight?
We're not really... We don't leave the gates. We're mostly a farming village, and we don't have a military, so I'm sorry.
Then we will make do with what we have. But we have faced worse.
If you can give us at least some refuge in the meantime, we will do what we can to help.
Well, you could stay any of the... I can give you free stay at any of the inns, or I don't really think it's proper for me to have you stay here in my house, especially after you tried to burn it down and kill people right in front of me.
Actually, the fire's still fucking going.
Yes,
I did send Nelius to do it.
I should probably go take care of that then.
Please, yes.
By the way, where's your other friends at now?
The Order.
Your guests.
One of the silver masks some wave with his hand, some mist came into the room, couldn't really see, and then it was gone and they were gone.
Interesting.
Where is the champion?
He went with them to Halsfell, I'm assuming.
We will head that way.
Mayor, I know this is a lot to ask, especially under the circumstances. But like I said, we are not here to harm you or your people. In fact, it may be hard to believe, but we want the world to succeed. We have seen a lot. We are here to help. If you can help guide us, offer us refuge, and at least keep the guards off of us, we will do what we can.
Well, I don't think my guards are really able to finish you off. You seem very strong. I will not have them arrest you for now, but I do ask you, do not try to burn down my house or kill any more people while in my city, please.
Tell me, is your bodyguard strong? Is he just mad all the time?
I think he's pretty strong. I've seen him decapitate a man with just, the flick of his wrist.
Yeah, you decapitate your own kind?
Digo! We have a better fight on our hand, I promise. You will get to see blood, but not here.
Digo seems different.
Do I hear that?
You say you didn't come here to harm him. I came here to harm him. However, I feel like this is the best course of action. So, let's put the fucking fire out.
Already on it!
Are you
Mage hands.
You come back with like an apron on and like you got a towel.
Dude, I've got unseen servant helping me to put out the fire.
Before he does
I've
that-
got mage hand just going.
Okay, so no.
fanning
He's
the
having
flames.
trouble. He's having trouble.
You're not helping.
I do this. As he's like, Do you need some help, Nelius? And then as he does it, like this like thing just grows out of my chest and like forms on my shoulder, and it's a little ice drake right here. And it basically crawls down my arm, and I look at him and I'm just going like that, and it goes and runs to the kitchen on the floor, and it scurries over and
It's a total loss in there.
and then it starts blowing. It starts
Covered in
blowing.
ash, you come out.
Total loss.
Like totally
It's a
face covered in
total
ash,
loss.
like two little
Don't
white
go in there.
circles.
It starts blowing ice on the areas of the fire. and
Nice.
trying
Yeah, it's able to
help.
put it out for
Perhaps
sure with ice
you
breath.
would
yeah.
need this bag of gold, you know.
Are you saying that to my drake?
Prestidigitation.
I walk up to Telka. I'm sorry, we have not met.
Hello. Nice to meet you, a fellow drow.
Not quite. 𝐒𝐲𝐬𝐲𝐬.
My name is Telka. What is yours?
Valir.
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 Valir. Nice to meet you.
It is a pleasure, Telka.
This is very
You are from this town?
Yes, I've been here for quite some time. I wasn't raised here, but I grew up here.
The mayor interrupts and says, "This is very heartwarming, but can you please leave now?"
This is to the point.
Okay.
Is your issues with the mayor related to what they have to give the champion? So if we solve this problem for the mayor, does that settle your issue?
Yes, I only want what's right for the people, and the order is not right for the people. Neither of the champions. Those hypocrites.
So, good mayor, it might seem you would be wise, as your people have started an uprising in the town, to no longer side with the order, to no longer side with the champion.
I can agree with you there, but what else should we do? We're at the mercy of them.
We
They
will
have
do what we
powers
can to help you with that.
I appreciate
But
that.
when that is over, I believe the two of you need to have a conversation.
Sure. Sure, yeah, of course.
I go to his.
I start walking out.
I just want to go quick to his orc guard. I speak broken Orcish to him, and I go like, "What tribe are you from?"
He sort of grunts at you again and says,
I don't trust you enough to talk about my past.
in Orcish.
I try to say to him in broken, like what Orcish I know. I'm just like, "Not your enemy. We're the same. Just only half for me."
More of our kind is across the ocean. That's all I'll tell you.
Where?
The Crimson Coast.
Maybe we'll talk more.
I'm just gonna to add to Valir and Teleka's conversation. I'm just gonna thank Teleka. Thank you, Teleka.
You're welcome.
You seem to be honorable. I appreciate your help.
I'm helping you because our goals align.
Yes.
I don't like working in groups. However, this is more advantageous to everyone.
Agreed. Though I do have one question for you.
What's that?
It seemed that your ambush was organized. Were you working with others?
Yes, I was working with a small group of scoundrels. However, I used them to get what I wanted.
Well, we may have some people who can help us then.
Perhaps. Perhaps I'll give them a call and see what else they may know.
That would be helpful. Any information on the Order or the Champions would also be beneficial, if you can help us out with that.
Yes, I see we have the same goal, so yes, I completely agree.
And you'd also know that the bartender at where you meet up, I think I sent you the name, would have a lot of information. He's usually who you go to for information.
Is this the Suli?
We'll have to find out.
Who knows?
We're about to find
Chia,
out.
you want to say something?
I have to look at the document.
Yes. How much time has passed since the initial chaos ensued in the upper circle with this smoke?
Oh, when that smoke and everything happened, it's only been maybe a couple minutes at this point, probably like
That's what.
4 or 5 minutes at this point.
until
maybe?
now?
Yeah.
Great.
It's not been
so
so
I
long.
have an hour of invisibility.
Yeah, you're still invisible.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely, you are.
Okay, great. I would like to stay invisible at this time, but Chia just kind of walks around the room and just kind of inspects what's in it.
Okay. All right.
Still invisible.
Sure. Valir, you want to do something?
Yes, on my way out, whatever rituals I've learned from having done some now work for the Raven Queen, I'm going to do rituals on the bodies of the knights that we had to deal with. I will note that one is only unconscious and kind of prop him up, give him some water.
Gotcha.
And as I'm on my way out, I will let Heiko know. I will find you later. I'm going to go check on Doran and make sure his cart is okay and his
Nice.
people are okay.
Very cool. Okay. Anyone else do anything here in the room before we leave?
I just start leaving.
You just want to leave? Okay.
Is the mayor and his guard gonna stay there?
For now.
Can
Yeah.
I stay behind invisible when they all leave just for like a minute or two?
You could, yeah.
Yeah.
You wouldn't necessarily know where everyone else is going, so you'd have to track them
That's
probably or
fine.
something afterwards. But
That's
okay.
fine.
Mhm.
I will just simply ask the mayor a place to where we can, if he can give us a place that we can stay, and
Okay.
bid mine.
He mentions to you either the Mossy Stone or the Turn Copper are the largest two inns in town.
Okay, yeah, if he can let them know to kind of and just to keep things.
Sure. Yeah, he'll basically is like do like a quick little sign on a piece of paper that gives you right to stay or something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
The mayor's orders.
I look towards the mayor after looking at Guchek and I say, will he be around you more? I'd like to speak with Guchek in private if I can. Maybe later or now.
Well, that's up to Guchek. He stays by my side at most times. So
Does he speak common?
yes, he does actually, but very rarely does he speak. It's pretty nice having a guard that keeps to himself and keeps me safe in return.
I go to Guchek, broken Orcish again. I'm like, Guchek, we need to discuss about the orcs. I need to know more.
What reason do I have to talk to you?
It's personal.
I don't owe you any favors.
I need to know more about just my bloodline, and I haven't seen many of your kind from where I'm from. So, I would like to find the time to speak with you. Please.
This is all I can offer you.
He takes his armor, kind of pulls it to the side, and rips off like a little necklace, gives it to you.
This might give you some answers. That's all I can tell you.
What does the necklace look like?
It's got like a circle, like made of wood, and has a carving in it, just of some symbol.
Where do I take this to?
And if you find any outposts, especially on the Crimson Coast, this might get you somewhere.
Tell me, will they hate me for what I am, just being a half of one of you?
That's why I gave you the necklace.
Thank you. And I just kind of like, I'm walking away, I look at him, and I'm just like kind of wondering about, my family.
Okay. And I see a couple of different hands raising at the same time.
I yell out really loud, I'm going to the stoolie for some information. If you want to follow me, come my way.
Okay.
As part of my checking in on the three bodies, I'm going to leave a gold coin with each of them.
Okay, cool. I think mostly everyone has left at this point.
Toku,
So
right
you'll be alone.
I'll join you.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm also offering peace to all the people, and of course my apologies to.
As everyone leaves, they're alone in their study. You hear the mayor say, oh, "What have we got ourselves into, Guchek? Oh, these wars are really getting out of hand. Which faction do you think they came from? What do you think they want from us? The orders, they're hired to protect us. Why can't they protect us from people like this? And they just kind of just go on about that kind of stuff. And you hear a lot of talk about like wars and factions, and they're trying to kind of keep out of it. And it seems that the Order has promised them to take care of them.
Okay. With that, Chia very gingerly exits the room from the other end where you came out.
I left the door open.
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly why. Goes through that way, and very conveniently heard where they were going with the yell, and starts to head towards the stoolie.
Okay. All right. Everyone is making their way to the stoolie. What's that?
Nothing. Just thinking about the time.
I was about to say, I
so
think that's a good place
did
probably
my-
to leave it off. I mean, how much? I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if we want to get into
Did my
this. I
drink
think
put
that's a
out
nice
the
little
fire?
cliffhanger.
Is the fire?
Oh yeah, the fire's done. The
Okay,
fire's
cool.
done.
25 minutes.
I mean-
we're doing 3 hours.
So like I.
Well, we had the technical difficulties. You want to go until we get to the stoolie?
I guess we could.
Yeah. Let's
I think
do
we
it.
could.
Sure. I know we had technical difficulties, so
Yeah.
maybe we should go a little extra this time.
Yeah, we can.
Cool. Let's get to the stoolie. Let's figure out what's happening after that, and we can leave it on a cliffhanger there. Then.
So, I have to tell you about this great time we had. It was on another drinking venture, much like the place we're going to. We had a friend with a bit of ale. It was an enchanted ale from the Fey realm. Probably not something you're really familiar with, but trust me, it's
I'm aware of
Are we all
it.
together?
Oh,
I think everyone's together except for Chia. You heard they're going to the stoolie, but
I
you,
just want to stay invisible at this point, just
are you just?
until it goes
Yeah,
out.
you're able to probably catch up to them if you're really trying to book it.
Yeah.
You know, and just you only want to stay in there
Yeah,
for a
she
little
books
bit.
it.
Then yeah, you're able to catch up to them.
I'm still with Valir, just kind of taking care of the of the people.
So you're not following them to the stoolie.
I'm not following them with the stoolie. I mean, well,
Well,
as
is
long
Valir
as
staying?
it takes, for as long as it takes to take care of the damages and the people that we hurt. I will
Okay,
be there.
so you're helping around the city
Yeah,
center.
and then I will make my way to the stoolie.
Gotcha. Oh,
I mean, all the people I heard are dead, so.
Yeah. I'm with him. I'm with him.
Well, I did kill
It's
one.
like I'm not.
You hear Doran talking about all of his grandchildren and everything with Valir, and you're both enduring all that talk now.
I think I'm like looking at the necklace I just got and then hearing Nelius's clever story that's about to unfold.
I couldn't open the document, so I can't see the person's name.
couldn't open the document. Which were you looking for? I can whisper something.
Whisper. Secret moment. Secret moment. Secret moment. Secret moment. Secret moment.
We know nothing.
Secret
we know
moment. Can't hear
nothing.
anything.
Secret.
Chemtrails.
Secret.
All this crazy
Ta-da!
stuff. FBI. all this
Two
crazy
lovers.
stuff.
What?
Huh? What happened?
Okay.
What are they selling?
A
Okay.
little cart guy.
So we are making our way to the stoolie.
yes.
Any other conversations before we get to the stoolie?
No.
You notice you go down this long, like it seems to almost narrow as it goes down to like a single door, and you see a very small image and like sort of burned into the wood above it of just like a pigeon, and that's it. There's no name or anything like that at all. You approach the door. What do you do to the door?
All right, let's go in. I have an informant. He's going to tell us everything we need to know, or anything we may want to know. Ready?
What up?
Do I see anything on the door?
Do you see anything on the door?
Yeah.
Very
or
plain
on
door.
the wall or door.
Very plain door, just like simple wood, kind of like beaten down. I mean, this is towards like the slums. So
Oh, so
this
we're in
is-
the lower ring?
You're in the lower. Yeah, you're towards the shanties at this
This
point.
is the place with the salt water, right?
The saltwater. Yes, this is the place of the saltwater.
Where
Sure.
I met Bolin.
Here we go again.
Bolin. Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's
he
the one.
lives down here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he'd be. I mean, not exactly here, but yeah.
No, I hope he's getting himself some good food up in the upper
Yeah,
ring.
he's definitely having a night on the town right now with his one gold.
Good.
One gold.
Okay. So you enter the door.
Yeah.
You enter, and it's just like it's a thick ruckus of noise. You see, the first thing you see is two people just run across you and bump into you, and what'd you say about my mother? And they're just battling it out and roughing and just fighting and everything else.
Just a normal night in Stoolies.
Exactly.
I literally look at it and I'm just smiling and just going like, wow.
I pickpocket one as he's going by while they're engaged.
Roll for sleight of hand, but I'm sure it's fine. He's drunk. I'm sure they're fighting. What'd you get? You should get a 1.
No.
Okay.
I got. That would be 11.
Yeah, you're able to snatch something.
Okay,
It's not a whole lot, but you're to get like a little, small thing of coins.
Sentinel feet off of my party, so I'm going to be trying to take any damage from them bouncing.
Reflecting everyone
Exactly.
off. Yeah. You count. I mean, you get a satchel probably worth like 10 silver, like 1 gold probably or something. Yeah, you run into the bar. It seems to be just a ruckus all about. People are just laughing and drinking and having fun. There's a bartender sitting behind the counter. He looks at you. Says, "What do you lot want?"
How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. How's you doing? Good to see you again in one piece.
As you. We need to know something about the order.
Sure. Your friend's here, though. I don't know if I trust in an open.
Well, you trust me, don't you?
Sure, I do.
Then they're okay.
I take a little bit of the ale and I write on the bar. Yeah.
Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How about 5 gold each for the information?
That's a bit steep.
Well, it's
Wait, are they the 5? Not
Yeah,
6.
not counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5. Yeah.
Just making sure.
You're still invisible?
Same people gold pieces. Yeah.
Okay.
still
5
invisible.
gold.
Save 5 gold. Huh?
That's all right.
How about 5 gold total?
Yeah.
Make it 15 altogether.
And a shot of your strongest. And I throw a couple
15
silver.
and
10.
drink as we will tonight.
Oh, yes.
10 and we have a deal.
10, we have a deal. Sure.
All right.
How about that? How about that ale?
Yeah.
Sure.
No, that shot.
Give me the gold first and I'll go and get the ale.
Here's the silver. And I throw the bunch of the silver for the shot.
Hey, cool.
Okay. So do you pay him in gold right now?
Yes,
Yeah.
He gets the gold and he goes to the back, and it takes a minute, and another man walks out to the front. Right, what can I do for you lot?
Where did Neff go?
What? That wasn't Neff.
Huh.
Yeah, Neff's. I'm Neff.
All right.
Fair
It's
enough.
like all the bartenders are
Fair
named
enough.
I mean, I'm an insight check on this.
Well, I'd whisper that to you. So
Uh-oh. That's what I was mixing up, because I'm like, wait, what?
sorry, I thought I made that clear.
insight
That's
check?
why. Yeah, this is Neff.
This is Neff.
This is Neff.
This is our
Neff said-
informant. I was mistaken. It happens from time to
The
time.
other
just
guy,
paid 10
the other guy
gold?
is a guy from the bar, but he's not. He's not
Just
Neff.
paid 10 gold for no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So
I look at.
what can I do you lot
look
for?
at you guys. I look
What's
at him.
the-
I'm in the room with him. I look at him and I'm just like, what's an informant? He doesn't know certain things. He doesn't know, like, he's
doesn't-
not caught up
Oh, wait.
on a lot of things.
Oh,
Like
okay.
informant, like he knows like mercenary, certain things like that. He doesn't know what an informant is.
An informant tells you things that you want to know if you give them gold or some sort of favor, something like that.
Do you
These are questions we can sort out after we are not sitting in the bar.
So you don't hunt them down?
Or you threatened to burn the bar down because you didn't get your damn drink.
Don't do that! Not in this bar!
I like that. We're not gonna do that, right?
No.
We could.
No one acts unruly.
Do I see that the gentleman from earlier?
No, if you mention that the other person, are you talking about the gold and what you paid and everything like that? I didn't hear if you mentioned
Yeah,
that.
no,
in
no,
character,
I
but-
didn't, we didn't mention it. So, Neff, I'd like a free round of drinks for everyone that's in my party. We just got shambled by a guy, I think he was maybe a patron, that walked in the back.
Oh no, Monaham again. Oh, I told him to stop pretending that he's the bartender. Just comes in here and takes off with all the. Okay, you know what? Sure, free round of drinks on me. Yeah, no worries.
I'd light my shot on fire.
Wow, it's good stuff. It lights on fire.
Are you a pyromaniac?
So the Drake's still with me,
Occasionally.
right? The Drake's still summoned with me, right?
You're learning.
Can I still
The
have it?
drinks, the Drake. Yeah, the Drake is still with
Drake's
you.
still
Yeah.
with me, so I have the Drake in my pack, and then I kind of open it up, and it's like crawling, like
a
on
little
my
puppy
shoulder.
dog bag.
It's like a little. So I have a satchel
Chihuahua purse?
with my. So I have a satchel like backpack,
God,
like little
yeah.
like
Yeah,
this with
Chihuahua purse.
Chihuahua purse, yeah.
You know what? Hey, you know what? Whatever. I carry things. Little thing
You're keen over the shoulder
came
bag.
out. The little Drake came out, and he just like is looking, and I look over at him, and I'm like I just tell him telepathically, go put it out, and he puts it out, and it's drink out.
He spits on your drink
Yeah,
with
I
a little
spit
ice.
ice on your drink. I go.
While that's all going
Quite
on,
the
I lean
interesting
over.
creature.
I lean over to Telka. Feel our pain.
It is pain, that is.
I'm drinking my tea.
Right, so Telka, what can I do for you? What's going on in your neck of the woods today? How'd the mission go?
I didn't kill him.
Oh no.
However, I teamed up with this lot so that they could help me take down the Order and the Champions.
Oh, sure, right. That sounds, yeah, it's great. Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
So, if you have any questions to ask him, I reckon you do it now.
Sure, yeah.
We would like any information you have on the Order.
Well, the Order is a organization. They used to go by the name the Order of the Flame or the Order of the Sun. Now they just go by the Order. And it is their, at least they say that they are the ones who take care of the champions. They read the secret language of Vol'Antia, and they keep the public safe.
Who do they serve?
I believe the man in the silver mask, he only goes by the Ordained One. And most of the Order, he is the leader of most of them. But they have a monastery in Hausfell. And I believe their headquarters is actually in a city named Mornheim. I believe that's where they hail from. It is under my suspicion that the king there, King Renala of Mornheim, is the one in control of the Order. Although that might just be a conspiracy, so don't quote me on that. That's just the word that I get around here.
Have you heard the name Thamor?
Thamor, no. I don't think I've heard the name Thamor.
Have you heard the name Vol'Tar?
No, can't say that I have. No, Vol'Tar, no.
At that, Chia drops her invisibility and goes, "Do you put salt in your water?"
I pull my axe out and I literally go like this and I draw it right
Instinctively.
to her neck. Like, can I roll for that?
Sure.
Okay, roll.
You can
There's
roll.
no better
you can,
time. I was
I mean, no,
invisible
you
for
can
too
you can
long.
put it up to her neck. You
Yeah,
have to
so
roll for that.
I don't strike.
As
I
you-
literally, as she does it, like as something appear, I literally just go like this, and I'm like,
Yeah.
Salt in the no, but I have heard of ales where they put salt in the ale.
You know about that.
you
Yeah,
not do that?
they put the salt in the ale, but that's more in the sort of I think it's western region. I don't know. I don't do it here. No, this is just regular ale. No.
I thought it was a very odd question, but
Yeah, it's
Still using Sentinel when he does the axe. I'll just cross
Cling.
with the sword.
okay.
Whoa,
Sort of immediately.
Face is framed right in between them. She's like, "Do you put salt in your water?"
And then lowers the weapon, puts it away.
I love it.
Hey guys, what's up?
she appeared out of
Might
nowhere.
not want to surprise people like that. Trust us.
With that, the ales are now served to you. They have a bar patron that's come out and served you ales as well. So
In
you
that
have,
case,
you
I'll
all have
take a
them.
water.
You say that the champion is to protect the world. What does a champion, if it's not Vol'Tar, who do they protect from?
Well, they just protect it from all the evil in the world, and there's also many wars going on throughout Vol'Antia for territory and whatnot, clashing of factions.
How many champions are there?
Currently, I don't know. I only know of Thomas, and I've heard there are others throughout the land, maybe a good 4 or 5 more champions.
Wait, so what do the champions do? Just protect?
Well, they go out and they fight evil, yeah, and
Well,
they
you-
protect.
Do they have a quest of sorts, or is it just generally protecting?
That's probably something more that the Order would have more information about. I just know that they are told that they are protectors of Vol'Antia and they protect the innocent, and they go on quests to so-called save them and what's not. That's
but we know better.
Have they told you of any of the accomplishments of Thomason?
What's that?
Have they told you of any exploits or
it's-
championing of Thomason?
It's really, I mean, hearsay. I believe that's little
Nothing
monkey.
provable.
No, I believe that
Nothing
most of it
solid.
is just, blah, blah, blah. He seems like the type that can't really hold up a stick rather than much less a sword.
He did not defend himself.
So
you've never
there's
seen
tales
him
of him
action?
slaying dragons and killing massive armies of goblins and so
He's a
on and so
fraud.
forth. But who knows? I don't.
So why do you hate the Order and the champions?
Well, the Order, from what we know here in the Stuli, and from all the group of the ne'er-do-wells here, we see them as leeches who offer something that they don't actually provide for us. Seems that they say that they will protect us and whatnot from wars and famine and whatnot, but it seems that they are the ones causing it, and it's all political.
So if we were to say that we have been tasked to destroy the champions and the Order, would you say that we are on the side of good or evil?
I can't quite hear you whispering in the bar here. It's pretty loud. I think you said something about...
Speak up, mate.
something about order and you helping?
Are we safe here to speak up?
Sure, yeah.
Well,
it's,
I guess what I'm saying is, if I were to tell you that we were here to put an end to the champions, would you say that we are on the side of good?
I would say you're on our side, right? But good for the common people, probably. Yeah, I would say so. Champions, to me, seem like they don't really do much but make, save face for the order and everything else.
So you would say perhaps that the order is really the bad ones?
Quite possibly, yeah. I mean, I think that's common knowledge around here that the order is really not for the better.
I have a question for you. Hi, I'm Chia, by the way. And she
Hello,
just like holds
Chia.
out a hand. Why kill Thomason if he's just a face?
Well, I don't like corruption, so there's that.
But-
and also, I mean,
Well, he may not
going
just be a
along with
face. He's
Right, but what if
he
he's
may
been,
be a champion. He just may not be the best champion in the
Well,
world.
what if he's been manipulated too?
Who knows? I don't know.
all I know is for right now, he's alive. He could be dead under my blade, but he's not. I'm working with you to make sure we can get to the bottom of this. So that's what we're doing.
Yeah, here. Clanks with you again.
Is there a library here in this town?
Costin, well, I don't, not anything of substantial use. There's maybe some bookstores at the most, I would say.
Right.
The nearest library would probably be the monastery in 𝐻𝐻𝐹.
How far away?
𝐻𝐻𝐹, traveling by foot, maybe a day or so, northwest of
Are
here.
there carts going that way to speed
There's
up
a-
the trip?
Sure, I'm sure there's always rides and carts going there, and you could always try to procure horses and something like
Well, I
that.
met a small little fellow on the way in. He gave us a ride.
I met a small little fellow on the way in. I carried his cart.
How far is Mornheim from here?
Monheim is a bit farther. On foot, maybe 2.5 days travel. I don't quite know. On horseback, maybe you're looking at about a day and a half or something. I don't know. About that, in good weather.
I'm like holding my beer, and I'm just like, I've never tasted alcohol before, and I'm just like kind of like, this is. What type of weapons and armor do you have here? I might be interested.
Here in the Stuli you're talking about here.
Stuli or someplace you may like.
Well, in the Stuli, we just usually have what we can grab, daggers and little short swords and whatnot. We're not really an armory.
Yeah, but where can I get something that's in an armory?
Costin does not have a lot of weapons and armor, unfortunately. I don't know if you've seen the guards dressed around. They're mostly wearing light chainmail padded, greaves and whatnot.
Yeah, they were terrible at fighting.
And yes, not really an army costume. That's why it's surrounded by thick walls and has the order protecting it.
Know any places that might have?
Monheim would definitely have a lot of weapons. Hausfeld, maybe, but they're more of a knowledgeable society with scrolls and whatnot. But Monheim, or the Dwarven city near it, yeah.
Do we know where we're staying for tonight?
Well, we have a note from the mayor that we can stay at the nicer of the inns.
Yes.
I mean, I have family around, so I can stay really
We're all
anywhere.
crashing at Telka's.
Lovely.
House
You
party.
have floor space yet? No, I'm kidding.
Floor space.
That luxury?
Well, then, in that case, I'll make my departure. I'm going to turn a little early and maybe peruse some of the bookshops, see if I can get some information. I'll come back later. And I throw some coins on the table and I leave.
Sure.
Oh, he's leaving.
He's leaving.
Whoa.
Oh, the hardcore role player.
Is this called method acting?
Peace out, Drunk.
I'd hate to see what happens when we die.
Oh, when you die in the game, you die in real life.
No, Spike is game over!
I think the best.
He's the guy.
Mazes and monsters. No mazes and monsters.
I think the best course of action going forward, we should try to make a trip to Mornheim, should we not?
Eventually, but I think I figure we go to 𝐻𝐻𝐹 first.
First.
Perhaps to look at some scrolls and information?
Well, then that is the where they hold up and possibly where the champion might be.
Yes.
Yes, Thomason comes from Hausfeld. He hails from Hausfeld, yes.
To the monastery.
Son of the king in Hausfeld, yes.
Thomason's
He calls
the son of
himself
the
a king,
king?
but really not. Just...
Thomason is the son of the king.
This is not Rensselaer.
Yes. I'm sorry?
King.
This is not King Renala. No, it's a totally different person altogether. It's Thomason is technically a prince, but he's more of like a Dutch or like a duke, sorry, or something.
What
not
is
really
the
a
name
king.
of the king?
The king, King 𝐾𝐲𝐽.
And that is the king for this.
Thomason's dad.
Thomason's dad. Yeah, it's 𝐾𝐲𝐽.
Well, if you know anyone that can give us any patronage,
We need not patronage. We need arms.
we need arms.
We
Yes.
need bodies. We want to take on this fight.
Well, I do not know if there's a way to amass an army anywhere here, especially in the south. It's mostly farm fields and farmers and whatnot.
Yes.
Hence why the order is in control of
Well,
everything
who do you
here.
know that is against the order?
Well, the general public they dislike the order, but they feel that they are necessary for safety.
And who does the order fight against?
Evil abounds and other factions.
Yes.
When you say evil, does that also mean gods?
Not necessarily, but maybe those who do the gods' wills of the evil gods. Yes, maybe sort of cultists and whatnot. I'm sure.
The existence of a place like this in other towns has also usually suggested the existence of a underground, more stealthy connection. Is there one in this town? Is there an organization of that?
Well, the underground sort of like whispers here and there and whatnot, like knowledge is what you're looking
More
for.
so of almost what would be considered the crime element.
I'm sorry, you're looking for like the crime of element of like people like who know things and stuff
We're
like that,
looking
like
for another
underground, like black market kind of stuff, or
Yeah,
what?
black
Black
exactly?
market kind of stuff, but also people who would be dealing with more violent situations, but perhaps not on the up and up.
I mean, well, as far as all that goes, I mean, we're probably the closest thing to that, the ne'er-do-wells here. Yeah.
Do you have a sister location in Hausfeld?
Do I have a sister? You phrased that really weird.
Wrong moment there. Do you have a sister? Location.
Get daggers drawn on you.
A sister.
Yes. Is there a
Especially
schoolie
while you're
in
drinking.
Hausfeld?
Do you have a sister?
If we make our way there,
There's we have all sort of informants that
This
go
is
across.
the flagship location.
Yeah, the ne'er-do-wells, they travel pretty far across the peninsula here, but yeah, I'm sure there's people in Hausfeld. Yeah,
One more.
Telecart.
I don't know if they.
Telka, yes.
Yeah.
Is it?
If we decide to make our way to Hausfeld and decide to make a move on Thomason, would we be able to have anyone to help us there?
Perhaps there could be ne'er-do-wells nearby. They may lend a hand or the blade, but
Anywhere we can get some information would help.
Well, as far as like headquarters goes, this would be the headquarters of the ne'er-do-wells. I mean, they may travel to other cities, and if you know Thieves' Cant or anything else, you may be able to communicate with them.
Wow.
And you want to say something?
I do. Chia looks at everyone and she goes, maybe we're thinking about this all the wrong way, though. And she turns to
Neff.
She turns to Neff and she says, is someone able to join the order?
Well, it usually takes some sort of like affiliation within their religion to become one, and it would probably be a very long, painstaking process to do so, I think. At least from what I know about the order. It's mostly a religious order,
I'm
not
just
like sign-up
wondering-
bonus kind of
Are
like
they
military,
occultist?
like militia.
Are they occultists?
I wouldn't say cult. I would say that they feel they have good intentions and they think they're doing right, maybe. But cult is a pretty strong word for use for them, I would say.
Does the term harper mean anything to you?
Oh, yeah, harpers. Yeah, sure. I know
Are they
harpers.
around?
Yes, maybe not in this city, but there are harpers, especially more towards Mornheim. Yes.
I'm just wondering if maybe the best way to make changes from the inside.
I tried that. Look how that turned out.
You tried that.
I was infiltrating the order.
You were in.
That's what put me in this situation to join up with you.
I didn't know that you were infiltrating the order. You were one of them, or at least pretending to be?
Pretending to be. I loathe them. But I was pretending to be one, but
Makes sense
Well, it's
how you
he-
got the information.
How he
on
planned
how
out
to
the whole
set up.
thing. Yeah, it's a pretty good job actually. He's a pretty intelligent man. I can never think of something like that
Is
myself.
your cover blown by this?
I feel it may be.
Well, here's the thing. I was invisible that entire time that we took over that house. Nobody that, I mean, unless those guards are, you guys brought them back to life, but nobody saw me.
Nope. They did not get brought back to life. They're with the Raven Queen.
They were very dead when
But I
I.
thought one was unconscious.
One was, but did not see you.
Oh, it was the other one that saw me.
I don't think any of the guards at the mansion saw you. I don't think.
Yeah.
It could be
Oh,
with
I thought they did with
Bahamut.
True Sight.
One of them
Yes,
did, but they're
those
dead.
are
That one's dead.
Yeah,
Okay,
none of the
great.
ones that are alive
Great, great.
have seen you.
So this is what I'm saying.
We're having like a religious extension. Like, where did they go?
All of you, the Order now recognizes. Not me.
I don't know that they have recognition on me.
You don't think they saw you either?
Very possibly not. My hood was down, and the moments that they saw me were for literal moments.
I just think
And
that we
in
could
the commotion.
use this to our advantage. Maybe everyone who was seen by the Order tries to stay hidden, but
You may have
things-
to be careful with that because you do stick out in this city being foreigners, especially not having 𝐒𝐲𝐬𝐬𝐸 here. And you were there at the festival, right? Correct?
Right,
With all the
but-
people in the order. They probably would. They could have noticed you. I'm not
think-
saying they knew you were part of it. I'm just saying they might have seen you.
I think our
And the,
best
like-
course of action is to get.
You don't think someone would have traveled for the festival to see Thomason?
Well, Costin doesn't get a lot of foreign travelers, even for the
Well,
festivals.
not never say never.
Well,
You know.
Mostly
My
never in Costin,
My
unfortunately.
skin and hair
A very
color
reclusive
make me
city.
stand out. So
I know. and
even
she
if they
thinks
haven't
all
associated
stand.
me with this, it would still be an odd. I mean, there are a few of.
Local.
I think you
Oh,
had,
there's few. There's
Maybe
only
just something
one
to
other
keep
of
in
me
mind.
here.
Understood.
so we had a few. I want to get around a couple more times
And
before
it
we end it.
seems
So we
like
had,
you also have.
all I want to say is maybe just something to keep in mind.
you had.
Yeah.
It's a good idea. I'm just letting it like the guy. I'm just giving the NPC's perception
Oh no, I'm
of what
saying
he thinks.
to Valir,
For him,
maybe
yeah.
something to keep in mind because we don't know if we ever seen.
I go to
Understood.
him again. Is there anything worth here in this town that you said there's no weapons or armor? What? What is there?
We're pretty poor. I mean, we're kind of just stuck here.
Oh, we were just walking through the upper half. What do they have up there? that we could
Well, the
buy?
houses look nice and fancy. They have those nice sort of iron fences and nice, places. But those are just made of wood. I mean, the value of it is there's not really much of value here, nor is weaponry or anything else.
There's nothing here.
Enjoy the drink, my friend.
Yeah, Telka, I don't really want to enjoy it. What is this anyway? What is this?
What's that?
Drink it and you'll see.
It smells
Did
disgusting.
Did you still want to say something as well, or you okay? I see.
My
two kinds of
point
wisdom.
to Digo was just along the lines of you caused a bit of commotion as well before any of this went down, so you probably have a reputation, even if the mayor has called it off.
Yes.
He told me he was fighting for justice. I wanted to get a target on
That
him.
is not
and
what
just-
I'm referring to.
What?
There were guards chasing you for a period before anything happened.
Yeah. Okay.
Guards?
That was a thing.
So maybe lower profile as one
I was
of the
trying to
only
be lower-
orcs in the area.
I was trying to be lower profile. I was
Well, I
trying to
think-
grab a cloak.
I think now we need to connect with Raven.
Maybe pay for stuff
but
next time.
Hey, yes.
That's
You're
it.
going for low profile. Getting it illegally is not going to help the low profile.
I could have done it if he backed me up. Monk.
I was not there, I cannot say.
Yes.
we don't
If
know how
you
he
were
rolled.
there, it would
No, I just
We
I just think could you have? I don't know.
You guys don't know it, yeah.
And
No, I'm not referring to the role. I'm referring to Chia's
would have
faith.
taken us away, take us out of our mission. It was not the right idea.
Oh, spoken like a
What exactly did he do?
Well, he took it on his
Don't-
own behalf to. Well, he's a thief.
Snitches get stitches.
I'm like flaring my teeth at him. I'm like,
Hey, I'm no stranger to stealing. However,
my Drake like crawled like right back up
He
here and it's
got
like
caught
looking at you.
trying to steal. That's just.
come on, man, in the town.
Oh, I mean, stealing's one thing, but getting caught. I mean, come on.
It was just a cloak. Really? I've done this hundreds of times, and the one guy just saw me.
You just gotta take lessons. See, this guy's the best when it comes to stealing. You gotta take
Pretty
lessons
good.
from him.
All right, fine. Yeah.
Anyway.
Who got a hit on the mayor, by the way? Dagger's got a little bit sharp on you, huh?
That's
It's
a
all right.
isolated incident.
It's all right, of
But,
course.
whatever.
It's okay.
Is there any way
Please.
we can get a good map?
Well, yeah, I believe you could probably get a map when you went to Hausfeld. They would have lots of books and sort of cartographies and whatnot there, and we'd be absolutely be able to find a map there. Here, though, I mean, maybe you could take a look at the local bookstores, but it's mostly...
I've looked, there's not much.
Yeah, it's not much of readers here.
Well, to Hausfeld.
I think a night's sleep, and then we head to Hausfeld.
Agreed.
I could use a rest. I'm sure we all could.
All right.
I hope Nelius knows where it is.
And that's where we'll end it for tonight. Big explosion, dragon comes in, boom, burn down the end.
Oh my God, Game of Thrones Season 7! Starring the water bottle as king!
Cool. Well, besides software issues, I think today was a very fun day.
Yeah.
I had fun. I hope
Sunday
everyone
fun
else
day.
had fun watching. We could do on the way out. Why don't we introduce ourselves? We didn't do that in the beginning. We should do that in the
Yeah.
beginning. But my name is Spencer Sulliver, and it was my pleasure being everyone's DM today. I am a photographer, director, writer, producer, and all that here in Los Angeles. And going down the line here.
Oh, I gotta start.
You got to start. We're going.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Don't feel so bad. He started.
Yeah, I am Spencer number 2. I'm Spencer Green. I am a stunt performer and actor in Los Angeles. And yeah, I guess that's it. Do I have to do more?
Not just you're an
just-
amazing stunner
just
and voice actor. No, that's perfect though.
All that stuff, voiceover, stunts, acting.
No, absolutely.
Hi,
on?
my name's Ariana Nicole George. Just call me Ariana. It's a mouthful otherwise. I'm a voice actor, musical theater performer, and kind of just entertainer and writer in the Los Angeles area. So, yeah.
I am Joshua Story. I'm a voice actor, narrator, and producer, and also a former Marine. And I play Nelius, half
drow.
elf. I started to say drow. It's been a long day. The half
He's cool, I know.
sorcerer.
Like everyone wants to be his.
So yeah.
Hi, I'm D.W. McCann. I'm also a Los Angeles-based voice actor, writer, director, do live events, and a fanatic about Shakespeare.
Ooh. I didn't know that about you. Learn something new every day.
I just saw him perform a Midsummer Bridge this weekend.
Oh,
It
well,
was
that
great.
explains the whole Othello, whatever we were doing
Yes.
during photo shoots and all that too.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
It all makes sense now. It all makes sense. All right, going on.
My name is Roy Halo. I'm a voice actor. I am also a studio owner of this one.
Thank you, Float Studios.
Thank you.
I'm producer and director and all that too. And yeah, I'm playing Heiko, our monk, who is a wood elf monk.
Who's too quiet for a noisy bar?
Too quiet for a noisy bar, apparently. Yes. Okay.
And I forgot to mention, I'm playing our Shadar Kai Echo
Yeah, I
Knight.
want to do my intro again. I got so
You gotta rehearse these things.
Redo.
You got me
F it, we'll do it live! F it, we'll do it live!
Man, Bill O'Reilly.
And the newest addition to the group here, Dio.
So my name is Vol'Antia Forbes. I'm a stuntman, actor, and a motion capture and 2D, 3D artist here in LA, originally from the Bahamas, and just came here to play with my character Tel'Ka So,
Good stuff.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome, sir.
Yes, welcome. It was great having you.
Hopefully we will see more.
Fine. No, sure.
I didn't
No,
see either.
just who are you playing? Just say who you're playing.
No, okay.
Yeah.
Don't do the whole thing. No, I'm just kidding. I am Spencer Green. I am a stunt performer and actor in Los Angeles, and I play Digo.
That's way better.
That's
Good
it.
job.
That's
Good job.
it. You know, it's perfect.
So we're gonna cut
I
that
play
in.
Chia, question mark, like.
That's not as good.
Yeah,
You were
I
better the
didn't
first
say it.
time.
Like, I know. It's like
I didn't say it.
intros.
Hold on.
All right.
Let me slate
I just
Roy
want-
Halo.
I just want a second take.
Thank you very much.
Introducing.
If you are you continuing to watch during this, thank you so much for sticking with us. I know we had issues at the beginning. We're gonna get all this sorted out with the software updates and all that because it'll be clean, I'm sure, in the future. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you all next time.
Good night, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
And scene.